Their early game.
Reckles! Reckles is here! Hey! Bro, is he gonna play today as a sub?
If you've got Reckless in Europe, I mean, that's a buff off the bat, right?
By the way, I heard he learned Korean. He learned how to speak Korean. So there's all the subs. Let's go, Reckles! Reckles! What's up, DJ? Good afternoon. Dude, what's up? What's up? The hype is real right now. What's going on? No, this is the game I was waiting for, man. Like yesterday, it was pretty chill back, you know, because it's not teams I support. But this one I really want. I really need to see this. 2, 1, 0. Here we go. We're starting. We're starting, ladies and gentlemen. This is your caster, El Nino, the Prodigy. And I'm telling you guys, T1 is gonna take this shit home, okay? Faker's gonna just solo carry. This is my analysis. Faker's gonna solo carry. Guma's gonna solo carry. The game 2. Oh shit, video.
Michel-Ange a dit, j'ai vu un ange dans le marbre. Et j'ai seulement ciselé jusqu'à l'en libérer.
I love the song. This is the Jin song.
Et tout comme il le dit, nous sommes nombreux aujourd'hui à travailler sur le marbre.
As you stand upon the edge, woven by a single thread. I love the song, man. Knocking Faker! There's that boy! Oh shit!
Affronte Faker en BO5 pour la toute première fois.
Faker!
페이커 선수에 대한 첫인상은 일단 기본기도 되게 좋았는데
He sure does.
계속 끊임없이 심리전을 거는 게 인상적이었어요.
Yup.
Ne parvient pas à le vaincre.
계속 뭐가 문제였을까 생각하게 되더라고요. 내가 못해서 졌다기보단 상대가 잘하는 게 많았고 그래서
He's basically saying team diff.
그 잘하는 상대보다 더 잘해야 한다고 생각을 했던 것 같아요. 페이커 선수를 이겨야만 최고가 될 자격이 주어진다고.
You must defeat Faker. He knows. He knows.
선수이기 때문에 같이 맞붙는 게 굉장히 저에게 있어서 재밌고.
There's that boy.
스스로도 많이 배우고 성장할 수 있는 것 같습니다.
Of course, he's looking at the Azir statue. How iconic is that? That's so wicked. Look at his Azir, man.
제가 처음 우승했을 때가 2년 전이었는데요. 했던 말이 말도 안 돼라고 하고 우승을 했던 걸로 기억하는데 그만큼 마음의 짐이 많이 덜어진 것 같아요.
Gen.G continua de gagner à domicile. Ils étaient imparables.
처음 우승했을 때 그때 당시 목표가 리그 우승을 해보는 거였는데 데뷔 첫 시즌 만에 이룰 수 있게 돼서 너무 좋았던 것 같아요.
2022, 2023 et 2024.
Yeah.
Gen.G a battu T1 encore et encore quand cela comptait le plus.
이제 첫 우승을 이제 T1 상대로 우승을 해가지고.
Bro, what's up, dude? I'm so hyped, dude. I don't mind who wins. Yeah, they're both really good teams, man, but like I need T1 to win this. I need them to win this. I just love them, bro. I've been watching their videos and their comms and like in their YouTube channel. Like I'm just really connected to them, man. I need them to win this. Carrier, the support god.
챔피언으로 참가했고
Let's go, brother. Guma! Guma!
À ce jour, 53
Faker! His Ari play, look out! Boom! Boom! Faker! I love the commentary. Faker versus Chovy is gonna be so iconic, bro.
un sentiment d'inachevé persiste au fond de son cœur. Le rêve d'être champion du monde.
Yeah, they might give us a really good series, honestly. I love the song.
Imposant. Et le fardeau.
Heavy is the burden. Heavy is the crown.
Le fardeau de rester au sommet. Pour l'autre.
Oh, shit.
Le fardeau d'atteindre le sommet.
The standoff.
Pushed to the limit. They were pushed to the edge, but they were built for these situations. They were built for victory. They were built to win, and they will do just that.
The stare down. Oh.
새로운 미래를 열겠습니다.
초비 선수 미래를 원한다면 증명하세요.
Prove it, he said. Prove it. If you want to take the crown, come claim it, brother. I love Faker, dude. Come claim it then. Come get me, bro. He knows, dude.
함께 짊어지겠습니다.
You want to be the future? You got to get past me, bro. I love Faker. I just love this prodigy.
새로운 세대입니다.
Come get it.
과거, 현재, 그리고 미래.
Damn, he actually said, yo, we the present, we the past, we the future. We're the whole thing. Make them believe. Bro, I'm believing so hard. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crown. Shit, here we go, guys. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, shit. Oh! Woo! T1, T1, T1.
Bonjour Paris!
Bonjour, Paris!
Pour la dernière demi-finale de 2024 des mondiaux de League of Legends!
League of Legends.
Aujourd'hui, au bout du chemin, une place à Londres, aux côtés de Milli Milli, à se présenter devant vous, les deux derniers représentants de la Corée. D'un côté, champion du MSI, en quête du titre ultime, et de l'autre, 4 fois champion du monde, défendant leur couronne. Alors, mesdames et messieurs, pour vos deux équipes, Gen.G et T1!
T1, brother.
Sur la top lane,
Here we go.
en face de lui,
There we go. How come they make them come out in the same place? Before it wasn't like that. Because they're introducing two of them together.
dans la jungle, Canyon et
Yeah, they're making come in pairs. I don't know why they changed that. I liked before when it was one person. Honor. Honor. Look at him. Look at him. See, he can't put his both arms now. He has to make space for the other person. He can't do that cool thing he did last time.
au poste d'Amekari, fait, et face à lui,
I know, right? Exactly, Des. Exactly. Like, cause they wanna actually shake Faker's hand. Guma. Let's go, Guma. Guma! The prodigy, the ADC prodigy, brother. I love this guy, man. I love him.
au poste de support,
Support. They're always gonna put the mid laners at the end because it just makes sense, okay? Putting the mid laners at the end just makes sense. That's why mid lane is the best role in the game, guys. It always has the coolest fucking players. Mid lane time. Dude, listen to the crowd now. Listen to the crowd. Listen to the crowd now. They're gonna go crazy over my boy. Faker! Faker! Yeah! There's the freaking legend. Let's go, bro. Let's go. It's as real as it gets now, guys. All right, let's see draft. Let's see draft. There we go. Bro, I gotta say, this guy is hype, man. He's the hype man. He's the most hype French man I've ever seen in my life. He's sick.
24 semi-finals.
Okay, good luck, T1. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. Good luck, boys. You got this shit. You got this shit. Okay? You win. You win. No Captain Flowers? Damn, no Captain Flowers. Atlas, Vedius, and Chrono. Man, I want to see Captain Flowers casting. I love his commentary. Whatever. Came out just in time. Yes, you did. Thank you. They're about to start right now. What's up, Vin? What's up? Well, welcome to the most entertaining stream on Twitch.tv. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, because I've been losing followers ever since I started reacting to Worlds. Unfortunately. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm still going to watch it. I lost 8 followers since I started reacting to Worlds. 8 total followers. Have you actually been? Yeah. Yeah, I've actually been losing followers.
I feel like this weird combination of relieved today, but also nervous.
I've lost, let's see.
Because no matter what happens in this matchup,
I lost.
have an incredible finals. I think that, like,
yeah, this was 9:30. I lost like 8 followers.
The main thing is, can we
since I started watching this. Tita, you're a bit low. Okay.
Most signs are pointing to yes. We're going to jump into the draft here to start this one off.
Okay, I got you.
Already, things are going pretty similarly to what we were expecting, except for maybe
tell me, is this good?
Italy first band to come through here from
if it's not, let me know.
From Canyon.
No surprises, T1 taking away the lessons here.
Gotcha.
And the real question is, what happens to Yone? T1 is, I think, expecting Gen.G to ban it here. The smaller was their number 1.
I can increase the desktop audio through OBS if it's needed.
That, under no circumstances have teams
a bit louder? Okay. I'll increase it through OBS.
And the Ashe is the other thing that's such an incredibly high priority. With that Callista ban, it is important, but I think a trade...
How's it now, chat? How's it now? Is it better? Is it better? Is it better? Whoa, they banned! China, it's Korea today. Yeah, it's Korea versus Korea. Tomorrow is China. Sorry, November 2nd is China.
Looking to be the priority for Canyon. We'll see if they
what's up?
pair that alongside.
Hi, bro.
I want them both to lose.
I think you can. One of them has to win.
This Rumble is such a terrifying combo, and there are so many junglers that can help facilitate it as well. Zidane is one that comes to mind to really enable that mid lane matchup.
I want them both to lose. Dude, just China. China's just gonna win the whole thing, dude.
Currently on the patch, with exception of the Lily that was banned away early on. Now, Gen.G knew 100%.
My dad supports China teams in this.
Particularly in best of 5 in the first game. Give it up.
He just wants China to win. I'm Korea. I'm Korea. I'm T1, brother.
Early on, because it has been such an insane prio pick.
Nice Ashe pick, huge Ashe pick, huge. We have the CC. We actually have the CC. Chat, is the volume good? Is the volume good? I increased the desktop audio a bit.
Sejuani Rumble just straight up and available for them. That top side has been so
No, he loves Swain.
strong,
My dad loves Swain.
It fits their playstyle so incredibly well. But what this does is it hides where that Yone is going. It opens up the board and gives this bottom lane a whole lot of power.
Is it the Blitzcrank to come out here?
So.
Because if they don't,
Chovy. He's picking Silas. He's picking Silas.
Gonna get his hands on the Silas here.
They're gonna yoink the Ash arm probably.
Looking to get down and dirty.
Thank you, Vin.
And scrap against T1. We saw a similar composition from T1 against Top Esports in their first game, where they were able to find great success.
My dad, dude. I want them both to lose.
Now we turn our attention to that jungle role.
I was not
Gen.G,
expecting that.
Ban away the Sejuani. We already talked extensively about it as an option. Yeah. That's going to be the first one removed.
Sejuani.
Do they want to consider AP
Blitz.
threats? The Blitzcrank also discussing that. Lahan's very well known for his Blitzcrank. They're not going to allow him to have that one. Now you kind of move into uncharted territory. Do you also consider Rakan something worth taking away?
Yeah, I think Rakan's
I think he is young. Yeah, I think he's 24.
Still very, very strong. Opens the doors for a lot more 80 heavy compositions as well. Certainly a lot of things on Gen.G's mind is what they could be taking away here.
The benefit here for Gen.G is that they will know where
Rumble ban. I kind of expected the Rumble ban because like everyone picks him, man.
Gives them a little bit more leeway.
I really hope the volume's good, chat. I really hope so. I put it to 100.
As the Rumble does get taken away, Gen.G
and desktop audio as well.
We don't know where this Yone is going. We haven't seen it for Zeus in the top lane in a while, but given his history, wouldn't be no surprise. The Ezreal going to get taken away. Extremely self-sufficient pick that is very hard to punish, and I think the range, so you don't have to interact too much with that Ashe lane, quite big as well. What is Pace going to lock in here to go with this Bruiser style?
Who's Faker playing? Yone? Yeah, he's Yone.
Into the Ashe Renata, and might be a lane swap on the cards.
Well, I was going to say my instincts are something along the lines of Kai'Sa, but
okay,
no
Ziggs. All right.
The direction, the safe wave clear, and I mean, you look at this top side.
Who's our top laner?
Wave clear is definitely something.
Who's owner gonna play this for this?
Ziggs can be very self-sufficient, especially if
Wukong. Vi's a good pick. Vi's a good pick.
I think that it complements.
Also great pick.
Nicely. T1 now considering what they're going to put in the jungle.
Jarvan. Kha'Zix, please do it. Please pick Kha'Zix.
But it is owner. We're at Worlds.
Okay, Vi is good. Vi is safe. Vi is safe. Graggy. Graggy, brother.
Of course, Zeus is an incredible Gragas player just in general, so it's not likely to go to Faker. He's played it a few times.
Yeah, there was that random 3 weeks where everyone in the LCK was pranked into thinking Gragas mid was good. Because
I hate Grag, man.
It wasn't. It was all a psych out. This used to be a really good matchup for
is it Gragas top?
With Grass, back when his sustain was a lot better, you could just completely stonewall.
Or is Faker playing Gragas? Okay, no, Faker's playing Yone.
I do imagine, though, looking at the damage profile for T1, this is going to be the
Leona.
variety, so maybe a little bit more carry.
Of course, the Skarner is through.
Shutdown potential early on here for Gen.G, but they are really heavy on the AP, and that's something that I do think we have seen be...
Nidalee banned, I'm pretty sure is a target ban, right? Because Canyon plays Nidalee, I'm pretty sure.
Is a champion that very rarely builds.
Smolder's a good ban too, because everyone picks Smolder, man.
Build, along with the Gragas as well, who you kind of expect to go more towards that AP direction. I feel like that they should be fine. I think the biggest thing for Gen.G is being able to play through that first item spike. When you have this strong, skirmish-heavy top side in Renekton, Skarner, Silas.
Yeah, he scales like crazy. I think it's a really good ban.
You want to draw T1 into those early skirmishes.
Good ban overall. I'm happy with it.
And I think that it's going to be crucial for Gen.G to kind of force T1 into their game.
God, please. God, please. Please, 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 please. T1 wins this. T1 wins this. T1 wins this. Faker, then go! Do you guys think they're going to make Reckless play? I doubt. I think they're playing it safe having Keria. Keria is insane. Reckless is really good, though.
We saw Xiaohu not really pass that test yesterday. See whether Faker, our other veteran mid laner, as far as our semi-finals matchups are concerned.
There's my boy Faker, look at him.
I don't think the GOAT's going to struggle too much.
My GOAT.
It's about how both of these drafts are going to function when we actually get into some of these brawls.
T1! T1! T1!
Game number 1.
Yeah, he's really, like, Reckless is insane.
Of Worlds 2024 to decide who is going to be meeting BLG in the final. Oh, man. already just a little bit of a defensive start. Not going to have those insane level 1s like we did in Game 2 yesterday.
The overlay doesn't work.
Absolutely electric, and I think back to that spring final, the epic 5.
I didn't even see Faker's rooms. They didn't show.
I'm still actually confused about where they came from. It shouldn't have happened that way.
I don't think we ever figured it out.
It's a shame that we were robbed in summer of them meeting in the playoffs, and I'm hopeful. Well, we've got them here at Worlds. We get to see this opportunity.
Better late than never, eh, Betty?
T1 now setting up for an invade, looking to potentially set up for a swap.
All right, so I was saying that there might not be a swap, but there is. It is immediately
Come on, boys.
spotted.
Come on, boys.
Just
You got this.
move over to his blue side quadrant. So
who has Guardian?
Okay. Keen also going to be rotating
Carrier.
immediately, getting
PTA.
the idea that there is going to be a potential lane swap in the air.
Grasp. Conquer on Vi makes sense. Okay, 2. He's going Grasp. I think it's fine. Yeah. Against Silas.
Top lane, because of his passive, you actually do a decent amount even for all the resistances. And if you are in a bot lane, it's going to be even more pronounced. T1 though.
Yoink! My red buff.
Here. Zeus actually
That's mine.
Grasp, same for the mid laners, but shouldn't come as a surprise there. There's been a lot of Grasp mids throughout the tournament, even seeing it on ranged champions like.
Of course, here come the lane swaps.
It's gonna go for the variety where
Very common in Worlds.
Just laning together with Chovy or Canyon, starting on the bot side, and looks like just the usual jungle split. Neither jungler able to steal away a camp.
Yep, just some vertical jungling to start things off here as Keen's just doing his best to zone Zeus away from minions. Of course, Gragas in a lane swap is pretty good at it. Teleport from
TP to go to top.
Towards that top side of the
He's going to catch the wave.
One could be a little bit dangerous. Having hit level 2, I think he should be all right.
It's actually really nice timing. As he arrives,
I never understand these lane swaps every time. I just never get it. It's a very, like, LCS Worlds type of thing, you know? You'll never see this in solo queue. But everyone in Worlds does this.
All right, let's see everyone. If they can actually make this one work. You can see the barrel has been charged. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage at this point. Level 2.
Oh shit!
Does have that body slam.
He missed the E.
Onto Canyon. Already down to 50% as Lehen's
Leona's taking third shots.
For as long as possible. One more is gonna do it.
Oh!
Just straight up.
Oh!
Today, boys.
No. He wins this. Nah. Let's go, Zeus! Look at him! They can't dive him! He is undiveable! He is undiveable, bro! That's my boy Zeus! Look at him, bro! Dude, they cannot dive my boy Zeus. They could not. Dude, they almost died. That would have been insane. That would have been insane if they died that.
And Gen.G, I think,
well, I don't know, man. Dude, like Zeus, like the flat. He dodged both Leona's E's. He dodged both of them, bro. Oh my god.
Towards the bottom lane. Only good thing for Gen.G is that they did give Chovy a little bit of time while he still has a teleport available. But T1 gonna be feeling great about that trading just that flash on Zeus.
We're good, guys. We're good.
Summoners from Gen.G.
There were so many instances there where it was very awkward for Zeus.
So good.
He was one minion off leveling up, but the cannon minion had
what's up, right, Jasko?
On a minute of play.
Yeah, Lehen's Hex flashing in.
He missed the E again.
Good handshake from
3 E's missed.
So much damage.
T1's just better. T1's better.
If Gen.G is going to find some tempo back in this game.
Wow. Gumiyushi's
oh my god.
And even causes the screen to freeze.
Yeah.
Lehen's 3 for 3 on misses when it comes to the Zenith blade now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To connect those if he wants to set up plays for his team, but
he missing those E's, bro.
Nerves feels like coming through here from the side of Gen.G early on.
Lehen's known as a joker, but has had some moments. Him and Pace, I think, have throughout the course of this roster often been the most criticized. Has had incredible performances. Think back to that.
He forgot to bring his hands to Worlds, guys.
But then also,
he left them at home. I can't believe it.
Struggled so much in the actual finals. I do want to note the fact that Gen.G has triple teleport bailed them out a little bit because they were able to still catch that top wave, even with Keen being pulling out of that lane. Chovy could TP top, and Keen has now made his way to the mid lane.
Oh, that's very cute.
Cam is in the way.
Dodge the Hawk shot there as Chovy rotating back down.
He's going
Chovy. Ward as carrier, taking some chain lash damage. Chovy should be able to get out of here just
I'll make it small.
Worries. Be able to dodge some moves, and Faker with his unbound soul just going to be able to try and push this wave in. Of course, the luxury of being able to teleport
hopefully that's better. I don't know where to put my camera.
Had to use his to get down towards the bottom side, but good handshake going to come in here. Could this be first blood against Chovy? That would be such devastating news for Gen.G. T1 already with a lot of control, 600 gold in the lead, and Faker is really having a good time in this lane despite having to vacate early.
I mean, this matchup is quite favored.
Okay, now I can see the runes.
Because of how restrained Silas is as a champion around cooldowns. He just doesn't have them.
Should I put my camera a little bit to the left as well?
Trade against a champion like Yone who could just keep
like here.
The CS advantage, you rightly said, though, coming from the fact that early TP came through. And Chovy, he's going to be forced back to base very soon.
Can you guys see Gen.G's points?
Faker threatening the potential.
I'm moving it like top right. Is that good? Is that good?
And with level 6 gained as well. Yeah, and with Keen being pulled around the map, we see that he's actually even with
perfect. Okay, cool. Almost move chat.
To really pay. Whereas Zeus, because he absorbed that early dive, has just been able to catch multiple waves. And I think T1 as a team always look their best when they get to play this aggressive. When the lanes are pushing, they are the ones dictating.
I put chat top left.
The grubs now being started up as well would be a
perfect now. Yeah, you guys can see everything. How many points Gen.G has? All the champion portraits, everything. Yeah, it's perfect.
Early Drake for Gen.G is great because
Fury's not here, unfortunately, but Fury will be joining us for game 2. I think. He said he can join first one.
Yep. And, ooh, Cask, very close to being able to steal that one away. I do like an opportunistic barrel being thrown in as now. Potential dive towards the top side of
I hope you guys can see the 5 minutes dragon timer on the top right as well.
Really do a whole lot of work. That is another miss on the Zenith Blade, but also, like you say, the minions are all going to die, so they should be okay at least for another crash.
Keeping my eyes on a potential cross.
You can? Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we're good then. You guys can see everything.
Follow there from Chovy, losing a little bit in terms of experience.
Oh, now they're showing the runes. 7 minutes in, now they show the runes. Okay, dude.
For Faker, securing his first 2 items of the game, and we're in a very timid early game. Crucially, though, we talked about those first items for Gen.G. Their biggest strength in the early game is the fact that they have Silas, Skarner, Renekton on the top side that I think want to try and...
He's going to cut down, by the way. Cut down Alacrity. Bone plating. He's going to go bone plating against another melee who's not poke. Bone plate is the way.
Maybe even look to contest the next grub.
Yeah, and I think that I kind of want to draw out a little bit and have a conversation about what these compositions are trying to do as another Hawkshot is going to spot.
You've been spotted.
This time around,
we know you're doing red.
And I'm thinking there is a lot of magic damage here, but also it's solo AD Renekton. So if you're not building armor, then maybe the Crocodile just eats you, which could become a problem if Keen gets accelerated. And I think that is what's so incredibly important about what you say, playing through that topside, getting those skirmishes. Because right now, I mean, we haven't had a first blood just yet. And I think
we almost had a triple kill at bot lane early, man.
Starts a little bit sooner rather than later.
Imagine.
In their favor.
Gen.G,
they're very good at controlling turret shots, like how many turret shots they receive, but they couldn't nail it with Zeus, man. They couldn't do it. Because he's just too good.
We talk about Soul Point, we're talking about 6 grubs, possible Herald, and that 6 grubs I think is attainable for T1. That alone is not going to be enough. There's a possible trap being set up here. Owner has that ultimate available, but instead, even if you don't actually get anything out of the play, like you're crashing this wave, you're getting the plates, and you're still putting Gen.G further behind.
It's got Berserker Greaves.
The key difference I think we're seeing in terms of impact in this early game is Carrier.
Okay, nice damage, nice damage, nice damage.
Really
that's good.
His presence felt in the mid lane, and remember, Chovy had a CS advantage.
Nice Faker.
Because of Faker's TP towards the bot side of the map. So Carrier has spent like at least 2 to maybe even 3 minutes
they know where Skarner is.
Just hovering around mid, making it awkward for Chovy to base at the right time, keeping him to stay for that
Carrier
extra
bot mark,
helping Faker chip away at his HP. And you look at that CS, look at that gold slowly shifting back in Faker's way. You can see 3 plates secured in the mid lane. Meanwhile, Lahens is just
Ashe has ult, Ashe has ult. Ashe has no mana though.
Just making sure that yes,
Guma's low on mana, he's gonna recall.
He's even behind Carrier when it comes to XP. So
but we do have the ult. We do have the ult. Potential setup.
Ultimate available. And I wonder if Gen.G's actually eager.
Why does Silas always E away from the minions? Is there something I'm not understanding there? Why does he keep doing that? Is it like something with Chovy's passive or something?
Trying to punish this pushing power of the Ashe and Renata also not really working out, and that not only set Lahens behind, but also started Keen
passive
being in a bit of a tough position when it comes to catching these waves.
I figured, okay.
And I do agree, I think Gen.G,
what's his passive?
If they are denied a good fight, things are going to be very tough. Gen.G,
after casting get spells, that was towards the charge of okay. It's like for burst. Okay,
we say that often, but if you look at their gold stats in the LCK, they weren't getting a lot of kills, but the amount of gold they generated early was actually insane. Like they were sitting on, I think it was on average like a 1.5k gold lead, and obviously there was a meta that was textbook perfection for them. But it isn't like they were getting into fights without anything to grasp onto. And this game feels like that might be the case as the Grubs are going to get started up.
All right,
See
we're going to start up...
is looking to contest. Level 6 has been hit on lands.
Krugs.
Is that enough? 4 Grubs are definitely going to go the way of T1 here.
Yeah, it's at least 4, but I think it's
the vision
almost guaranteed to be 6. So 5 are going to be going down here at least. Here for T1, no vision up and available at all as Pays can throw a Mega Inferno Bomb if he would like to, but looks like T1 are just going to cut their losses. 5 Grubs is pretty good. Canyon going to be able to grab this 6th potentially owner a little bit.
TP's coming in, TP's coming in.
Be a team fight in. Pays doesn't actually
TP.
That satchel could be an important start to this fight as Chovy's teleported in. That's going to be the Grub going down, but can they win the fight? Impale comes in, kept into the sweet spot, but the barrel is so good. Still, it's going to be Chovy picking up first blood against Owner, and T1 just not enough damage.
It's fine, it's fine.
They could have just taken the 5 Grubs and left it at that, especially with...
It's fine, we got them. At least we got the Grubs and they didn't. It's fine, dude. It's no biggie, it's no biggie.
Yeah, I'm surprised
we get the grubbies, we get the grubbies.
That because the thing we've been talking about, right? Renekton in this early game is just, he's just so strong. Ultimate alone is enough to be so durable, a lot of damage. And you can see how the engage is a little disconnected here from T1. It's going to be Ona diving onto the back line, attempting to steal the Grub. Chovy on the side, and look at Pays' positioning. Perfectly safe, nice angle. The Ash Arrow gets stolen. Gumayushi really can't do much while the barrel looks good. The front line dissipates. And T1 is immediately
it's good. They retreated. They didn't keep fighting. They don't want to lose more people there. It's fine. It's fine. It's actually fine.
Even though it looked amazing, didn't quite work out there. So
literally, it's fine.
They lose first blood, but they still have a lot of
What's the damage?
On this map. Unless Chovy has something to say about it after he does crash this wave towards the top side. 5 Grubs.
Faker's on 4K damage.
As the game goes on though, and T1 are looking to
509 gold lead.
Even out the dragon count.
And the kill going to Chovy is a big deal. This Silas, we've seen how hard this champion can snowball when he does get a lead. He's able to very consistently force plays with his catch potential. And it's also something that the Chovy that we saw domestically, I think we've only seen in one game this Worlds, and it was that Game 5 Smolder game. Because his laning stats haven't really been comparable to what we've seen
domestically. Dude, how many people have TP on their team? 3 people.
Well, it's going to be 5 Grubs, so T1 do have a fair bit, but Gen.G, I think they're going to be able to cut this one down.
Nice cleanse, nice cleanse.
Trouble there as a Solar Flare does get cleansed. Gumayushi going to be able to make his way out. I believe
they traded turrets. Okay.
Yeah. And so despite the Grubs, they're still able to get there with the slight lead they had as far as the turret health. So a bit of extra gold going over to Gen.G, and that's going to very
We have bot control. We have bot control. We got rid of the turret.
The 2 squads.
I mean, we couldn't really ask for more, could we? Dead even game, 13 minutes
Maybe a few more kills, still just as even?
They're coming. Remember, it's game 1 of a best of 5. You don't... We have the entree, you know? We're just starting off...
I'm sorry, just a little bit of patience.
I know.
is not a patient man.
I know.
I just want to...
I agree with you,
the
Ben.
main course is on its way. I think what was smart there from Gen.G is, I mean, they had to reset after the Grubs. The problem is the Dragon was spawning relatively soon, so T1 already back out
just got sundered.
Position to secure that. Gen.G leverage the fact that they had that time advantage to secure that first tower.
We got the damages.
It's an even trade. The only problem for Gen.G is T1 can kind of sack the next Dragon if they want to without much of a problem.
I'm really worried about Skarner.
Blade of the Ruin King.
Every time I see him, he just wins.
Completed for Faker, and that is such a massive item spike for T1 that they're definitely going to be waiting to try and secure.
Now Zayas pushing another wave towards this top lane and does have quite a few friends around. Looks like Gen.G did have a bit of information as to who was coming. So Canyon going to be rotating up. Pays also there, Mega Inferno Bomb in hand. The siege could be a little bit dangerous.
Coming.
Good handshake for the disengage as Canyon looking for an opportunity. Might be able to get in there, throwing some
Rift arrows up. They're going to have a rift.
Not going to go for any stuns or anything like that just yet.
Leona has ult. Leona has ult.
Crucially, look at Faker going back to base. He should have enough money for Blade of the Ruin King. This means that T1 are saying, we don't want to fight yet. It's not worth it. They're not going to overstay their welcome. The TP
Kraken as well.
The question
are they going to give up Rift?
Going to be up in time to contest. The pings are coming down from T1.
Faker and Guma aren't here.
Available to try and stall. T1 are saying they do want to fight this.
Looks like they're going for a great vision here with this ward. As you
did they recall to buy items? I think. Yeah, he got Blade Ruin King. Guma has Kraken.
Now stolen away or hijacked here. That's a
they're going in. Oh my god, that's so much CC, man.
For a second, but now he is just gone. So the goes to Gen.G. They'll take a kill as well. And now Chovy looking for more as Faker just going to pop back to his soul's S.
Just dip.
Body slam his way out. And Gen.G, they really are taking these skirmishes.
Gen.G's target selection in these skirmishes has been so clean.
They have so much CC.
One member is getting blown up in a barrage of CC as Lahens is driving.
Yeah, the CC, man.
Scary, but this time it works out for the mid lane turret. Gonna get taken low. T1 is able to defend.
Yeah, ever since Lehen's got his license earlier in this tournament.
Dude, Silas 803 in lane economy.
Throughout the rest of this year.
We've seen some
LCK fan,
things.
you know, exactly.
Jeez.
Very proud of him though.
What we saw there as well for Gen.G, and it's again, I think,
yeah, R stun.
This one a little bit
Skarner pulls away. Renekton W.
This comp is so hard to engage on. There's so much disengage.
So annoying.
And the Skarner in particular, I think, has really been a big problem for many teams this Worlds. And
We have Ash Arrow. I need to see more Ash Arrows and catching people with Ash R. That's like insanely huge.
But he was positioning so safely.
We just gotta find the right setup.
Now it's just Canyon and Chovy up here towards the top side of the map. 4 members of T1 in the area looking to try and push down this turret. They really want to take their second to even out the map state as far as these structures, and a teleport to come in from Pays just to make sure.
But it is crazy. They have like 3 TPs, man.
Playing with their advantage very strategically.
Holy shit.
Because T1, like, the
Even
problem with the
Ziggs.
Herald was the timing. TP wasn't quite up for Faker. He needed to get that base off, yet they still wanted to try and contest rather than go for a cross map because the bot tower had already fallen. So rather than play for something like mids, they got over ambitious and they weren't able to make it work. Then what they did was they kept the pressure up in mids. So Gen.G could secure that mid tower. They kept Pays there. He had the TP available. He then goes back to base and then TP's top. So while this Renekton is free hitting onto the bot tower, uncontested to secure that tower, they had the Ziggs TP top to then catch the wave and prevent the siege. So T1 is just losing on the map, while Gen.G is continuing to gain advantages.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people have trouble liking Ziggs compositions. And I understand it's not exactly the most interactive when it comes to early game skirmishes and things like that, but what it does to a team that is very good at playing around tempo and macro that they are already good at is it's just basically a cheat code.
Well, it's as you were saying, Vadi, because even if you do try to play for mid turret, they're like, Pays can just ult the wave.
Right,
yeah.
And Gen.G had so many of these Ziggs compositions, and it plays really well into their style, which is always.
I never liked Ziggs AD carry. I never liked seeing him bot lane.
5k goal deficit. 5
It's
minutes
annoying.
Ago, T1's gonna get this topside turret, so they're gonna equalize it a little bit.
I just want to see
but
carries.
Still 1.5k gold for Gen.G.
Not
and a
poke
second dragon on
Andes.
the way as well.
And look at the map setup as well. Like, Gen.G
But it is what it is.
to get full
He's good at
vision
taking down
coverage
turrets too.
around this bot side of the map,
With his satchel.
pushing Zeus deep towards his tier 2 tower, making this very difficult for T1 to contest.
There it is.
And the
He's got
Ziggs
good wave
ultimate
clear.
to slow down the siege. It's
Chovy comes on over, he's going to be able to clear it out as well.
it's annoying. If you're T1, it's so annoying because
stupid Yordle.
You're trying to cross the best that you can, and it constantly gets interrupted.
Well, Canyon looking for an opportunity here, but Zeus
just ulted that red buff. Fuck it. You ain't taking that
so there is
shit.
a win for T1, but they're going to have to do something to try and
Zeus doesn't give a
in
shit.
this game because earlier on, T1 were in the laning phase able to get a lot of decent advantages. Yes, it wasn't translating into kills, but they were able to get some extra money. Of course, Gumayushi was very far ahead, still has, I guess, a couple of minions in the lead, but he was 20 CS up earlier on. That has been evened out.
It's okay, it's okay.
And yeah,
We win this, we win
going
this.
to come down to, I think, just where
We're not even
team fights
behind,
will
okay?
finally erupt when these teams stop just trading.
We just lost objectives, but
everywhere, as Arrow is looking
nice,
to
nice catch. Faker,
into
nice,
it.
huge,
And I don't
huge,
think this
huge
lead is
Ash
gonna
R,
last very
huge
long.
play.
That
We
is
get him.
T1's first kill. They're holding on to it as best they can.
Let Faker have the kill. Nice.
Gumayushi says, "You
Good job,
do it, mate.
good job, good
Let's
job. Good
allow you
catch,
to
good
stay out of
catch.
this mid-game."
I think that's crucial as well because Chovy has that slight advantage.
Bro,
over
Lens
Faker
was
in terms of
lost.
itemization, so funneling a bit of gold over towards Faker makes him stronger in the side lane, gets him closer to that stride breaker completion. Baron spawning him at 45. I don't think that's going to be a major point of contention this early on, but it adds that extra sense of pressure. We know T1's Barons are famous for both positive and negative reasons.
There's been a fluctuation throughout the years, yeah.
But I think at this World Championship, their Barons have been very good overall, and I think it's something that Gen.G will have to keep track of, especially after their experience against FlyQuest.
Well, Canyon.
He's coming.
Dashing on over. Faker. Able to dash back
Faker's gonna go back on his W. He's gonna ult him. Oh, man.
Gonna lock down Faker, and he is likely to die. The bailout not going to work. And Chovy, yeah, he stopwatches, but now he's looking for even more. Zeus not going to get stunned up here as King didn't have that off cooldown just yet. And Chovy is still smelling blood in the air. Carrying
Okay, this Skarner literally just camped the Yone tether, bro. He's so annoying.
I do agree. I don't think they can actually do this.
No way, bro.
Their damage to Baron, not nearly to what T1 would have, but it's a win when it comes to the immediate play. That's
We still get the turret. Like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, okay?
but if they get like 2 more kills,
it's
they
okay.
can probably look towards more. Instead, it's going to be TP for a kill.
It's okay, it's okay.
Ball going over to Canyon, who finally, I was going to mention, gets his first Heartsteel stacks.
There you
20
go.
minutes into the game.
You'll love to see it.
I will say that I feel that Gen.G started off this game nervous. I felt like that there were some, like, the sense of pressure, the atmosphere, the arena.
Yeah, they fucked up the dive bots like insanely bad. It was so insanely bad.
And we saw some of that in the execution. But now the game's
But
slowed down a little bit.
they're getting their
the map. You can see the
they're getting their fights in.
and the TP
the
execution was the typical Gen.G that we're used to seeing. Really nice collapse from them. They did lose the mid tower, but ultimately Gen.G playing with a lot of control and confidence on the map. Their side lane setups are nice. Their vision control is good. And now again, around the Baron, they're suffocating it. The good news for T1 is that, as you already said, Chronica, they don't have a fast Baron. So T1, even if this Baron does start, we'll have plenty of time to react, even if there's not that much vision, thanks to the Ashy as well.
I think it's actually so interesting talking about lopsided crowds in this matchup especially, because Gen.G are exceptionally used to it.
Guma got executioner calling.
If you look at all of these players just in general, King,
against the Silas and the Renekton.
Where he's favored
Actually, goodbye here.
I don't quite remember when. He won his first LCK title only very, very recently. Chovy going to be fighting against Faker here, but I don't think there's going to be any big result, although good trade there for Faker. Chovy and Lehens got smashed by T1 in their very first final that they made it to. So they're used to it over quite a few years. And Canyon was the first one to figure out how to actually do it, you know, and then became a world champion. So getting over that hurdle has been very important for all of these players.
Yeah, T1 always has the home crowd advantage. It feels like one of the things that they are going to really struggle with, though, particularly with Zeus, I think kind of going, you know, partially AP, partially tank, but even he is not going to be that beefy. If you lose control of the map with this composition, you do have the ability to contest for vision just because you have the Ashe, but
Ziggs got Horizon
really
focus.
Many of the plays that we've seen thus far have just been Gen.G.
The Ziggs actually has damage, man.
Blowing them up with this
and also Ziggs is going anti-heal.
This rivalry goes
against Gragas?
a while back.
It certainly does.
I guess.
It's the dawn of League of Legends.
Faker too. Faker heals.
Because you got to remember that Gen.G, even acquiring all of the accomplishments of the former Samsung roster, right? Like, this goes way, 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 way back.
Yeah, and
back
there were multiple
sister teams.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There were multiple SKTs in the league, multiple Samsung Galaxies in the league as well. Although not necessarily Samsung Galaxy, because it was white back then as well.
Atlas.
But I think we
understand
the reference. I just wanted to make sure I understood the semantics in case someone gets mad.
And ultimately what we're building up to, and the reason why we're focusing on all these things, is because that main course dish is arriving soon. The fourth.
Okay, they're fighting for Dragon.
Starting off, I ordered a banger team fight.
Dragon.
For it to be
what about a T1
the
Baron
T1 Baron, like, so smart. They see that the Dragon is being started.
Are we starting it? We're totally starting it.
Let's see how Gen.G handle this cross-map pressure.
Yep, it's Chovy that's going to make his way over there first. Spotted by a T1 ward, as we can see. And there's a Mega
Is this just a free Baron?
To guarantee that they know exactly what's going on.
They're TPing.
Comes in, and yeah, there is no smite anywhere near this pit. Chovy, can
we
you
get
actually
it.
stop something from happening here? Is this going to be
nice owner? Let's go, let's go, let's go! Okay. We get a pick. He flashes, no flash, Leona. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28, 52. Nice ult, nice ult. We kill Leo, Leo dies, Zeus. Nice, Zeus. Let's go. Huge. Hey, let's go. Give me that Baron. Give me those picks. Bro, Gen.G was not ready. They were not ready. Dude, it's crazy. They have like no vision. They had no vision. Look, where's the wards? They came so late. The Baron's already like 1 HP. They ain't even ready for this. No smite. Skarner is doing dragon.
He stays alive for a lot longer than we were expecting, but it doesn't matter.
Look, Skarner's not even here yet. And Zeus is stunning him, preventing him from pushing.
Gen.G doesn't actually have any damage. Like, Keen is trying.
And for some reason, Leona goes in on Gragas.
And a Renekton that's getting kited away.
The resources are divided on
like, brother, Skarner just gets mowed down.
Such an annoying champion for Renekton to deal with. We talked about the scaling
Well
elements,
played,
you're starting
guys.
to see them come to fruition.
Red
The
Bull
first
Baron
major
power
game where
play.
it's all represented in the gold goes
Thanks,
to
Red Bull.
The soul point did go to
We
Gen.G,
appreciate
and
you,
that's
Red Bull.
something that they are gonna try and hold
T1's
on
looking
to.
good, man. We got the
What
Baron.
can T1
All right, we got the
get
Baron. That's
with
huge.
this Baron?
We have
Bot's
pushing
gonna go
power.
through, but do remember, as long as pace is in the lane,
It doesn't matter
wave clear is still
if they
gonna be
have
very
Ziggs
annoying
with
to
clear
deal
and
with.
all that. We have Baron and
Especially
powered
when
minions.
there's side lanes that are sort of pushing naturally towards Gen.G. He can tidy those up pretty comfortably right now. Gen.G doing a decent job being able to remove these minions. 5 grubs and
That was
Baron,
good.
though.
That was
It's gonna
good.
be very, very
That was
difficult
really
to
good for
stop
us.
T1 from taking these tier 2
Skarner
turrets.
Randuin against the Yone crits and the Ashe crits. Actually, goodbye.
Top side of the map, fighting off against Faker, who's happy to go underneath this turret. It's so much damage.
Damn.
Also coming on through, and so
Look at them
Chobi's gonna be
trades. Look at them
okay.
trades.
This does not bode well. Party cast? No, it wasn't.
This is why I was a little surprised
Did we get
by the
this?
Silas pick,
Nice
because
route.
You kind of don't beat Yone in lane.
Nice job, Faker.
and then
Nice job,
you don't
Faker.
really beat him in a side lane either.
Easy
There's this
tower, easy
sweet
tower.
spot in the mid game where you can maybe get advantages just because your skirmishing power is stronger, but
We're pushing up
right now,
hard with the
Chobi's
Baron right
struggling to
now.
match that of Faker in the side, and T1 putting pressure everywhere. Tier 2 towers secured in top lane. They've transitioned over to mid. Now they have another wave in bot. Gen.G's been dragged over towards the mid lane. That tower's gonna fall.
Nice. Dude, we get 3. Did they get the mid turret? Oh, no. 2 turrets.
3K gold lead now for
Really
T1,
good.
even though
Really, really good.
first
Okay?
minute or so, the Baron
We get the mid turret as well. We have
find
Demolish.
anything.
We have
It's a setup
Demolish.
off towards this
Carry
team.
just pops it.
These Baron plays Kenya.
Nice ult. Nice ult. Okay, okay. It's fine. It's fine. He whisked. Dead. Dead. Huge, huge, huge. Nice pull. Nice route. Ah, good job, guys. Let's go. Dude, you see this? You see this? Brother. Well played, guys. Well played, man.
Into their depths again and again and say thank you very
We just got 3
much.
turrets in a row just like that, and we get a pick on top of it. We got so much. We got so much gold there. So much gold.
With them here on this bottom side of the map.
3
Man,
turrets?
It really just feels like a big
Easy
swing
pick.
back. So much it was give and take in this game.
Nice
Now
stun there,
T1
by the
say
way.
that they're gonna have it all.
The pick
Really nice
potential of
stun
this
by
roster was
Guma.
something we didn't get to talk a lot about, but you can see it clear
Into
as
the
day. Ash
Gragas
arrow into the
ult.
Gragas ultimate makes it so difficult to protect the target that gets
Leona
locked
just
down.
gets, look at that,
Gragas
Leona,
doing
man.
what he can to
Just
try
getting
and catch
mowed
Gamushi
down by the
out, but it's
Ashe.
just not enough. And the game is quickly snowballing in favor of T1.
My goat.
Yeah. Lahen's not feeling too happy about it. You can see the GOAT as well, not celebrating yet. This is game 1. 5,000 gold is the
Already
approaching
celebrate
gold
now.
lead for T1. They have
Dude,
so
even
much
when
map
Faker
control, they
wins,
should be able to
he doesn't
deny the
celebrate.
rest
Like,
of the Dragons.
Faker is just
They get their
calm,
ducks
okay?
in a row as far
That's
as
just his thing.
these lanes are concerned.
He's just
Gen.G
calm.
back out onto the map now, trying to
He
steal
doesn't
away this
celebrate
blue buff, and they
until
will be
the
able to
end.
do so.
Notice on the
Even
map,
in the end, he
though,
doesn't
Faker's
celebrate.
pushing out the top wave. Mid is kind of
He's
been
just like,
sacrificed.
yeah,
No
he's
one's
just
actually
locked in
position
the
to
whole
catch
time,
him.
even
Carrier
after
is
the
one
game.
there to try and hold the wave. Guma's going to have to go the long way round. They've
They
got
stay
the push in
focused.
bot,
They stay
which means that
calm.
Chobi's going to go and answer, but ultimately the river has been conceded. Gen.G have purchased over that area of the map, while Faker's remaining top has the TP available.
Like, here's the thing, right?
Let's see how this one plays out.
This is a very mental game.
Well, is Faker, as we can see, can immediately
If your heartbeat is so fast and you're like celebrating, you tend to like get greedy, you know? You do greedy stuff because you're like popping off. It happens.
Up and available. T1 are ready to fight.
Gen.G can choose to
That's
give
why
this
it's
up.
important to stay locked in.
T1 only have a single dragon, but it looks like they don't want to give him the opportunity, maybe feeling like in the late game they can't match. Gen.G gonna try and go for a Hail Mary here.
Yep, Chobi's got a
They can't, they can't. Nice, nice, nice. We get dragon, we get dragon. Okay, okay. They stun Carrier. Guma's fine, Guma's fine. Guma's auto-attacking for free. Leona no flash, Leona no flash. Does Vi have R? No R, Vi no R. We kill, we kill, we kill. Dead, nice hit Guma. Look, Guma is untouched. We just kill him. We just kill him. I'm telling you, Guma is just locked in, snapping the shit out of them, bro. Look, yeah, Ashe is untouched the entire fight there.
And the final team fight.
That's it. Guma just mowed them down there. Yep. Is it just GG? Is game 1 ours?
The Nexus in their eyes, 30 minutes in.
I don't think it's GG yet. Wait, it might be. 15 seconds. We can. We have Demolish. Dude, I think it's just win. We win. GG. GG. 26-minute win. Huge game one, guys. Huge game one. Well played, well played, well played, well played, well played, well played. Look at Faker. Let me just let me drink some of that real quick. You know, I'm chill. I love this, man.
You have to beat Faker to be the best. You always have to beat Faker to be the best. And they're not quite doing it yet. Faker still remains the GOAT.
Guma mowed them down. Guma mowed them down, brother. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We're looking good, brother. We're looking good. Solid game one. Solid game one. Let's see how the next draft goes, okay? Yeah, that was really good. Heavy is the crown. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Do you guys actually use Opera GX? I hate Opera GX. I'm a Chrome user. Oh, who cares about this?
Browse the collection and choose a mod.
GG's, man.
Open GX Corner and scroll to the Riot section with a brand new co-streaming hub. Set your language and choose a stream.
Oh, look, there's co-streamers.
Only on
I'm a co-streamer, guys. I'm like the least popular co-streamer. It's me, guys. Make sure to check out El Nino stream and hit that follow button. Okay, that was good, chat. That was a good start. Game one looks really good for us. Really good for us there. Okay. I was kind of like Monka S, you know, there were some bad fights in the beginning, but they didn't just like throw, you know? It's not like all their team was dying. They get picks, and I knew that Ashe was gonna pop off with the Ashe ult. There were very good Ashe ults, by the way. Really good Ashe ults. Ashe is untouched. Ashe just go pew 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 pew. And with the Leona, I actually think Genji's Leona is just throwing. Actually. Like, they're going in when they're low, they're getting caught out of position in the Baron pit. I feel like Leona is actually throwing. It's good for us. That was good for us. Very good. We'll see how game 2 goes, okay? He pressed D. He won the game. Nice, guys. Huge. Make them believe, brother. Let's keep it up, yeah? Keep it up, gamers. T1 looks really strong right now, bro. They look really good. It doesn't matter what the stuff that happened early on. They were locked in. The team fights in general were really good. Bro, you know what's crazy? How Gen.G had no idea about the Baron. They were so late for that Baron. I'm actually shocked. And the Skarner prioritized Dragon over Baron Vision in that situation. And like, it's kind of surprising, actually. That Baron was so much easier than I thought it would be for T1 to take. And Skarner is actually in Narnia. Actually in Narnia. No smite. And they're just mowing that Baron down because we literally have a Yone Ashe who's just mowing down Baron with attack speed. That was crazy. Good for us, though. Huge chat. Amazing, 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 amazing. Da 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 da. It's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly. Solid stuff. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Fuck yeah, brother. He's deathless, bro. Da, 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 da. Yeah, this fight, bro. This fight right here. Look at Guma. Guma is just attacking for free. There's 3 of them right here. Look. Auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. They couldn't even kill Zeus. Yeah, Guma absolutely dominated in that one fight there. He dominated all game, but this fight was crucial. Like, what happened in the beginning? Did he get, like... Yeah, the Ashleyana ult, the Gragas the Gragas ult pushed Guma away. It's just attacking for free. And his team, look, that was a really good Faker ult. He got both of them with that. Amazing. Well played, well played, well played. Seriously. Well played, guys. Fuck, I need to refresh. I think it got fucked. I don't want no delay, so I'm gonna refresh just to be absolutely sure. That is the crown. Amazing, amazing. That Baron fight was so good for us. So good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Guma hitting for free. Guma played so well. Guma played so well. Incredible play.
젠지는 정말 강력한 팀이고 저희가 높은 무대에서도 젠지에게 많이 패했었는데 작년에 진동도 좀 비슷한 느낌으로 되게 강한 팀이었지만 이긴 기억이 있기 때문에 저희 구마유시 캐리어 듀오는 세계 최고이기 때문에 당연히 이길 수 있다고 생각합니다.
True. Dude, our bot is just the best.
Yes. Is it going to be a similar story? Well, Gumayushi was on that Ashe.
Yes.
Did really, really well. And I just want to take a minute to talk about this entire first game because as we were watching it, right, we go, this is kind of what you lay out. Gen.G, such a good team, such good macro coming out of that early laning phase, having full control, but you're waiting in trepidation because T1 is clutch. T1's going to do something, and did they?
Man, Guma.
When I think of this game, and when everyone thinks of this game and they're looking back, they're
I feel like Guma was the MVP of that game.
Yeah, why didn't Gen.G?
His ults were really good.
This was a really good call.
And he's mowing people down.
Dragon was taken, Skarner was gone. You need to get the TP.
Guma is the MVP of this.
This ultimate as well was clutch, and that's why it's
Look at free autos.
It was absolutely insane
free damage.
To see just how clean
I think Zeus played really good too.
And then look at the re-engage from Gen.G here. They actually split. So Pays is the big damage still alive. He goes down.
I still like ADCs at bot lane, Halgren. I mean, they're commonly played. It's just, I hate when I see Ziggs and like Seraphine, you know, Seraphine 80 carry. Like, come on, you know. Seraphine 80 carry is so fucking lame.
Over a 5,000 gold Baron power play with that Baron. They got all 3 of the secondary
The Red Bull power play.
And more kills because of Guma's Ashe. Able to hit the arrow on Canyon as he's like standing by the tower for even more gold, and it was just
I just love the ADC sieging towers and overall team fighting. Ziggs is an exception because he has really good wave clear and he has very good turret takedown. It's annoying, but you know, I hate seeing Ziggs ball lane personally.
Something we saw earlier in Swiss, and I'm so happy to see him bring it out again.
Yeah, it was and the Renekton in comparison was kind of useless in conclusion.
Because you remember back to the early game too, the Gragas already showed up. Zeus outplay under tower during the lane swap.
It didn't matter with the Ziggs because Ashe carried.
Canyon was down there taking damage.
Guma the best.
Yeah, really big props to Zeus again on his Gragas.
I have a surprise video for you because someone's in the crowd who wasn't entertained, apparently. Let's take a look. I think maybe they should be scared, but they're not. Oh, did I just tease it and suck it? Look at Alec.
The yawn!
Oh my god. No, what's up with that?
Maybe he was out last night. Who knows?
Oh, partying? Okay, I get it.
He's yawning. He's like,
This is not a replay, by the way. This is consecutive. consecutively. Hey,
oh my god, El, come on.
I also,
Come on, man.
I like how Bin is locked in, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's like,
Bro, they called out the crowd.
That's true, he's studying. He's studying. He's like, I need to pull up the Gragas next time.
Yeah. Let's go back a little bit to the beginning of the game as well, because there
Called
were
out.
times, I guess, that T1 was in a position where they had to clutch it out later because it didn't necessarily go ideal around the Grubs or the Herald.
Yeah, and I think the second Grub fight is the most egregious one, I'll say, because there was really not a lot of reasons for them to fight over this 6th Grub. Obviously, yes, you do want to get that, but they already had
This fight, it wasn't that bad because we didn't lose everybody.
No smite on your jungler. Gen.G have a smite, and you already had that
this
opportunity to
rift.
push in bot because Zayas had TP'd late. So you had a ton of options there for T1, but then we come into the Rift Herald fight as well, and this
Yeah, that was rough.
because you'd already had the double resets coming
These
through
fights
from
were kind of
Gumayusi.
rough. These fights were kind of rough, but the thing is, T1 knows when not to just fully commit and lose more people. They back off. So it's not a complete wipe.
And it completely falls apart for them.
Yeah, I felt like both of them were strange.
Faker had the
because
most damage.
First one, Owner engaged
Huge.
onto the Leona there instead of even actually going for it, and then like you say, Carry is just standing around, and there's a Leona with the
Guma
ult
had
ready,
really
so you
good
have to
damage
expect that
overall,
the attempt
though.
for the pick is going to come through.
He's really vital,
I think the
especially with
big
his
thing coming
ult
out of that
setups.
is I actually did like T1's look in the early lane swap. They seem to really,
Yeah.
really know
They
what
absolutely
want to do.
dominated
They
later.
Use the Gragas pick, to your point, Kobe, where it's so hard to dive a Gragas even super early on. And so going forward,
Dominating.
I'm interested to see what Gen.G do. This was a risk, leaving the Yone pick open, picking the Renekton over the Ashe or something similar. So we'll see.
And that's why I want to keep my eyes on Carrier coming into this game. He was a monster in this early stage, constantly roaming towards Faker, leaving Gumayusi by himself, getting that early control, and Lehens needs to control him. Lehens did not do a good job in the early stages, and now coming into game number 2, he needs to step up big time. He wasn't good in the last series, and now again is struggling against Carrier.
I love it that you give this directive, that you call him out. I mean, it's true because, you know, this is only a game 1 in a best of 5, but every game counts for a reason. You're going in now with more information for T1. You can be happy with what you showed.
Here we go.
Gen.G's
Let's see
gonna
the
be on
draft.
blue side, and
He's
it's
got his
just-
book.
It's a chink in the armor already, and the question is,
He's
can
got
you
his
now fight
notes,
back
the
and make sure
coach.
that they don't get you to your knees?
So exciting. What an exciting
He's
start
like, all right,
to this
guys,
series.
you guys
I
better
mean,
not
an
fuck up the
explosive
Rift
big
Herald. You guys
Baron.
better not fuck up the
Some
Voidlings,
stumbles
and we
at the
just
very
win
beginning of the
easy.
game. But game number 2,
And to that I
we'll
say,
see
damn
the
right.
adjustments as they swap sides.
It will. Atlas, will Gumayusi
Dude, there's 2 people in the back with books.
I don't think so.
2 of them.
I haven't seen anything
There's 2
that's going to
coaches.
prove that's going to happen, so I'm feeling that maybe he'll just cruise through this one as well. We'll see whether the Nexus dies, but I think that's going to go down before Guma does.
Yeah, Atlas is a fan, famously, of small sample sizes, but this we're getting up
Start
there.
D1.
It's 8 games
This is
in a row
becoming
now.
a medium sample size. You know, this is getting real over here right now. So we'll just have to see. I think if T1 are going to win, it is going to be one of those games where they should be able to roll over. But I think that there's going to be a lot of adaptation moving into this.
I don't know if they
Gen
need
select
to.
brought you by Omen and
It'd be cool to see,
HyperX.
though.
As already, Gen.G once again banning away the Xayah here, this time on the blue side.
And
Okay, I
this should
figured
give us a
they
really
would
good
ban that.
indication of how this series is going to look like, because in game 1,
Kalista's
Gen.G were on
always,
red side
like,
and took a lot of
contested,
risks.
man.
If T1 is able to get a 2-0 lead, breaking them on red side as well,
Looking
it's going
pissed.
to be so much harder to fight back. Going to have to be a really big pivot. As the
I'd be
small,
pissed
even
too
with the
if
Yone
I
not
just
being in the game,
literally
is taken
threw
away.
Baron because I'm doing Dragon. That's really bad.
Gumayusi's pool at this World Championship is pretty much those AD carries on his
I think they're locked in though.
We've seen him play Caitlyn, we've seen him play Draven, but Ezreal and Kai'Sa, the usual de facto go-to meta AD carries that we're seeing often, are not his priority. The question
Like, the way they
becomes,
played
when
Baron there
Ziggs
was so
falls
bad.
The totem pole, because we saw how effective
Okay,
it was for Paige
they picked
in
Skarner
building the
again.
stall out the game. Is that something that T1
Another
want to try and
Skarner,
prioritize?
man.
If they do, what
Who
do they
would've
then put
thought?
mid lane to complement?
And I was going to say, this Skarner pick does seem to make a bit of sense based on how much Kenyon has wanted to play it. The amount of success,
Yeah, he always
though,
picks
isn't
it, man.
necessarily giving us a lot of joy. But what's the other option?
Caitlyn! Kindred! Kindred!
Gumayusi, well, I mean, of course, he's going to pick a lane on an AD carry. And the lane swap,
Kindred.
I debate how effective it is.
Okay,
The biggest
okay,
surprise
they're
to me is
cooking,
the
they're cooking.
Kindred coming out from Owner as an answer
They're
into
cooking.
the Skarner.
That's some shades of 2022. That
Dude,
I'm
Caitlyn is
seeing
awesome,
with
man.
DK
That's a really
and
good pick.
Kindred. And do know Nidalee this time around was not bad.
Kindred, brother.
And that is something that Canyon, we saw even in the series against FlyQuest, has very
Trophy picked Ahri.
heavily relied upon. And Gen.G, the Jax, obviously a good adaptation.
Pick Faker's champion.
Connecting didn't really hit last time around. Is available this time.
Pick LeBlanc, Faker. Pick LB. Pick LB. LB. Ori.
Ahri thus far hasn't really sparked
LB Ori. I don't think I picked Ori against Ahri though.
Counter pick, but that's not really how the games have played out.
Okay, we got Braum. They're gonna swap.
If they wanted Gragas again, they had to take it right there. Gragas, decent matchup into the
I think like LB is good.
Kindred, you kind of want to get
This is Sarna Jax. Yeah.
off your Lamb's respite to get the
I just want to see Faker play it, I guess. I don't know. I just love watching him on LB. He's crazy.
Be just the power lane here for both Gumayusi and Keria, but they're going to need some engage from somewhere.
I mean, so the Lulu ban.
Who would Faker pick here?
But the logic is
Yasuo?
mainly Lulu's very good into Braum, and there's the realistic possibility of Pays. When we've already seen Twitch,
He plays.
I'm expecting Twitch in this.
Ooh, Azir.
Hyper carry to pair up alongside of Lulu.
Do we see an
could be
Azir?
An effective answer. So that's going to be taken away.
Galio banned. Okay, they picked Galio off Faker, by the way. And they picked his Ahri.
Combo coming out from T1. Bit of an old school, but definitely a classic. That respect, along with the Renata now taking.
Wait, did I play LB?
Yeah, gives them some engage options as well.
When did I do that?
Goes off the board as much as possible, as there is the
I haven't played her.
as well from T1's side. Of course, another option that's pretty good into the Braum.
Saw it as well in the BLG series, obviously in that game 4. Hanwha versus BLG.
You saw on Discord?
A lot of shenanigans happening with that. Galio.
No.
Gragas, I do agree with you, Atlas. Seems like a no-brainer, but that is not going to get taken away. That is good into Jax. Zeus just came off of a great game off of it, and it synergizes really well
No,
with that Kindred.
I didn't play her.
Maybe Gen.G has a plan into it, or something like that, because you could imagine that they do have it pretty fresh in their mind, that is a likely pickup. The Maokai.
Are you sure it was LB?
Though, that could be the support option or a top option.
We saw that from.
No, it's not going to be support. I don't think
Maokai.
jungle is going to quite be happening here.
Why am I blanking? It was Bree. Bree this week. I saw it from yesterday. Yeah. I think it's
Am I
pretty
hacked?
good to the Jax, in all honesty, and you get so tanky. I don't love Maokai as an engage, just because it's so slow and it's very slow. Sorry, slow. I said that twice. It
is slow, and possibly slow
yes,
as well.
Exactly.
Play Jinx.
I'm fascinated as to how they're going to round this draft out. You're expecting some sort of
Vayne.
AP mage to come through. Gen.G kind of sticking to this idea of diving with Ahri, Kai'Sa.
Yeah.
Give me the Blitzcrank. Do it, Lance. Don't be scared.
No, I imagine it's going to be something like the Rel or the Leona.
Rel makes a lot of sense. So they're effectively playing full dive into Braum, Kindred, and Maokai.
Maokai.
They are. That does not
Rel?
sound great. If you are Gen.G, and I got to give credit to T1, I think Gen.G does far.
Silas. I figured it was gonna be a Silas pick. We can steal Ahri dashes. We can steal Skarner ult. That's really good.
Individual champions, they've just not looked that good. And Keen on Jax, that's great. But Canyon on Skarner, Chovy's, Ahri, and Pays even going.
I see what you mean by LB. I never played LB.
Able to have the performance that I think you ideally would be looking for.
I played Nocturne, Elise, Shen on EUS.
For T1. I think the only thing that you lack is engage.
Yeah, no LB.
Engage. And your ability to be, if you're first in an objective, to deny any area access is out of this world.
I'm also kind of surprised because when we see 380,
Okay. We have Silas. We have Silas. That's a really nice pick.
And it feels like that they haven't really provided a good response to this Caitlyn. I guess the idea is that they get their hands.
Yeah, I figured it'd be Silas actually. I mean, it's so highly contested.
I think your point is so potent in this game about you are.
Yeah, this is League of Legends. It's it can be quite complex watching it because if you don't know it, it's really confusing.
Engage is very low. It's not the
Yeah, it's very good against Ahri. We have the stealing the Ahri ult for the mobility. That's really good.
But I think T1 have cooked. And
Yeah, and
I
Skarner.
like the dish that they prepared.
Yeah, no, I would agree. And I think that not having a lot of engage only matters if you lose the range battle. But I think they're doing okay in that regard.
That's true.
When that sort of is one of the concerns. And when you can throw saplings around to get as much information as possible, I mean, Zeus should be able to just face check anything that he would like later into the game because he's going to be a walking fortress. I think that once again, T1 are coming out of a draft looking really, really good. And this time it's on the red side. And Gen.G
here we go.
might need to start getting nervous unless they can find some angles. But it is now time to get on the red.
Dude, we have Kindred. Okay? We have Kindred. That is hype.
Zone control. Caitlyn traps.
Guma's on the Caitlyn.
As you highlighted. you said that Zeus could pretty much face check into anyone, right? Because, you know, he's
Gen.G against Maokai.
Saplings, a lot of safety.
I don't know. We'll see. They both have grasp.
That is a horrifying thing.
So they both have
face
sustain.
into. And the problem is that even if Gen.G is first on an objective,
so does Maokai though. He has his passive auto attack. If you guys don't know his passive, here it is. His basic attack heals him, and it does damage.
I'm going to be fascinated to see how Gen.G navigate their way through that. I think
so Maokai passive is really good for sustaining.
So important for them.
Chovy's gonna have to have
Jax has Doran Shield and Grasp, so that's his way of sustaining.
As we can see.
Does he have second wind?
He does love Grasp.
It's just another like.
Yeah, he has second wind. He should be fine.
Chovy needs to do a good job. I also think that
he has second wind as well for poke from saplings.
Able to get the shove, but the problem is you don't really want to 2v2 as Kaisarel into the Cade Brom. So you're incentivized to lane swap so that your bot lane can survive, but also you kind of want the Jax to match the Maokai, because Maokai early doesn't really get to do a whole lot. It looks like it is actually T1 that is going for the swap here initially, playing
interesting
2v2 mid.
Grasp Ari. I guess he's not looking for electrocute burst on Silas because Silas can sustain a lot with percentage missing HP healing. He's got overgrowth. Scorch is a good pick against melee. I think it's fine. It's very different, but it should be fine.
Knowing that, hey, if I get one more minion, I'll level.
He's looking to sustain the lane. If he wants to go for burst, if he wants to kill him, he would have went electrocute. But I don't think he's going for kills. Oh, nice pick as he's returning to lane. Wow.
Level 2 only. Level 1 for Carrier. He's burning down. He's dead. That is going to be first blood going over to Canyon.
That fucking sucks.
Because Zeus now finds himself in a whole lot of trouble.
They're going to 4-man dive him. Oh, Zeus. Zeus. Dude, that's too many people diving.
He's able to dodge the turret shot. There's a couple more autos are needed.
It's just too many, man.
They navigate the dive.
Game number 1, the dive a disaster. Game number 2 puts Gen.G back on the right track. A kill for Pace and so many resources for T1 going to waste.
I mean, that
sucks.
Perfect execution from Gen.G.
Well played by Gen.G there, though. Well played.
From Carrier.
That was a good catch on Carrier. As he's coming back to lane, they just 4-man fucking.
The tower aggro phenomenally. This is the Gen.G
that's annoying. That's annoying.
And this is exactly the Gen.G that we need to see in this game if we want it to get to a best of 3.
Which we do.
They have to start early if they want to get some of these advantages. You already said that.
I love the Zari skin, by the way.
How fights are going to go later on in the game, and it's not very fun if you're not on T1. So Gen.G, they have to be able to snowball this forward. We'll see what they can do because it's not over yet. They need to get more leads.
Canyon is quite far behind in terms of camps, is the biggest downside for Gen.G. You'll notice that he's only managed to get through his bot side. Oh, flash.
He flashed it.
From I say again, I mean, he didn't get a chance to flash earlier, but Canyon putting pressure down, I should say, onto Carrier once again, as Faker going to be zoned away from what farm he can. He's doing a pretty good job so far in the mid lane matchup. But
Faker's skin against Faker.
Shade of blue.
Just
it is indeed.
Let him know.
Gen.G finding a bunch of advantages. Excellent use of the word suave as well. Speaking of which, so was that just escape from Canyon. Decides, nope, I would prefer not to do this.
Canyon, one of the most often heard pieces of criticism for this player, which also ties into his strength, which is mid to late.
But how do they play around it?
Performances is that he's not doing enough.
Like, I guess you need backup, but once they caught Carrier, it was kind of fucked.
At 16 CS, but because of the early kill,
like 4-man dive, they just manage aggro. It's hard.
Should be able to very quickly catch back up in experience, and when it comes to the gold, he is still
like one person takes turret shots, they leave. Another person takes turret shots, they leave. It's like they're organized. They manage the turret aggro very well. It's difficult. Even with Zeus, who's like
we've seen him do so many times, and T1
he's pretty tanky still, even in the early game.
To our viewers who aren't as familiar with a format, overlay, I should say. You can keep track of the kindred stacks on the right-hand side of your screen. You can see that underneath the flash, and same for any of the stacking champions, which we don't have in this game. But
yeah, Smolder was banned. Yeah.
Owner actually doing a decent job if we're going to compare Kindred performances that we've seen this Worlds. I think he is currently 13 minutes early.
I mean, you do kind of pull 4 people a bot, but yeah, cool. I don't know.
And Sho didn't even need that to win the game. So That says
Marks
something.
are overrated.
Yeah, we are really snowballing on the marks. If he keeps this one up, it could be
Relatively
completely
speaking.
ridiculous. Yeah, exactly.
Now Pays has transitioned to the top side of the Rift. Guma's actually been moved over to mid. Zeus does not have the TP available. Faker has TP to top. I wonder if T1 is going to try and contest these grubs, but Faker setting up a trap.
Faker's chilling.
You've got Owner moving on over as well. Does get seen on that control.
Get him.
Finally, Pays gets that information. Has to
No
use the ulti.
flash.
Chainstone land because
7,
the
8, 9, 10, 11.
has to come out, and
11,
Pays is gonna help
12.
now with these
Kaisa
grubs,
flash.
But that is not a lot of extra power here for Gen.G. Losing that flash, really important.
Pays staying alive is crucial there. Otherwise,
Potential
if they get
future
that
kill on
T1
Kaisa.
can then immediately collapse. You saw the rest of the members actually making their way over, but instead it's a big win for
This
Gen.G. They get
Jax.
the grubs, and as mentioned,
He just wanted that plate.
the Maokai is always going to have.
What's the damage looking like?
Oh, Faker.
Oh shit.
In some trouble here as Lahen's moving on over, finds a shattering strike. Ulti available here as Faker decides to go down, but Canyon's there to meet him. Faker now trying to change positions, but the plasma is stacked, and Pays is going to get some revenge.
And Lahen's to reposition there to deny the ability for Faker to ult out with that Kaisa ult.
And on top of that, Canyon using his E, not onto Faker, but in his flash path, meaning that he had nowhere to go.
Faker had flash, but he didn't use it there.
And they funnel that
He didn't use it to go over the wall to Owner. I think he just realized like he can't survive.
An 800 gold lead
So he
for
didn't
him.
flash maybe.
And Gen.G came out the gate swinging here in game 2.
And he's got some compound interest. That Crow is ticking away. Gonna even further bolster the gold
Okay,
lead.
bit rough early game, bit rough.
I think very clearly been Lahenza's impact in game 1 versus game 2, and then the inverse, Carry on the Braum. It's just
Hex
not really the
flash.
same type of champion.
Lahen's possibly looking for a little bit more here, but level 4, as is Carrier. The 80 carries that now actually have some levels in them, as we can see here. Some Berserker's Greaves done for Gumayushi. There's a bit of a battle towards the bottom side of the map. Zayas could be in trouble.
It's okay, Owner is coming, Owner is coming, Owner is coming. Owner has ult, Owner has ult, Owner has ult. It'll be fine. They don't kill him, they don't kill him. Even if they tried. We have Kindred ult. Nice.
Now looking for an opportunity here, but Kane looks like he's out. Canyon now the one moving forward, but Owner is continuing these autos. The Dance of Arrows can get him in range as they get the Bramble Smash to slow Canyon down.
Nice flash, huge flash.
Beautifully. Counter strike for this Canyon on about 1 health, and Owner cannot dive the turret.
Man, he's so low.
Canyon holds onto his flash.
Well played on the flash, by the way. By Owner, that was a good flash. He was gonna get frickin' Skarner ulted right there.
On the side of Gen.G about whether or not they wanted to commit to the play, but then when they finally decided to, Owner was like, all right, fine.
We had ult the entire time as well. Is Kindred with Conqueror, by the way?
Kindred early on in
Let me double check.
No kill ends up dropping for either side, and Keen's able to catch this
Yeah,
massive
Conqueror.
top wave as well.
In the picture, also, we were distracted by what was happening, but Chovy actually forced.
I thought he would go lethal tempo, but I think Conqueror is actually a good pick.
For an offensive ult play. Got that
So he wants to go for extended trades.
T1 for a possible contest on these grubs.
To make use of the Conqueror.
Trying to deny the Jack 6 grubs, definitely something that you want to do, but 2 crucial summoners now no longer going to be available. Keen also had to invest his flash, but Canyon still has his.
Yep. And one thing I want to draw everyone's attention to is the fact is something that we've spoken about earlier. It's a 2,000 gold lead here for Gen.G. It has to be.
It's fine.
The way team fights are going to work later in the game should be able to favor T1 if they don't fall too far behind.
It depends.
Right now, I think that Gen.G are on pace for trying to create a snowball.
It depends, like why would it favor T1 every fight? I mean, they have Skarner, he's fucking terrifying.
As much as they possibly can. First Dragon certainly going to help out with that.
Well, we do have Kindred ult at least.
Be an Infernal. And Gen.G just have to keep their foot on the gas.
I mean, I think it's important to realize that kind of on paper, Gen.G's comp is easier to execute because it's just go forward.
Yeah.
Right? Press
go
R,
in and
engage.
kill.
Yeah, exactly. So T1 in the fights, we talked about all these tools that they have, but execution is key. Patience, cutting backwards, leveraging your range, being able to sort of circumvent your way around all of the engage that Gen.G's going to have. So if they get a lead, it becomes even harder to do that, and it can look even more dominating when Gen.G is just forcing all of these plays.
Yeah, the fact that 2 out of the 3 kills are on Pays as well is something that could be worrying because yes, there's a range advantage for T1, but that reposition from the killer instinct can really allow
They're not that
Gen.G,
ahead.
if Pays is really strong in this game, to just clean up any situation where they can get a foothold So things could go from bad to worse very, very quickly. That's getting ahead of ourselves, though. Let's have a look at how this mid-game is going to unfold. As already Canyon getting to work, trying to lock down 6 of these grubs on vision right now, but we can see there's Kindred in the bottom lane, so it's not likely that a contest is going to work out.
And this all comes from Chovy's prio in mid. This time around actually is able to have that very oppressive laning phase, and Faker just has to catch the wave, so I think T1 make the right call.
It's okay.
Don't try to fight that. Instead, try to look for the cross map. Gen.G with Paze and Lands arriving will be fine. Also want to highlight Owner now on 2 marks, found one on the Grump in top sides. But Owner, who I think was by far the most consistent member of T1 in summer, had a little bit of a dip in playoffs, but then has been exceptional once again. When you think of his best champions, they're champions with really high impact, but not necessarily the carries.
Okay, and this Jag in 3 minutes.
From last year.
3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes.
Back a very long way, right? It was when he was making his names on picks like Graves. Yeah. You really remember him being able to carry from the jungle role. It's not something he's a stranger to. This is maybe something he's a bit rusty on.
It's just not something, like it's not about whether or not Owner can do it, but it's about how T1 as a team functions and has over the last couple of years.
I will say that when you look at this T1 draft, it definitely isn't typical T1. Like, seeing Zeus play a full-on tank is not something that we often get to see.
Yeah.
Carrier, I always think of his
I mean, I've seen him play tank before,
he's
though.
The flashy playmaker. When he's on Braum,
we remember it, but not with a great look in our eye, you know?
So I will say that, like, this T1 composition is definitely a bit of a difference from what we normally see from them. And while we didn't see the best version of Gen.G in Game 1, you have to wonder if T1 also trying something different out on the red side to see if they can catch Gen.G off guard. So far in the early game, Gen.G have been outperforming them in terms of the lane swap and punishing them on the side lanes. We'll see how things transition as we get into the mid game and these.
Gotta watch out for the Skarner R.
Yep, I think Gumayusi's position
should be fine though.
Extremely important, and the way Owner plays around the rest of his team to try and maximize these marks. Shun got to 4 stacks of the Kindred mark at 28 minutes and 42 seconds. See whether Owner can get a little bit higher than that, because it's the next few that are going to be the most important. Of course, remember, guys,
they're getting rid of their
that's
vision.
When you get the big old range boost, and you're feeling really good about it. But Gen.G right now utilizing.
Are we gonna fight this?
To smash down this turret.
I mean, Guma's not here yet.
Yeah, T1 just didn't even really start.
It's also the biggest boost, and it's the only one that's actually essential.
Alright, we lost our.
Nice, but
yeah,
particularly
get stunned.
Yeah, possible catch here onto Carrier once again. He shows them the door, but Pace says no. I'm not going to get caught by that one. One more auto attack.
Nice Kindred ult. Nice, 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 nice.
Save Carrier. He actually walks out. So
well played on the save, brother. Good save, good save.
The aggression there from Gen.G.
Oh man, they're really locking down Carrier.
Getting away to safety, but Carrier very close to losing his life, and you can see how much control Gen.G have.
That's a good trade.
That bottom side is just littered with wards, and it just goes to show the way in which they set up the pressure onto
RBQ can now clear all the caster minions with 1 Q.
And then they converted it into an easy objective setup. All of
they're at that stage now.
Gone the way of Gen.G, and now
so they have good lane shoving power
ready for the Rift Herald.
with the Ahri.
The thing that I'm looking at is still just going to be Owner. As this game goes on, you can see he's got a gigantic lead as far as farm is concerned, but it is still.
Hey, he's going haunting guys. Oblivion against the Silas. Did he buy Oblivion first item or second item?
But it is very, very slight. And Owner is
first item. He bought Oblivion.
Proponent of where the damage is going to come from in this game from T1. And as that range increases, his lethality will increase as well. Not the stat, just in general. It's an awkward word to use in League of Legends. I apologize, but that's going to be Rift Herald going on over to Gen.G as well. A monopoly on these objectives so far in this game as Carrier's flashing on over.
Flash Q.
Shattering strike and a
does he have flash? No, he does, but he doesn't use it. He's dead. Good pick. Good pick, good pick, good pick.
First kill of the game.
Really nicely done there by T1. So Gen.G started up the Herald as a hold that thought we might have a collapse imminent here.
Yeah,
Makai ult coming through. Okay, pushes them away.
But Gen.G, they just exit. They just
leave.
The move to the left. I like the approach.
Not too bothered there. Keen will get the turret though. But T1 there identified we can't really fight for the Herald. And Chovy was alone in bot lane. So they read the play. Lahen's actually trying to cover for Chovy, but gets caught mid-rotation. It's going to be the Grubs and the Herald going over the Gen.G, but the second Dragon of the game.
Oh, okay. He just wanders on.
Are you fucking kidding me?
At least get that Faker
What?
also taking the outer turret on the bottom side, but that is so big. And now it's a Kex Soul.
Man.
Ona didn't have smite.
He didn't have smite.
The only way that Canyon knew was because he saw the W from Pays go over the
It's
wall.
on cooldown.
He saw the HP. It didn't get smited, and so he's like, wait, I think there's an angle
Something's
here.
fishy.
Yeah,
Are
so
you-
he just went for it. Beautiful play
Are
from
you kidding me
Canyon.
right
Great
now?
read from
I'm
him.
sad.
The Herald gets dropped in mid, and the player that we
Fuck.
haven't talked about, but is getting monstrous.
That's not good.
Is keen in
That's
the
not
top
good.
lane. He secured
I think he just thought it was a free dragon and he didn't need smite, but that's like so risky. Like you need smite there.
And we talked about it in the draft, right?
I mean, I get it was almost up, but like it wasn't up, you know. There's probably like 10 seconds left on smite or something
Maokai's just going to do his best to hold him off.
before he could smite it, but it was just too late. That's bad.
And tries to bide their time.
That's
But
really bad.
As the game stands right now, it is not looking good because this snowball is a rolling. Gen.G are capitalizing, but it's only 2.5k, something like that as far as gold lead is concerned. 6 grubs and 2 dragons are what they get for it, though,
Bit of a
which
misplay.
is still very, very valuable, especially with the soul being this hex tech.
I guess he just thought he could just get it for free.
And it was a weird moment because it felt like Gen.G was aware
But
of it.
I don't know,
yet
it
still
wasn't
underestimated
that
it.
free.
It brought them back in the game, and I think they're going to need a similar moment here
That's
because,
bad.
as mentioned, this composition is really going to struggle as long as Gen.G has that map control. Gen.G is now the one that
Already
keeps
got
shoving out
Leandri.
the waves, keep having Prio on the vision, and it is quite hard
Got
for
the
T1
damage
to
over
find a
time.
good snap engage. They have a ton of CC once you actually get on top of them, but you don't have something like the Rel, like the Leona, like the Vi to really start off a team fight when Gen.G isn't ready.
Well, we talked about how Gen.G, if they start off an objective, T1 actually have a lot of ways to gain access.
That's
onto the
about to be
objective, even
a
if they don't have
Herald's
the best
patch.
engage, simply due to the fact that they have a Caitlyn.
I don't know what
plus
patch
the
this is
ultimate.
on.
But ideally,
I'll check.
they're on the objective first.
Patch.
They have position with the Caitlyn traps. They're forcing the enemy to
14.18.
face check into their Braum, into their saplings.
This is patch 14.18. Is current patch 14.18? What's current patch?
This early game, they have a 3k gold lead. They're playing around their side lanes incredibly well. They've got a 4-1 setup.
If
right
14.18
now.
is current patch,
Faker's in
then
top lane catching another wave.
whatever collector is what it
Very
is.
methodically suffocating T1 out of the map.
Yep, pulling them around, as you can see, moving over towards his inner turret in the mid lane. Ace in the hole does go down, fair bit of damage onto Lehens. Decent knock up there, but Carrier had to invest the ultimate just to get them away from this turret. It's just Gen.G trading up at this point in the game.
40.21, okay.
The turret stands though. Main thing for T1
So it's before
is
that.
to not lose too much of that map control. You see them still moving around as a 5-man unit, maybe looking for some stragglers. Looking at the item finishes though.
Yeah, it's
because
BF
of the
sword.
gold leads afforded to Gen.G. Pays already on 2 items.
He
and
bought
let's not
BF
forget
sword,
this Kai'Sa.
long sword.
It's only going to get worse from free
collector.
free items onwards. When you get your revolves, when you're able to be a threat both as a poke champion as
Yep.
well as when you dive into the backline. As you mentioned, Fetty, I actually think there's a small window where the Maokai is like tanky enough to kind of deal with the Jax.
Sure.
But once Triforce is done, it gets a whole lot harder. And in a team fight, he'll be able to, but in the side lane,
Yeah, it's like
getting to matches is
Dirk
gonna
now,
be very,
right?
very hard.
And we need to talk about our Mercedes-Benz feature.
Or is
matchup.
it?
You
I
mentioned
don't
it
know.
already on the Pays side, but Gumayushi is about to hit that trough. This is where he's going to have to dig deep and make sure he continues on that streak of his, because Infinity Edge is necessary.
Yeah,
that 2-item
Dirk.
spike, it feels better than it used to, but definitely wants 3 items, 4 items, needs armor penetration, Infinity Edge, and then he feels a whole lot better. It doesn't get better all that soon here for T1 in this game.
What you see though, T1 have been in this position before. They're trying to look for these small catches inside as Zeus could be in big trouble here.
No, he's fine.
In position, actually a bit
Has
lazy.
not enough damage.
He's fine.
Not going to actually spot him. So yeah, Canyon versus Zeus would take a while, to say the least.
So right now, T1, I wonder if they even feel strong enough to contest the next dragon. They're setting up on the top side of the map. Vision is spotting them out.
It's okay, it's
completely.
okay.
Zona is
We still
walking
win
over
this,
walls
okay?
right now.
It's
Gonna
still
clear those
winnable.
out. Chovy respects the fact that he is on the
It's a
weak
bit rough
side of
early
the
game,
map
but it's
as Lehens
okay.
makes his way up towards the top
It's all right.
side.
My
Keen
boys know
continues
what they
to
gotta
push in
do.
the bot wave. It looks like he's heading towards a Starak second, which to me, that's kind of the break point for Jax when he's got the Trinity Force and the Starax. He just becomes this really difficult to kill bruiser.
Yep, and I was
Yeah,
actually
he's
going
gonna
to
get
say, if
stuck.
this was the Infinity Edge back for Gumayushi, then maybe there's an opportunity somewhere. He's not quite there, sitting on the
Baron's
pickaxe
up,
and
Baron's
the
up,
BF
Baron's
sword.
up.
The Baron is about to spawn. 10 seconds until that dragon is good sidestep there from Lehens. was just going to be some support combat.
This is Gen.G dealing with the fallout and trauma of last game. Look at the amount of vision control set up as they are heading towards this for a dragon. This time around, no opportunity. And T1's Baron damage is so much worse. Last time they had
they get 3 dragons now.
Quick Baron. This time
next one is a soul.
Yep. T1 not
Sag.
going to be able to get on over there. I think as soon as everyone saw that those timers were matched up, they were like, oh, T1's going to try for it. Gen.G, of course, saw as well, and so they were able to stop that one from happening, only investing the limited resources to lock down Soul Point for themselves, continuing that monopoly on the neutral objectives, and this is really looking good for Gen.G here in game number 2, which, if you're a fan of 5-game series, is pretty good.
It's, I mean, if you're ever interested in getting into super high-level league, both of these teams showcase through game 1 and game 2 how important the early game can be and how effectively you can snowball from that point depending on the strengths of your champions, because both teams have throughout this series demonstrated an effective way of how to play through that strength and snowball effectively. It's been a beauty to watch. It is a low kill game, but the map control, the decisions that Gen.G have made, the tactical decisions and the execution has been near flawless, and it's resulted in a 3K
man, they got good vision.
Many have credited one of Gen.G's current coaching staff for being one of the original.
T1's got good vision around like the edge of Baron there. And they have a pink ward. This Baron's gonna be crucial.
Go back, watch.
It's gonna be the decider.
I mean, Europe is very fond of when they nerf that. Okay,
Yeah, let's have a conversation about control wards and how much they're bought and stuff like that. I think that's a good idea.
And knowing T1, what they're going to look for now is a...
There's 2 control wards on Ahri, 2 control wards on Skarner.
Followed by an immediate fight and an immediate
Dude,
collapse.
they
have dispatched of many teams when they were feeling like
they have it in case their control ward gets destroyed.
Generally, Gen.G doesn't really bite. They just let you play it out, keep their
They don't have vision on Baron.
It's the way they love to play, particularly when they are looking great on their carries, like in this game.
Crucially, T1's waiting for those spikes, and I believe
destroy.
Guma's about 200.
Yeah, Chovy's gonna destroy all those wards.
So he needs another wave. He's waiting for that wave to be pushed in. The question is, can it? Well,
Yep.
he's going to get it in time because the next dragon's in 3 minutes, and I feel like Gen.G is not the time to just sporadically force this Baron. Now, I mean, they could. It's a great window for them to do it, but Malignance is almost done for Chovy. I imagine he wants to get that finished before anything comes through. The Sun and Sky actually going to be the itemization from Keen, also something we've been seeing from him, and then it goes into the Zhonya's third, which is also a very effective tool. So a lot of damage for this Jax in a side lane. Does make him a little squishier. So
feels like the 1v1 build.
Yeah.
Not going for that Sterg. So Keen got
also
to be
big
mid-ing.
murder AD carry build.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And there is a couple of those.
Yes.
So it's got some options.
It's also the role kind of changes, because in longer fights, if you can get the
Pretty neutral so far, pretty neutral. This next fight's gonna be a big fight.
If he does get focused with Sterg,
It's gonna be the decider, for sure.
Really rough situations.
Chovy got Malignance. Huge for him. It's really good on Ahri because of the dashes and how often Ahri's ult is up. So Malignance is a big power spike for Ahri.
But for the AD carries, it's going to be quite tough.
I think Pays might be mega close to his Nashes. Does he have it yet?
He does. Now Carrier gonna have to flash. Get out of the way of Canyon.
Better to flash than to get caught. Good flash.
Be important moving forward, because we know that Carrier loves to play engage Braum. We don't like looking at it necessarily. It's
not great.
Now's not the time to get caught. Let me tell you that.
So Gen.G, they have so much control of the tempo of this game. As Lahan's gonna have to crash away from this one. T1 just attempting to bully them out of the river. Canyon moves on over and says no.
Item-wise, we're about as good as we're going to get, right? Both these teams should sit there and say, all right, Guma would love another item. He's not getting it. The Soul is spawning in about a minute's time. There will be nothing that he can buy in that window to be able to really be much stronger.
Maokai's bot side.
T1's not buying it.
What is Zeus
They're like,
up to?
you're not going for this.
Well, we'll see what they can actually get done.
Do they have
here.
TP?
Carrier blowing up like a balloon.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
They were not doing it.
No. They did not want to, and now Gen.G might be able to just head over towards this Baron and try and take that one down. Chovy still with that Spirit Rush running. Faker able to dodge out of the way.
Are we gonna fight 4v5?
Oh god, this flank angle is absolutely terrifying. Of course, all of the things about T1's team fight still kind of stand. But
This looks really bad for T1 right now. Like, we're 4v5.
We'll see what they're able to do here.
We have to commit to this because we need
Does
the.
manage to stun up Canyon. He can get over that wall pretty comfortably. As now they've just
This isn't gonna work. Like,
takes the kill. And T1,
it's just not gonna work.
But Gen.G don't want to go there. As now Ona trying to dash back.
Can we kill
says,
Jax?
No, I'm gonna buy time for my teammates as Carrier comes over. The Winter's Bite does nothing, and Keen, he just wants to fight again. They'll take the Baron.
Nah.
And Keen gets back into position. And now Canyon is just crashing into them. The two-man impale as well. And Gen.G will destroy the Baron, destroy the team fight. And I think they're looking for the game. Gumayushi is not going to stay undying.
I love Carrier, by the way, but like he really played off this game. But also Owner with the dragon play, like.
One by one, the objectives follow. Gen.G.
Carrier plays way better than this. I know he plays way better than this, but he keeps getting caught.
The Nexus might not fall, but this game really should be over. Baron here for Gen.G. Hextech Soul on top of it.
Man.
And
that's really bad for us.
We all wanted. Oh yeah, and this is beautiful execution of this draft as well from Gen.G, start to finish. As you can see,
it was bad right from the start. Like, we're 4.
They knew if they let this Baron go, they're just going to slowly but surely lose the game.
What's crucial here is Gen.G giving absolutely no window to flip the game. With Kindred in particular,
Braum was on the way with Hextech Gate, but
and we see that he is just being.
I think so, DJ. I think so. Like Gen.G, this game looks way more confident. I feel they look more confident. All the mistakes they did in game 1, they're really playing better this time. Like they're not throwing Baron.
And the problem is when you lose
like they're actually getting good vision.
You lose a crucial part of your front line. So there's no way for them to approach.
He's stressed out, man. Always fantastic to check out the Gen.G coaching stuff, but like you say, once again back in position. Keen with the counter strike now on cooldown, but Gumayushi, oh my god, that was insane damage. We've also now got a Seeker's Arm Guard on Pays. They really want to finish this game right here.
Fuck, we lost, guys.
Seeker gonna connect. And Zap onto that Caitlyn. They can't walk up. Like, how are they supposed to stop this freight train from crashing into their base?
Can't.
Gen.G have taken 2
They're tanky as shit.
in a matter of seconds. It's a 10,000 gold lead plus.
And they have Baron.
Here with this Hextech Soul and T1 once again throwing out some grasping nature.
Nice Makai R.
Behind their tank, and it is absolutely
Faker stole Ariel. Kai'Sa's dashing in. Zeus is low. Zeus is low, yeah. Nah.
T1's composition, but in practice,
we lost.
the way in which Gen.G executed the lane swap.
Okay, it's only game 2, guys. It's only game 2. It's fine.
They just dismantled them from
that was.
To finish. Objective
they were looking really off that game, man.
I mean, this is the series that we want.
Yeah, this is what we wanted.
And the impact of Lahens night and day between that game.
They were looking really off.
Whichever support is going to have more impact is going to keep looking better and better in this series.
And what this series has so far been about is execution of your game plan from the draft. And so far it's been beautiful.
Boys,
for both winners.
you got this.
Time
Don't
for us to
worry.
go to a break. When we get back, we'll see what they have cooked for us in game 3.
It's okay, chat. I love you, Guma. Guma's gonna pop off, man. His Ashe is crazy. Like, I swear to God, like, they just need to get a good setup for Guma. He pops off like crazy. Guma is just the king of popping off. It's okay, it's okay. It's alright. This is a hard game, man. It was so hard. We were just lacking objectives like crazy. We're lacking vision. We lost Carrier so... Like, we just keep losing Carrier. We keep losing Carrier, man. Carrier will play better. He's the god support. That Katarina? It is. New skins. It's okay, guys. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We win! We win! We win, okay? Like, my boy Faker now is gonna pop off. Bro, I wonder who Faker's gonna play this time, though. Maybe he gets Ahri pick. Maybe he gets the Ahri pick. Maybe he gets Azir. Yeah, I haven't seen him play Azir in a while though. They banned his Galio, they picked his Ahri, and then he picked Silas. Like, holy shit, dude. I want to see who Guma plays as well. Like, Guma's a really, really good Ashe. He's great at Kaisa. He's really, really good AD carry. I feel like he's gonna fucking carry, man. He's gonna carry this shit. I believe in Guma. Carrier? I think what Carrier needs to do is roam more and make plays early game. Like, he's so good at that. Like, the last time when he picked Pyke and the Bard, oh, his Bard is crazy. He should pick Bard. He should pick Bard. For those Baron fights, how he locks down people with his ult, he's such a good Bard. Carrier's got to go Bard. Or Pyke. His Pyke is scary, bro. Like, when he was cooking on Pyke last time when he picked him, dude, he's a literal Pyke god. I'm just seeing a lot less from Carrier that game, man. I don't know. I usually see him really, like, cook, but he's a little off that game. It's okay. It's only game 2. It's only one game. It's only one game. It happens, you know? It happens. We run it back. We win now. We win. We win. We win. We need to win 2 games. That's it. 1 game, 2 game, we're through. Okay? And we get the finals, and then the finals is going to be awesome because it's going to be T1 versus Billy Gaming, and T1 is going to absolutely carry, and they're going to get the cup, and we're going to see Faker pop off, and Faker's going to get all those cups in his trophy, in his closet. He's got them all just lined up in his closet. Rank 1 trophy, rank 1 trophy, rank 1 trophy. It's going to happen, brother. Come on. It happens. It happens. It happens, guys. The Gen.G coach. He was really happy about that fight. He's much happier game 2. Understandable. They're tied. This is the fight. This is that fight. This fight was really, really bad for us, man. Like, it was just kind of doomed from the start. It was kind of doomed right from the start. Like, we weren't 5 players, and they're actually ahead, and I don't know, I understand, like, they had to fight the Baron, though, because they're gonna lose anyway if they don't fight for this, but it's really, really off. Unfortunately, Carry got picked quite early, and it was a really bad fight right from the start. He didn't make it here, but, like, they're just too ahead, bro. And they have better vision. Yeah, rough. Oh, yeah, like, what the fuck was this? Look at this. I just can't believe that even happened. I actually can't believe it. How does he just walk in? Dragon's at 250 HP. No smite. Yeah, his smite's like at least 10-second cooldown. Look. His smite is at least 10 seconds cooldown. At least. That was really bad. Calculated. He gets a 1 HP, man. Yeah. When Kindred went for bot. That first blood was really good. They caught Carrier coming back the lane. When they caught him coming back the lane here, man. That was rough. Yeah, Gen.G played pretty well there, man. Heavy is the crown.
The Grubs and the Herald going over the Gen.G, but the second dragon of the game. Oh, okay. He just wanders on in there. Take the Baron.
Yeah, that's steal, man. Different Drake steal. Yeah, that was so off, man. I'm really surprised, like, that it just happens like that. 200 HP on Dragon as well. We don't have smite, and he just walks in like that. Like, what is happening? T1 was looking really off that game, but it's okay. My boys, you know, they're freshened up right now. They're freshened up. They're gonna be more locked in here. They're gonna be locked in. They got this. They got this. They got this. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
We know
Game 3 is ours, brother. Game 3 is ours.
I'm also 10 of the most boring people I know. No, but this was all 10. This was classic Gen.G, right? Like they set up exactly what they wanted to do in draft.
They got good setups on Kara.
Really well. They knew
they just
exactly
keep picking them off.
To be on the map. They got a little bit of help from that nice like drive-through.
Like they kill Kara and then they just dive Maokai.
Yeah, like this is
S4.
the Gen.G that we saw in LCK. This is the Gen.G that we expected.
Just so people don't get angry, I also love seeing great macro play. I was just leading us in, okay?
It's a joke.
Yeah.
On the opposite side of the draft, I felt like T1 weren't playing to what was their strengths, right? Like when I looked at red side coming in, I thought they were going to set up really nicely for like a carry, a counter pick.
It's okay.
On my bingo card was not carry a blind picking Braum at any point in time in this tournament, and I felt like it was a lot of missed opportunities because as they came into it, you can see it in the bottom of your screen, they could have just gone for the Silas in the position that they picked the Braum. You already know you're up against the Ahri and this is something you want to go for. Then you're still able to go for the Maokai counterpick into the Jax on that last R on that or5, and you keep that counterpick for carry where he's been so potent, and you can bring out something funky like a Nico or like the Pike that we saw the other day. But that's not
Bro,
what we got.
Braum wasn't the problem. Wasn't the champion. The problem was how he's playing. What is he talking about?
I completely agree.
Bro, the Braum is fine. He can block shit.
Rakan and Bard and roaming around and
nah, like Braum wasn't the problem. The problem was how he was playing. Braum wasn't the issue. He was just misplaying. He keeps getting caught.
Early pick in the hands of Owner when Owner has been so good as you're engaged. It feels like a lot of things.
I don't agree with him.
For the actual players that you would feel like.
Braum's a good champ.
That being said, the early lane
and they can proc his passive easily.
Got such a big advantage. Lane swap boards were great. They saw T1 trying to go for match. T1 were so dizzy, and Gen.G got a massive.
See, like this isn't a Braum issue.
Glorious.
This is him just getting caught.
Also the kills this time instead of 3.
Yeah, but
he just gets caught running back to lane. That was really bad for us. And they just dive Zayas for free.
That T1 had in the early stages meant that Carrier didn't hit level 2. Because they didn't know if they're supposed to go top or they're supposed to go bottom, he didn't get onto mid wave. He gets caught in the level.
See how they manage the aggro there? They're very good at turret aggro managing.
Almost turn this around, but he still falls.
Really well played by Gen.G there. They're very good at that. They're very good at diving.
And I think it was great from Gen.G to try and set up that confusion in the early stages.
Yeah, I thought this was in particular really good for Gen.G. They've classically been really, really good in these lane swap situations. We were talking about them as the best lane swap team in the world, which is why it was really interesting to see them so dizzy on the map at times in game 1. This is a very
my boy Faker's gonna cook.
For them.
He's calm. He's locked in.
You got everything you wanted. All you had to do was play it out, and you are the most adept team in the world to do that. It does make me think
okay, Owner. It's okay, brother. We know you fucked up the Smite Dragon, but it's okay, man. We still love you.
I'm a bit disappointed, but I feel like this is one of those things that T1 would do in a draft 2 after winning the game 1, right? Because if this series gets played out, there's 4 or 5 games and Keria hasn't pulled out that trump card. That tells me a lot about the general ability of T1. Because
T1 selects the blue side.
Their strat is one of the reasons why
T1 is blue side.
Yeah, I think this to me was T1 trying to test the waters and say, hey, look, if we just say we are going to absorb the dive and try and play within that space, maybe we can find something different. And as Kobe was already alluding
Game 3, boys. Game 3. Game 3.
Not what I expected when he's been incredible on picks like the Void thus far at the tournament. So it definitely felt like teasing the waters in the same
this
way
one's really important.
So game 1 with the Yone, but now coming back into it, I think I'd want to see T1 go back to early game control, having Keria open up on the map, because it was actually Lehens who dictated a lot of that support matchup for me in this early stage of the game. He looked significantly better, and it was catching Keria or catching Faker out at 7 minutes in top lane that really broke this game open for Gen.G.
You had called it out before. Lehens
man, that's Kai said DPS.
I had to just disappointing datum, you know?
Heard you.
That was rough. That was rough, man. They couldn't get engages on anyway.
T1 going back to the blue side.
Gen.G just had way more control that game.
Gen.G leaving
in every way.
Up again going into game 3. So I'm curious to see if a changed ban strategy affects what T1 want to get on that blue side of the map.
Yeah.
Please.
Continue to put a lot of effort into these level 1s and these lane swaps, because again, I really feel like the information gathering at the beginning and getting the wards down allow for this kind of domino effect that we see in the game here for game number 2. If Gen.G are able to come out with a really good level 1 here, this is where you could kind of like take control of the series because 1-1.
I want to see their draft this time.
But now we get into the real
we know what they
meat
pick.
of the
We know
best
what they
of
play.
five.
First, it's like
Are they gonna leave Skarner open again?
Right, and we're gonna get to the
Can we just ban Skarner already, bro? Like, can we just ban
If you
him?
look across games 1 and 2, because we can't forget after that kind
Or
of
pick him ourselves.
Gen.G was also firmly in control before
Vickers
T1
locked in.
brought it back. They were completely in
Vickers
control.
locked
So
in.
for me, the momentum feels a little bit shifted towards a T1 that has to
Whenever
make
he closes his eyes like
I
that,
think a lot of that is going to be trying
he's
to get
always
access to the map
meditating,
early, trying to play
locked
for some
in,
early
ready to
grabs and
fucking
getting your control
dominate.
that way, because there was a big risk in this game as well where they gave across all 6 of those
Damn right.
grubs trying to cross map to a Jax that
I'm gonna be like Faker right now.
Like, there was a lot of risk
T1,
taken by
please win
T1,
this.
and if you actually think back
Faker's
to
the
start
prodigy.
of game
Faker's my
one,
goat.
it was T1
Faker's the
off to an
legend.
early lead. I think it was mistakes that those
Faker's
boys
the
that
legend.
came back to bite them. So there is definitely ways T1 can control
Let's go,
this
baby.
game coming into number 3.
Yeah, we're looking forward to
game
it.
3.
Things are heating up here. I wonder if Atlas has taken off his jacket yet, or if he's still in his full 3-piece suit, even though it's boiling in here.
Too committed to the 3-piece. I love
Nearly
this dude so much.
nearly banned because target ban.
One of them was a world final. The other one was
Small does a good ban.
This is how you know that I
Kalista
guarantee
Zaya
this is
banned
gonna be an
again.
incredible series. Those were the other 2 best days of my life.
Again.
Thank you for your work, Atlas. It's
You're welcome,
greatly
you're welcome.
appreciated. As going into
I think
this
they just
game,
banged
number
Zaya
3 draft,
for Guma.
no
Like,
surprises, although
it's not a very
that Yone
common
ban coming
like
out
ban.
on the side of T1 here. Aurora still
Pick
going to
Skarner.
get
Pick
taken
Skarner.
out.
Pick Skarner.
The
Okay, Ash is fine.
still up. Skarner still
Ash
up
is a
as
really
well.
good pick.
Jax
Guma made it work last time. He's gonna make it work again. Guma is a god at Ash.
The BLG approach, as we like to call it, certainly a favorite for them in their semi-final that went pretty well, you could say, for BLG.
They're gonna pick
We'll
Skarner.
see whether that is
Nope, they
exactly
pick
where
Jax.
Gen.G are going to go. Not deciding to
Jax
switch
and
up the
Skarner.
picks here, as it will be the Jax to be locked in first. And I think that, you don't talk about hovers is something that we sometimes talk about.
Nar is open, but I don't know if Zeus is gonna play that.
With Keen. Now the question is, will it be a 3rd game? Skarner. I'm gonna hazard a guess and say yes.
Probably.
Canyon, of course, has showcased a wealth of different champions. His
Ari's open, Silas open, Galio open.
I mean, the man is very versatile in terms of the jungle role.
Ari.
And they're actually, based on the hovers, holding off
Ari
on
again.
lock-in. Chovy's win rate with Ari so far in the best of 5s hasn't been the strongest, but last game, he had the Veda over Faker. He was able to have a lot of mid control thanks to the Ari pick. And what was
Who's
happening
Faker
around
gonna
the
play?
map. And we'll see what the response is here from T1.
Also ties into Chovy's approach. Often as a player, if he thinks that
Renata.
champion is the best, we'll just keep picking that until the antithesis is proven.
That's
Renata
fine. It's a
comes
good
through.
pick.
Again, Carrier having an incredible
Gragas.
game, and we will call
This
it
is like game
I love
1.
it here as well. Always gonna feel strong. The only thing for
These
Gen.G,
are
you do have
exactly
opportunity to pick
the
up like
same
Ezreal
game
here.
1
Doesn't mean
picks.
your jungle pool is gonna get pinched, but getting a non-stationary AD carry, I think, is gonna be a really big deal because otherwise
Same
the
game
team
1
fights
picks.
are gonna be really hard to play out.
Depends what he has planned.
Nocturne.
Could be something else here as well as that Ari Nocturne combo that they swept through Swiss with is going to be locked away. Canyon, he is sick of playing this Skarner, and I could understand.
Is T1 just gonna go the same calm?
I don't know. It just doesn't do very much damage. You only build health. It's just less fun. The Nocturne, who does slashy.
You are setting up very clearly for a Kai'Sa pick here for Gen.G. You imagine that's going to be banned away by T1. The backline threat onto the Ashe is very
Kindred
lethal.
ban.
The Kindred, I think, is it's a really good matchup into the Nocturne. Yeah. You just went out on the skirmishes, so they're going to remove
They just
that.
target
Wouldn't be surprised to
banned
see the vibe,
Kindred.
To be honest, with the amount of mobility on the side of Gen.G. Just
He was like,
taken away
yeah,
from Owner, one of his best
we don't want that
champions.
pick on owner.
Protecting a lot of bans as well, because T1 basically have to ban Kai'Sa Ezreal. And so it's going to be relatively telegraphed what they're going to be taking into this game. Of course, T1 not too worried about it because Ashe Renata is just universally strong.
Yeah, I was about to say, Ezreal is another, but I think the Ziggs makes a ton of
Silas,
sense.
dude, they banned Faker
so
Silas.
far, and
Who's Faker gonna play here? And we have Galio. We have Galio.
Then you're not too worried.
Noteworthy as well that the Silas
I kind of want him to play something else though.
Did a really good job in that matchup. Still going to deny it, and I think it's because of the Nocturne,
Twitch.
right? So much of the value is because you're the one who's.
I didn't expect the Twitch ban.
Nocturne actually going to be denied here, and I think it makes sense given how insanely annoying that look to play against.
They thought that Lehens was going to go back to his Shen. That's what was going to happen.
As
there's the Ezreal. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, he could still theoretically play Shen, but it's not going to be a thing.
I like this Gen.G draft. I really do. I think it's very solid. It makes a lot of sense in the context of how Gen.G like to play. These two last picks are going to be crucial. The mid jungle from T1.
Who's mid? Who's mid? Who's mid?
Has had a phenomenal world so far. Pairing up
We don't have Silas anymore.
Doing a good job together.
We have Galio.
The question is, what plan have they got for
We have LeBlanc. We have Ori.
Let's just see.
They can easily avoid Ori ult though.
Damage from that mid lane. We'll see where T1 are going to go. Never mind.
Do it.
Okay, Yasuo
Do
could
it.
be an option. Yakali really
Yes! Yes! Yes!
This is one of the ones that Faker's pretty good at. Hasn't been playing it very
Akali!
much this year, however,
Akali! Faker on Akali is beast mode, brother. Beast mode. It's time to get locked in, boys. Oh, I gotta see Faker's Akali. I gotta see Faker's Akali.
And so it's relying on Vi and
Sick, brother. Sick, sick. Good pick, good pick. We have Vi, we have Akali. Big damage. Big damage. Vi R guarantees Akali E.
It's such
Very, very good early game setup. Early gank, solid. Looking good, looking good, looking good. And we have Ashe R that guarantees Akali's pick, Akali Shuriken. We have good engage. We have Vi R. We have Akali. We have a lot of damage.
Instead they're going to go for something a lot more
We have nice damage.
and they did have a really good
Let's go,
game on it
Faker.
in game number 2.
It's Akali time. It's Akali time.
Playing for Lehens'
Okay.
after what we saw in game 1 and the rest of this
Faker on Akali.
Lehens has kind of been the weak link here.
You love to see it. You love to see it. All right, come on, boys. Come on. This one's ours. This one's ours. This one's ours.
Now, when we think of Faker, there are a
What's up,
slew
Nam
of
Nam?
champions that you can attribute to his name, right? Of course, Akali is definitely up there in terms of a champion that he's had a lot of presence on. But Knight yesterday beautifully demonstrated what this champion can do to an Ezreal. And that is what T1 is envisioning in this game.
Like he has 2 dashes, he can just keep chasing Ezreal. And he has an E that can also gap close. If he E's over a wall, we just E after him. We just E after him.
Save you from a Vi and an Akali duo, but it's about being in a position to really execute on that. Because Gen.G have a lot of skirmishing threats.
Dude, we have Ashe R as well. It's really good for setup.
Problem in the previous game, and I can tell you right now, Ashe isn't going to have an easier time in this game compared to the Caitlyn on the last one. Renata's going to be crucial in the usage of the ultimate, and I think that again, Gen.G have a pretty straightforward and easy comp to execute.
I would agree. I think that there is a lot of pressure on T1, but I want to go back to what you were saying, Chronicler. This is a T1 draft. We were watching the World Final last year.
I'm happy.
The only difference about this one in comparison
I'm happy with this draft for T1. I think it looks good. I think it looks good.
This is a T1 that was sweeping a series. This time, they have to utilize it to come back from a deficit here after losing game number 2. But here we are onto the Rift.
Let's go, Faker. Come on, brother.
Going to be looking at the lane assignments. Also do no Chovy going for a grasp again.
I'm going to be watching Faker the whole time.
Keep Faker down, particularly those first.
These are the exact same runes I go, by the way. Second overgrowth, Electro.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen,
Hunter, I don't go Zombie Ward, I go Collection, but they're playing World, so they use Zombie Ward. Makes sense.
Watch Worlds Live to earn exclusive emotes, icons, capsules, all that cool stuff. We've got a little bit of time here. You're not going to miss too much. So you can hop on over and you can get that one done just to get some free stuff. It's really cool. Okay, Zeus is standing.
I don't want free stuff. I want to watch.
Bad guys in the brush.
Zeus. Zeus.
Dead. Gragas, it's going to take a little bit of time because he's relatively tanky, but still, that's first blood going over to Pays, and maybe that makes Faker's job a little bit harder.
That ward so crucial. Spotting Zeus out. I don't think Chovy's flash was necessary, but he committed it anyway to guarantee that pick.
Oh my fucking god, man.
Game 3 with first blood.
And Chovy's flash doesn't matter all that much because it's
okay, whatever.
not a lot of kill threat.
I don't know. They caught him in the ward.
So he should be absolutely fine navigating this one. He's also Chovy, does kind of
and they
like
just
the laning
kill
phase
him.
in general, as we're going to see standard lanes.
Well, that fucking sucked. I don't know why. Whatever, it's fine, I guess. Could be worse.
Oh god.
Something you're going to be very happy about just in what it means.
It's always like stupid early game shit like that, man. That sucks.
Combat stats early, and in this lane, Lehens and Pays are just playing to clear the waves,
Fuck, man.
don't be diveable, and get to your items. 2 items for Ezreal is always the main.
Just always leveling, always the stupid fucking level 1.
We do see Both junglers starting on opposite sides of the map, although Canyon, I think, started
Bad start.
Path down.
But it's not the end.
Owner just doing a full topside clear and maybe looking to impact this bot
All
side.
right,
And
nice
these
route.
trades are actually really valuable.
Really good. Really good there. They got the level 2 advantage on them there. They got level 2 first. That's really good.
Because while T1, I think, in the Swiss stage really had phenomenal execution on the lane swap, this, to me, is the bread and butter of Gumayusi and Keria. Their 2v2 laning prowess has been so incredible. And while I think there's Summer, of course, question marks always when it comes to T1 and Summer, at this World Championship, watching this bot lane 2 versus 2 has been a joy to watch. And you're seeing it right now. They know the strength and the advantage they have. They don't care about the tier. They know that with this Ashe Renata, they can bully this duo as much as they like.
It's okay.
And I think that
this is so. You might be thinking Faker's lower health, so it's bad. It's actually not. Doran's shield and second wind heal more when you're missing health. So it's also melee versus range matchup. So it's okay if Faker takes damage here. It's okay. He heals more when he's lower HP. Second wind and Doran's shield do that for you. So this is completely fine, as long as Faker doesn't just get melted.
Now the Ahri Akali matchup is pretty interesting.
It's completely fine. He is going second win, I'm pretty sure.
You can actually start winning out very easy on
Yeah,
a lot of
second win, Doran shield, yeah.
The bonus movement speed from the W makes it
Completely fine. He's got flat HP as well.
Coming out from the Ahri. The problem is when you go for the
this is the expected scenario,
it's very easy for Chovy to
especially against a ranged matchup
when you're trying to farm.
When you're melee.
Faker's in this awkward spot where he now needs the wave to bounce back into him, which is happening, fortunately. But it's this weird.
Of course it's happening, fortunately. He literally planned it. Man, these casters, bro. Like, he's literally... Dude, these casters don't understand. He is burning Chovy's mana. And he just regens it. Like, it's obvious what Faker's doing there.
So well, but if your first couple of plays don't end up working out and you fall behind the curve...
He just sustains. He out-sustains.
Obviously, Canyon just wants to do exactly this, which is just farm, and even though
Chovy's low mana now.
They see his top side is down, we'll know that he's on the bot side of the map.
And Faker's just gonna regen.
Nocturne, not really expecting a lot, but that does mean that Keen is actually in a really awkward spot. His wave state not looking good, already chunked to half, and Owner is on the top side of the map.
And full information over to T1 as well as Canyon walks over that ward. They knew exactly, they had an idea of where he was, but then they get full confirmation. Now Canyon going to try and clear that one out, does get information of the ward he just walked over.
Yeah, read the
movement. Yeah, as a result, Keen actually just going to go for a
It's fine, we regen. We have second wind.
Risk too much. And despite the
We
fact
have
that
Doran
Faker's
shield.
sat on below
We're chilling.
health for the majority of this lane,
Good Q.
he has kept these minions really pushed towards Chovy, so it does give a lot of control over to T1.
Yeah, it's very awkward for him because Chovy's holding on to a monstrous freeze. The idea is Faker, you try and get those early pushes in, then you get the bounce back, but Chovy's like, no,
it's gonna bounce back,
now
dude.
the wave will finally bounce back, but he ticks over to level 6. Ideally, Faker wants to back now so that the wave will freeze here. Now Chovy's back is a little bit awkward. He's going to try and interrupt Faker. It'll be crucial if he does.
He knows he's there. Oh my god. There was a ward.
Just a profit, but no.
Oh, they've actually brought the bot lane
Dude,
over
fuck,
towards
man.
mid to
Their
catch
vision
this
game
wave.
is crazy,
Faker
man.
can now actually TP bot and go lane against Pays, who can still...
Oh, body slam going to miss. That could be a big deal here. They're evening out the health trades.
Merc Tread's first item.
Consistently in Zeus' favor.
Chovy looking to TP back towards his lane. Will be able to do
Merc Tread's first item.
The first objectives spawning now. We have the grubs online.
I mean, it makes sense against the Ahri charm.
You can argue either team is very happy to just wait till level 6. You have a Vi composition on one end.
I mean, they do have a lot of CC. Nocturne Fear, Jack Stun, Ahri Charm, Rail Stun.
This time, Gen.G not
It's a good choice, I think, regardless.
An unreasonable amount of grubs. Even early trades here.
Certainly feels good.
Nice.
For T1.
Okay, it's a trade.
This time it's going to be a trade, so it's not going to be the, the grubs team picking up
Dragon for Voidlings.
Feeling a lot more even.
Drop secured, and I think both teams are quite happy with the current game state. Obviously, T1 are setting their sights on a top lane play right now. Keen level 6 has those resistances.
It's a dive. Oh, they can catch him. They can catch him.
Into position. I think they had an idea that something was going down.
They can't, I guess.
Notably, Canyon not quite level 6 just yet.
I don't think he realized that lands were going top.
Don't opt in for any sort of dive attempt, but Keen still wanting to get aggressive on Gumayusi, who does have to cleanse.
Yeah, it's a good cleanse.
Pushes him away, so just going to be able to.
Especially because Zeus has no mana, like he can't really help him.
Move off.
Thwarted.
Nicely as well. Gen.G
Stuns.
have moved Pays out of the bot lane matchup in towards mid, where he's much safer. That means that they can keep Chovy into the Faker matchup, where the Ahri can continue to bully out on the Akali. With level 6 coming through and level 7 being a crucial breakpoint for Akali, just because she's going to get her Q at level 4, which I think
it's interesting that Chovy went bone plate instead of second wind against an Akali.
When it comes to trading in the lighting phase.
Like, Akali can always break your bone plate with just a well-landed Q.
Wanting to spend his earned gold from
Like, yeah, she all-ins, but she can proc your bone plate.
Okay, the arrow is going to connect. The counter-strike wears
Nice ult, Owner. Nice ult. Good job. Good job. Good job, good job, good job.
A classic T1 trap springs on Keen. Get
And
the kill onto
he used
Vi,
flash.
And also get the flash.
Yeah, that's good, that's good, that's good.
I love that you called it a classic, because it truly is that idea.
Well played, brother.
T1 makes it look like they've gone back to base, but
Well
they
played,
stay
brother.
on the map a little bit longer to catch you pushing that wave out, and it works to perfection. They're able to equalize the kills, and T1 find their first.
Good, good, good.
And I love this. I feel like it harkens back to something that Chovy was talking about in the tease earlier on. The fact that, you know, Faker was known so much for these mind games that he plays. I think it's all of T1 that does those mind games now. It used to be maybe a little bit too much with excessive Barons being started every single game. Becomes less of a mind game and more of a you do this every game.
A bad habit,
Yeah,
perhaps.
kind of. But they are always just trying to push these advantages, trying to find opportunities where their opponents don't have enough information to be able to do what they want. So really nicely done here from T1 to try and claw back a bit of control of this game. But right now, plate should be going over to Gen.G, to Chovy here.
Nice charm. Can't do much out of it though.
Going to be too worried. Canyon, level 7.
Again, it's a relatively slow early game. Kind of what we've come to expect from these two teams.
The zombie
They
ward.
prioritize farm, but
Does
also
Nocturne?
It just goes to show how difficult it is to kill these
Nocturne's
players.
going domination
Like,
second.
There's a reason
I
why
see.
Gumayushi went deathless for so long, and he still only got a single death through his name, even though Gen.G absolutely
definable
stomped.
KDA.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you love that.
And it's
Yeah.
a situation where both teams just play the map very well. They're constantly fishing for
They really
opportunities.
prioritize
They're
zombie
playing for
ward
these
in
early
Worlds, man.
plays. But,
Like, everyone
it's,
goes zombie ward.
the
They really,
grubs now
obviously,
become the next big
Vision
point
is
of
king.
contention. A minute
When you're
away,
solo queuing,
both
you usually don't go
junglers
zombie
already
ward.
setting up
Everyone
some
just goes
vision on
eyeball
the top
collection.
side of the map.
You just stack damage.
I imagine he wants to get a quick base in before
But
the objective
Vision is
spawns,
king
but that
in
could be a
Worlds.
window for Guma
Especially when everyone's
to
like
already
really,
then
really good.
push out mid and then set up on the top side river.
As we get into these fights, on one hand, how is Gen.G going to be able to absorb the amount of backline threat that's there? Because T1 can split up a fight very easily with the Greg Assault, and obviously he has Owner.
Oh!
Going to come on through here as
Oh!
going to take the fight to Keen.
He used the R.
Does find some nice
Nice
body
auto
slams.
Q.
There's the slowdown as well. Leap strike just to try and escape, and you can see Canyon. Oh, he was looking for it.
Oh, that was close.
That does buy some space.
Oh,
Still,
if that landed, that was a kill,
Exactly
100%.
where Canyon was. That could have been
Nice try, brother. He tried to predict it. He tried to predict his movement.
With ulti was in range.
It's okay, Guma. That was a good attempt.
Keen hadn't used his E yet. They were hesitant to
Man, if
really
that
fully
landed,
commit
that
to
would've
the
been
play.
sick, though.
Regardless, the damage was done. Zeus has already gone back to base. He's now back
Would've
down
been
onto the map
awesome.
before Keen has had an opportunity to. But Keen's TP is available.
I love Guma's Ash,
Are they
man.
going to contest this?
Just have to say, I think 6 grubs going to be pretty valuable.
Oh,
for
TP.
T1 as, yeah, the teleport flank angle is coming in here. Keen, good position to start this one off. He's just beelining right in there. Paranoia comes
By
down.
ult, misses by
The
Q.
ulti carrier trying to keep
Nearsighted.
him at bay. Oh, no.
Faker, 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 faker. Faker, 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 faker. Get him, Faker. He got the E2. Q. Woo! Let's go, Faker. I told you. He's a king. I told you, bro. The Akali plays, bro. It's really good. He procced his passive auto, E2, walk out, auto Q. Beautifully played, Faker. Beautifully played. That's the prodigy. That's the GOAT right there. That's the GOAT right there.
Is very much true
Well played,
to
well
the
played, well
style
played.
of T1.
Amazing,
Their
amazing,
ability to
amazing,
take
amazing.
these early skirmishes wasn't
Good
there
job, brother.
in game 2, but you can see how prepared they were.
Well played. Great turret takedown. T1's looking good.
Carrier, though,
T1's
has
looking
the
good in
passive
this
to be
one,
able to
guys.
respawn, and then, of course, also has the ultimate available too. So even though they're getting collapsed on
Amazing,
by
amazing.
every single side, the TP comes in.
Look at that, look at
Flash
that.
comes out. Carrier
Look at
doesn't
Faker,
care.
look
He's
at
getting
Faker.
focused on the
Gets his
Gragas
R1
that
down,
arrives.
walks
And
over,
crucially, as you said,
R2,
Chovy can't join the
W
fight.
to get energy, Q, auto, E.
Spent most of that
See that?
fighting
Auto,
each
Q,
other
E, 2, Q. Oh, man, he's so clean with it.
on the 5-point strike there.
He's so clean with it. Let's go, Faker. Let's go, Faker. Yo, Fury, you're here. What's up, bro? Bro, this is a crazy series so far, man. Crazy series. Dude, it is looking insane.
Gen.G can claw their way back to an even game state after that big lead has been
Clean
acquired.
play,
Now
Faker.
2.5K.
Clean play.
Now the lead for T1.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Pace has got to have to do a lot of heavy lifting. A lot of the gold for Gen.G is on
Yeah,
him, but
Rakel's chilling in the back.
Kali and Owner also getting bigger and bigger.
He's
They're
proud
looking
of
to punish Gene again.
T1
This
right
Jax
now.
Not having a great time.
I would love to see him enter maybe game 3, but Carry is like the main roster.
They know exactly where he is. This is a big gamble if Gen.G do decide to go for it once again. Chovy is very
He lands
far away, but
E1.
this
He's not
time
going to
has
E2
the
that. He's not going to E2 that.
available. Nice little
There's
stuff
no
come through
Counter-Strike.
there as Keen now with the Counter-Strike on cooldown. They're trying to deal with these waves, but another one conga lining in. This war of attrition looks to just be going in T1's favor, especially with all those grubs, the Void Mites, and everything like that. Gen.G
Yeah, he's a substitute
Gen.G
for support, not for AD
We
carry.
don't have to dive this. We can just poke them down.
He's actually playing
The only
support
way
for,
with the, range that Gen.G
T1
has
now.
That they can never really push back is if they actually hard commit. But because of the vision, T1 knows everyone is in the area. Chovy was showing on top wave, and they weren't worried about a possible collapse.
Guma got Kraken.
Timing was fantastic as well. T1
Now we have Ash ult.
deep push into
We
top
have
side,
Ash
which meant
R.
that Chovy went to go and answer. Bear in mind that he's a large part of Gen.G's wave.
Okay,
clear.
we got a
So
nice
while
setup.
He's present top, it gives T1 the ability to force stack.
Let's go,
bots.
Guma.
They then keep Zeus in mid. He
We have really
catches the
good
wave
catches,
there,
man, like
and
with
they don't
Ash
really lose
R,
anything.
Vi R.
Sure, Zeus lost like half a wave in the top side of the map, and crucially, Chovy does have an experience advantage.
T1's
over
looking
Faker,
good for
but
this
he
game.
should be
T1's
able
looking
to
good.
claw that back as long as he starts matching in the side lane. He's got his fully completed rocket belt, which means that he's now going to be a much more of a threat in the 1v1.
It's telling that the Ahri Nocturne Jax composition doesn't want to fight for Herald. And when you look at these two compositions, it does really feel extremely volatile. Because they
Okay,
are both
dude.
so short range, you really, once you find yourself in a deficit, have to be extremely clean with your fight
I think they just
selection.
want
As
to get the
bottom
turret.
turret will
Yeah.
go, but the Herald might be dropped to mid. There it is.
Yep, that's going to be even more money going over to T1. They're happy to trade these turrets because this is so much more map control.
Get the
As
rift.
Kenyon's doing his very best to try and clear things out. Dustbringer should be able to help.
Yeah, he played Gragas twice so far. Nice. Dead, 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 dead. Huge. Very nice, well played, boys. Damn, he's smiting ripped out before it slaps. Nice R! Let's go! That was insane. Good job.
I mean, it's just a beatdown from T1.
Nice. TP. We just kill him. We just kill him. Nice! Hit him! Good. And Guma gets the pick. Dude, Guma is just rolling them. That was good. T1 looks much better than game 2 right now. I'm happy with this.
It's just a relentless barrage of punch after punch, and T1 are not letting up. They
That was
use
nice.
the Herald mid. Lehens with a slight overstep gets collapsed
See?
on.
No spell shield on Nocturne. That's why Vi ulted Nocturne there, see? He knows. Noc, no spell shield.
But the way in which
We ult that.
connects
Boom.
the Q, the ulti to follow, the
Yep.
Ash passive is stacked.
Clean with
They're
it.
able to get a double for Guma.
Beautiful.
And what's crazy is they didn't even slow down there.
Well
'cause
done,
Faker's
guys.
pushing out the
Well
top wave.
freaking
If
done.
They turn to top, they get that objective as well. They get another kill.
Faker Akali, he's been doing so great with Akali. He was popping off earlier with the pick at top.
That this bounce back was real. And coming into this series, they'd only played on blue side one time. This is the third
Faker,
time they've
Faker,
played on
playmaker.
blue side this whole Worlds, which is kind of crazy to me because they do love this.
We're
side of the
looking
map. They're
good.
demonstrating to us that in
Looking
this
good.
series, it is
We
not
get tower,
going to
we
be
get
any
tower.
different.
Dude, we have all 6 Voidlings. All 6.
T1.
We just
when they're
melt these
playing a
turrets.
comp that feels like it fits them versus the T1 that
Amazing.
is
They're
on top
looking
of what
really
we
good
saw
right
last
now.
game is night and day.
I mean, there is like
Nocturne has the ultimate cooldown thing. I forgot the name of that item. It reduces his ultimate haste
doing now in this game
by quite a lot.
Absolutely night and day. And Zeus on this Gragas in comparison to the Maokai.
Okay, he stops him from killing the turret. Does he have Mertrez? Yeah, he does.
So he's just going to be denied a turret take.
There's a good ult to prevent him from taking down the turret. I'm doing good, Rizzy. I'll be doing even better when T1 wins this shit.
Gen.G, which by itself is not enough, is that they do have 2 dragons.
Game 2 got me a little anxious, but game 3 we're looking solid.
That as soon as the Baron is online, they're going to just start pulling it consistently. This Drake, obviously Gen.G never going to contest.
Looking solid.
I don't think Gen.G is ever going to give.
Is Nocturne buying Hex Drinker or Mertrez? I think it's Merc. Yeah, it's Mertrez, and then Longsword, he's going to buy something with that. Nice! We kill him. There's an Ez close by. Dead. Oh, he tried to ult the Ezreal. Then he recalled in time. No spell shield. We can ult the Nocturne. We can ult the Nocturne. Yes! Yes! We kill him. We kill him. Yup. QE auto. Nice! Nice! Ah, so good. This is peak T1 right there. Peak T1. How many times is Landing just getting caught randomly? T1! 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 Yes! We're cooking.
It's 9-1.
Looks good, guys. Looks good. Guma has ult. Guma has ult. Guma has ult. Guma has ult.
Game 2 was systematic dissection from Gen.G. They controlled the map. They were patient.
They're getting dominated by T1 right now.
Suffocated. But in this game, T1 are just brawling.
It's a sledgehammer.
Look at that. Look at that. He's like, man, I gotta really put that ward at blue buff. I really gotta do that.
Lahen's out of the way of Faker's E. He flashes to try and cancel the back.
Unfortunately, he made it out in time.
But he says, guys, I'm not letting my ulti be wasted. You better collapse here.
Let me use my R2.
T1 from these winning
Look at that E2. Oh, that's such a clean E by Faker there. Such a clean E, bro. I love Faker. Just watching him play, man. God, he's so peak.
Backflip there as well from Faker. This guy, when he
you got your PayPal.
It's just a beauty to watch as we're straight into it once
what
again.
I got.
Storm going to come down. This could be a pick as Carrier. Actually more tanky than we might have expected.
No, Carrier's fine. He ulted. Nice, Faker. Nice. Get no counter strike. Zeus ults Ezreal away. Perfect. Actually, it's not perfect, but it's fine. We'll lose one there.
Carrier doesn't even die, gets the full value from the bailout. The TP comes in, and they're not gonna relent. Chovy and Pace just, again, have to watch their teammates fall one after another.
Good job, boys.
T1 is just crushing Gen.G with their wallets right now. Gen.G admirably tried to find a pick, but you said it yourself, Atlas, Carrier way tankier than they were expecting. And while they expected to one-shot Carrier, he bought enough time to allow T1 to collapse.
Lich Bane Faker, yeah boy. Let me look at his build.
Another bad fight for Gen.G.
So, Protobuff Lich Bane.
And you can see the vision coming through from the hands. He chopped 3 wards in a nice little triangle, I guess. To just try
this is old Lich Bane build path, by the way.
Yeah, maybe something won't get swept.
Yeah, it's old. Because Lich Bane now has needlessly large rod. In this patch, it's not NLR. So it's actually different.
Dire, and unlike some of the
it's very different.
The ranged wave clear is really lackluster when it comes to these Baron minions.
Oh, handshake going to connect there. Not a lot of follow-up onto Lahen's as they didn't have a lot of information. Red buff is
at the moment, yeah, at the moment. But this is previous patch. So it's not a recipe with NLR. Oh.
Guma's
dead. Guma's dead.
To start off the fight, but it has to be paid for.
Faker's coming. Faker's coming. He has ult. Faker has ult. Faker has ult. Faker has ult.
T1 look to rally back into position.
We don't have Guma though. We need to be careful.
Without Guma is the question. He's so much of their consistent damage. Is now Chovy dancing.
It's better to back off there than risk a fight that isn't like certain. You know, it's safer. Like we need Guma.
So T1 have to be a lot more careful.
We need
Faker
Guma.
had his ultimate available, but they chose not to take the fight any longer. A crucial flank from Chovy.
I don't know if that makes
He's
sense.
been largely invisible in this game, quietly farming on the side, but you look at his itemization.
Maybe.
I mean, he's ahead of Faker in terms of
Isn't the old
itemization.
recipe
So there are still
Sheen?
avenues
Oh
for
wait,
Gen.G to turn
Sheen,
this around, but they
Aether.
need to find more picks like this.
Oh yeah.
A very deep TP starts this off, and it's hard to respond. 41
Alternator is not a recipe for Sheen before, right? I mean for Lichbane,
This
right?
is where the wallets come through. Even with
Is the alternator still in his inventory?
Immediately, Gen.G don't really have an opportunity to chase further, because if they get another kill there onto maybe Faker, you turn it to
Faker.
The game might be playable. Instead, it's a moment.
Does he have
of
stop
respite,
alternator?
but
No, he
T1
doesn't.
Still have a very tight clutch in this game.
Yeah, Faker actually looking for Chovy here as he gets into the shroud. The rest of T1 now moving up the arrow. Not gonna
Damn, missed that arrow.
Gen.G
Unlucky.
are now looking to back away. Now it's Zeus' turn to start a bit of an engage with a body slam. And this push and
It is
pull,
ult path.
Gen.G
Yeah,
put that
because he doesn't have
phalanx back
alternator.
together. All about this Baron
Yeah,
right
this is
now. No
this
one
is a
really been able
patch
to get
that's
too
a
much
bit
ground.
older.
Crucially, the Dragon is completely exposed. The bot wave has been pushed in by T1. Faker commits his
Like
ultimate
14
to try
point
and force something out from
whatever,
Chovy, but he
18 I
holds his
think.
nerve, doesn't get dissuaded, still
I'll
has
check
his
the
ulti
patch.
available, but the problem is all of Gen.G was shepherded to the top side of the map, leaving the mid lane
Yeah,
exposed.
14.18.
And now they can turn to the Dragon.
True Shot Barrage is going to spot that that's exactly what T1 are intending. We're only going to start that one up, but you can see...
Okay, Owner, you have Smite, yeah? Okay, he has Smite. He cannot fail the Dragon this time, okay, chat? He's not gonna pull a kick W like he did in game 2.
Trying to set a trap here for anyone
He will
that
smite it.
unwittingly moves towards his top side.
He will smite it.
Will just be taken here,
We got it.
evening out that count.
See? We're good.
For 2, but next one going to be
Progging.
very, very scary because a 4 Drake Hextech Soul sounds unbeatable. Shattering Strike going to get a fair bit of value here, but Lahen's still in a whole lot of
R1.
trouble as Faker looking for them.
Porta
Still
belt.
dashing forward as
R2,
Lahen-
R2, R2. Nice!
Gorgeous. The execution is perfect.
He has E2, but he's not gonna do E2. It's too risky, especially when he doesn't have smoke bomb.
They play it slow. They accept that they're going to take that pick, and they're looking for more now.
Good
as
job,
far
good
as
job,
control
good
of this
job.
map.
You got to remember that T1 just took a Dragon. They need to get the resets through. Crucially, in all of this, while the trap was turned on its head, notice that Chovy has a 2-level lead over Faker.
I love watching Faker play. I love watching him play.
Even that
He's
top wave just
incredible.
now, he conceded over to Zeus to make sure that he was getting the resources. And while there are
He's just
advantages
getting
across
caught,
the board,
bro.
Chovy
He's just
becomes the sole win
cosplaying
condition
Mikey
for Gen.G.
right now.
If he's able to find those picks, if he can find an opportunity, then there is an avenue back into this game for Gen.G.
He's 2 levels up. He is actually.
While the Baron damage for T1 is pretty solid.
Even though
right
he
here,
is,
high passive, you
Faker,
have
I feel like is having more impact than Chovy.
It's so hard to
I'm gonna be
deny
honest,
Nocturne
like,
access to the pit.
Faker's having
And
way
we
more
saw
impact.
T1 themselves show
I think it's
that
because
a
he's always in
single
fights
Baron steal
rather than solo
can be
laning.
enough to turn a game
Like he's
on
he's
its
getting a lot of
head.
picks though.
And T1,
I feel like
imagine he's
Faker's
gonna be
still
looking
playing
unless they
better
get a
than
really good
Chovy,
Baron opportunity,
like in
just
terms
start
of
stacking these
impact
Drakes, 'cause the Baron actually does a ton
on like
of
team
damage,
fights.
even as we get
What's his
this late
damage?
into the game. You gotta have to really respect it. Not
Okay,
really
Chovy
the
has
same
more
for the
damage, but I feel like
Dragons. Even if you
Faker's
end
just
up
getting
going
more
for
picks,
that,
man. I don't
as
know.
dangerous as a
Like you can do
4 Drake
damage,
Hextech is,
but not kill
that's
people.
8.5 minutes from now.
Like it's just poke damage. But Faker's like going in.
So I think T1, they're gonna look for a
He's
pick,
getting
but
the
someone
kills.
Turn that into Baron and truly break the back of Gen.G.
Well, Chovy hasn't been back to base in what feels like a decent amount of time because he's been sitting on exactly these
Man,
items
even
for the last, what feels
Chovy
like
has
7 minutes or
Leandry, so he has the
something
damage
like
over time.
But now Gen.G are poised. They're in their jungle, understanding that T1 do want to look for this Baron. They do have control vision of the area. They can get over these walls pretty comfortably. Zona going to dive into the back of the pit, take down that ward, and now T1 are going to start this one up. Paranoia can
They're gonna do
get
Baron.
into that pit anytime he wants, but they do need to get vision of it.
Gragas is
They
bot,
find that
okay.
vision right now, and
Zay is
T1
doing his thing a
immediately
bot.
back away. The amount of respect being shown this game is incredibly high. T1 not wanting to give an inch.
They can just keep doing this though, keep forcing cooldowns. Eventually Gen.G is gonna run out of wards, run out of scryers.
Let's see if Lions get
and
caught
they are gonna
again.
have to face check.
They don't have the blue trinket on Pays. I know it looks like that on the bottom of your screen, but it is unavailable. It's the only one on their side.
There you go. Ezreal, just to check.
Yep, T1 are playing with the pressure that they have well.
Okay, we know where they are. We know where they
forcing
are.
Gen.G into this uncomfortable position. Resets have come through from T1. Vision replenished now for Carrier as he makes his way back out onto the
Alright,
map.
Faker's level 14.
Go and catch the bot wave as Trophy gets ever closer.
We have Ashe ult. We have Ashe ult.
Only picks up a needlessly large rod, so maybe it hadn't been as long as I thought. The intensity of the game might be attributing to that one.
It's a surprisingly
Jack is in
game
2 minutes.
considering the gold deficits that Gen.G find themselves in. And I really
Okay, it
do
looks
think
like
it's because
Chovy's going Zhonya here for the buy ult. And just to survive Akali.
You have to respect
Zhonya is a good pick here.
T1, though, doing what they've done all game. They move into Gen.G's jungle and say, by the way, this belongs
Keep in mind,
to
their
us.
Ezreal is still
Please
very
vacate the
strong.
premises as we
But I feel like as a team, T1 is much more ahead.
This is the slowly but surely drawing out the advantage, right? This is the safe way.
They have more objectives. They have same amount of dragons, but they have max voidlings.
This time around, not necessarily doing so as much, but what it's doing is giving Pays time to get farm, giving Chovy time to get more levels and farm himself. And so maybe when Pays has
Faker's going Zhonya.
Chovy has 3 items, that could be
Faker's
a time
going
where,
Zhonya.
you know, a fight can be better here for Gen.G. But I still think that T1 have a lot of great tools in these team fights later on. Zeus on his Gragas has made
Their draft was really good, man.
On his Akali needs
T1's draft was good this time.
on this champion that, if given the space, can really lose control. I mean, I think that this is a recipe for success for T1 unless Gen.G does something miraculous.
I love that you said T1 on Akali as opposed to Faker on Akali, which actually
it's synonymous, right?
It's synonymous. It's perfect. And the level 60 now hit.
I
as you
mean,
pointed
same
out,
shit,
Chovy's
but
got
whatever.
those free items hit. And it's really weird because I do feel like T1 was absolutely demolishing this game. I still think they are highly favored in this game. They're going to get the soul point, and I don't think Gen.G really has anything that they can do about that. But there's got to be a point where the inhibitor.
Look how much CS Chovy has, man. Bro is farming.
Check comes through. Obviously quite early,
But
not really going to spot
those
anything.
2 dragons were so valuable because it kind of just...
Bro is farming.
They can choose to concede this objective as well. The top wave being pushed in, Gen.G
Almost
playing the
300
side lanes
CS.
methodically. They're not over-forcing their hand.
We don't care about CS, we care about
What
picks.
felt like a beatdown earlier. It felt like that we were
T1's
going
getting
round
good
for
picks.
round in a boxing match, and T1 was just generating point after point after point. But now we're kind of in this back and forth. A lot of dodging's been happening, and Gen.G have been able to stall out enough where it feels like their stamina has been regained, and a single good punch from them could be enough to swing the whole game.
Especially now that third item does come through here for Pays. He's feeling a whole lot better in this game right now. And on his Ezreal, we know that Ezreal
Okay, Chovy's he got some really good items, man.
for letting us know.
We need to be careful.
To it. This was in fact one of his first mains that we ever saw him in Challenger. Is
Like,
something that Chronicle
they're not
will shut
behind.
up about.
They're still pretty
I
strong.
was going to talk about it actually. But
All we need is Lance to just throw again.
That goes with the plan.
Real smart.
no, I don't have to.
I feel like you've cast with him before.
Yeah, no, I've seen him around.
Every now and then.
He looks like an imposter. He looks like Chronicler from back in the LCK, but he's got this mustache, so it can't be him.
As T1 desperately tries to catch someone up.
What the fuck is he talking about?
For T1 though, the guarantee of the next Drake setup is amazing because Gen.G has only 2 Drakes, so they can very happily give that up. Whereas Gen.G,
Nice.
100% is going to have to play towards that Soul. I know that in theory you can do the, okay, you get Soul, we get Baron, but it's Hextech Soul. We
have
saw in the
Ashar, we
previous
have
game
Ashar.
how hard the game becomes to play out, and Guma's volleys alone are going to be an absolute nuisance if you're trying to play, particularly if you're trying to play very far forward, very aggressively. The slow makes it so hard. Gen.G still setting up these traps, but it's so easy for T1 to check.
Yeah, Hawkshot is a pretty powerful ability. True Shot Barrage not going to find any joy here as Faker on a flank angle taking control of the mid lane, and you've got the split push and Gragas, that nimble large man moving in the bottom lane, trying to put pressure on Gen.G.
I don't know if you guys ever get this, but I have this weird feeling that Chovy's going to do something really crazy.
Like in your waters?
Chovy is strong,
I
but
was thinking about it. The arrow is going to go wide, but
man,
still Spirit
nice
Rush
dodge on the Chovy. Oh, Owner is so deep now. It's okay. Really smart for Warner to get away from that. Really smart. He didn't just get picked. Nice Guma. Ezreal dies. Ezreal dies. Yep. And we kill him. And we kill him. And we kill him. And we kill him. GG. GG. Hey, we take game 2, baby. Yes. Huge, huge, guys. Owner played that really well. He realized that, okay, he ulted, and as you flashed, he goes away from the fight. Doesn't just get 1v3'd. Really well played by Owner. Really, really nicely played. Good job. Owner is gaming right there. Owner is gaming. Amazing. GG. We just kill him. What Lens is doing there, he's trying to push the minions away from Nexus. But it's not gonna matter, cause Faker be slicing and dicing! Guma popping off! Huge, 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 huge. Looking good, honestly. I'm so happy. Okay. Now, one more game, and we're through. One more game, and we're through. Come on, baby. Just get that win. Just let's see T1 finals. I'm happy. I'm happy about that. Brother, we are looking good. Here are the highlights. I'll go on LOL Esports channel. Faker at work. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his APM, bro. Look. Look at him, bro. Look. This is his screen. Bro, he's got the F keys locked in, bro. I love watching Faker, man. Look, dude. Imagine his POV, bro. He's like F keys, F1, F2, F3, F4. Faker overtaking while smiling. When someone ruins your KDA. That's right. Guma, I think, had 0 deaths the whole like time. No escape from Faker. Yeah, here's the play. That was a nice play by Faker. Look at that. You trying to run away, boy? Look at that. That was so clean. Look, he lands the E. Well, watch how he plays that. Watch how he plays that, right? He lands the E. Okay. Auto. Enhanced auto. Q. Gets passive. E2. Auto. Q. Brother. Beautifully played by Faker. Beautifully played, man. Really nice. Auto. Q. E. Auto. Q. Nicely played. Viol. That was a really good ultimate. Caught him after he flashed. Uh-oh part 2. Here's uh-oh part 1. He was sitting in that bush, and then it's like, well, fuck. That's not good. It's warded. Oh my god, dude, he was getting hardcore bullied, but like this was a really bad play by Zeus. I don't know why he walked in. That was a big uh-oh moment, not gonna lie. But then it kind of went on Kin there, and he got wrecked. Well played. Faker Akali. Spoiler alert. He popped off Kali goat. My goat. Na, da, na, da, na. I love this song. Deathless Streak has come to an end. After 8 games, after being killed by Pacey in Game 2 of semifinals. He has 74 kills and assists across the streak. Yeah, he died for the first time in that game. His first ever death in World's Knockout. Guma's just deathless. But he had to die at some point. They've ruined his KDA. Guma. That was good. Alright, that's all the tweets from that game. Na 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 na. Ba, ba. All right, guys, let's close it out. Faker, my goat, better clean this shit. Looking good, guys. I'm so happy about that game. That was sick. And Faker played a Kali like fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. My goat. Guma's played excellent. As well, Owner is smurfing. He absolutely fucking pissed smurfed that shit. Looking good. Alright, 20 seconds. Last game, we take it. We take it home, brother. We take that shit home, brother. We take that shit home right now. We go to London, we win. Let's go, baby. Come on. I love that Chovy flashed that, by the way. Chovy flash E'd that. He was like, I gotta kill this guy face checking. That was nice. Look at that. Oh. Clean, Faker. Clean, brother. Faker, goat. That was a nice play. Here, Nocturne didn't have spell shield. I love these. I love that. The zoom in on Faker with his E2. I love Akali, man. I love Akali. I'm gonna play Akali after this. I'm gonna play some Akali, brother.
When in the last game, Gen.G tried to remind them what happens in the LCK, they snap back and tell them what usually happens at international tournaments, and especially at Worlds. And we find Faker and T1 to be the first to match point. I mean, sometimes when I watch this game and I watch T1 at Worlds, I just think, how did they do it? Because this was a shellacking in Game 3.
Well, they did start.
Let's see how Gen.G plays this now.
Kindred. I think that was a really good one. Blue side.
Who they gonna ban?
Yeah, I do want to go through.
The pressure is on right now. They cannot lose or they're out. The pressure is on.
Gen.G were really tested by FlyQuest to do something like super creative, but here, especially in this last game, we see them returning to.
Yeah, they returned to the original picks.
Kind of combo here, which
with the exception they picked Akali.
This is kind of the skeleton of that Aurora.
Like we had the Renata, we had the Gragas, we had the Ashe. Like the three primary picks.
HLE, I actually really loved the Twitch ban here. I thought that was smart. And then to your point, Kobe,
Twitch ban was interesting.
Is great. I think Vi is such a good champion for Owner, but the big pick for me,
Ashe.
The Ashe for Kumayushi. I think that
has
been stellar, and then
the Gragas. Yeah.
I think it's also been a really cool.
I actually fully agree. I fully agree.
Renata, Braum have been the two picks that he's gone.
Gragas is like spitting people with ult.
I know that Gen.G only have one style. They are going
and the Ashe getting locked, like just locking people in with her ult. Amazing.
Yeah, we'll catch you with a Renata. We'll try and set up with the Braum, which didn't work as well, but it is countering what Gen.G have brought to every time. And Gen.G do not.
The Braum wasn't the problem. Stop blaming the Braum pick. I don't know why he keeps blaming the Braum pick. That's like the third time he did it. The Braum wasn't the problem, brother. He was getting picked. That was the problem. The pick isn't the problem. Him getting picked was. He just does.
So T1 are way more coordinated.
Kara getting caught was the fucking issue. It wasn't the Braum pick.
Gen.G, they're the
The pick is fine. They had so many ways of proccing Braum passive.
Nocturne to try and lock Faker's teleport out. They also
Silver pick.
very early.
I don't like his input. I'm sorry. I just really don't like his input. Even with like the time when he talked about like, oh man, this terrible pike angle that Keria picked. When we he picked so many picks with a fucking hook and the stuns, he was like, Keria was peak fucking pike, man. And he's like, yeah, well, I don't think the pike angle was it, man. That's why, you know. Like, brother, Keria literally got MVP? He literally got MVP against that team, bro. I don't know, he just keeps yapping about, like, I hate his input. I really don't like his input.
These grubs so well. I did call them out in the last game for being like, why are you fighting over that 6th grub, right? You've already got 5, you guys are fine. But they've been so
Braum wasn't the problem, bro.
These, like,
the pick is fine.
Sometimes 5-man pushes with grubs onto turrets. rotating around the map. You could see it in that sequence. They knew exactly where they wanted to go. They moved as a unit, and it's fantastic.
And they're showing
Ash was
style
peak.
here at Worlds 2. Faker was like, Knight, I see you on the...
I wouldn't go as far to say choke on his dinner, but
the magic is really there. We'll see
I feel like he just talks to talk sometimes. I don't know.
But it really
Like for the
has
sake
been,
of
like,
talking,
difference in play.
without really like thinking.
And things like Lehens,
It's kind of
right,
annoying.
who we know
That's the
is
third time he did
very
that.
good at macro, who calls a lot of the moves of Gen.G, generally the one to be out of position. A big discussion that we've had here backstage is, for me, there's a difference between ADCs in terms of Guma and Pays, in that I believe in Guma and in that bot lane, even from behind or from even, not just from ahead. And even though Pays has done things to dispel that in summer, right, Emily?
There's a Faker
Outside of
tower?
the finals,
Like a statue?
I don't know. You know, when he's... And here he had an opportunity, right? If they scale further into that game. But then it's him who gets caught out again. And I don't want to put
He's
everything
about
on
to-
him because the whole team lost that game, right? But it is these differences that you need to look to make.
But I think that's the thing. It's like pressure makes diamonds, right? And unfortunately, when we look at finals in LCK, Pays didn't step up. And then you look at the game against FlyQuest, it feels like, you know, Hanwha kind of found the issues in Gen.G. FlyQuest managed to crack it, and it feels like T1 are finally breaking those foundations here, where you're not getting the big performers. They're not finding Chovy these lane matchups where he can be super successful and take over in the mid to late game. You're not having your carries perform, and now T1 are saying, no, we're going to go to the style that's worked for us. We take over in the early game. We play through our side lanes well. We get these cheeky Baron sneaks when you're least expecting it. It feels like T1 are still playing to their identity on an international stage.
In game 3.
Whereas
Not in
Gen.G
game
feel
2
like
though.
they've just lost themselves because those doubts have started to sink in.
Yeah, and I want to pull up
Game 2 wasn't the early
Gen.G's
play for
record
T1.
over T1 in the LCK and internationals,
But he's right about the other stuff. About the LCK comment, I can't speak for that. I know I'm being too critical on what he's saying. It's just, he said a lot of weird stuff today.
From not making it, and here you see MSI 2023 highlighted. We had already set it up in one of our prior things. I think
Shopping
it was
mall?
you, Dogda, that said that.
Faker made a shopping
they
mall?
got the better of them
He invites
at
people
an
there for gem
international
badges
event
for
at a
League?
very crucial moment, and now
Seriously?
they're on match point once again. Now
Is that in
Worlds,
Korea or something?
defending their world title.
It
All right,
all
chat.
hangs in the balance again for
This is
Chovy,
it.
you know. I wrote down
Here
under
we go.
Gen.G in my
Lock
preparation
in.
as a log line, if this team can't win Worlds, who can, right? But
Lock
I feel
in.
like in the course of the tournament we've
That's
seen
cool, Rizzy. I'll
other
check it
teams
out.
perhaps adapt
So the
better,
mall
and I
is
think
just
for me,
called
that's what they're
Faker
gonna have to
Tower.
show. In the same vein, though, I'm not ready to write this one off because we haven't seen a team break the red side situation.
Yeah, he
yet,
always
right?
comments
So
on the
T1 would have
supports.
to do it here.
Like, you know what's funny, bro? That Rel was getting caught all the time. And he wasn't even commenting about that. He just commented on T1's support Braum pick from the game 2, not even game 3. Like, that was the game before.
Back to, and they're stopping them every step of the way. T1 are in their heads.
Like, you
I
see
don't
that?
know
You
if
see the
Gen.G
Gen.G support, man? He was getting caught like every time.
Versus Chovy, right?
But no, you know that Braum pick from last game? That was definitely the problem.
Destined world final, but in the way.
It was the Braum pick from last game.
This is a rerun of that Chovy quote where he
I don't know,
again,
man.
would know this
That
more
Braum
than
pick was
anyone
definitely
because
it, bro.
he's had to deal with it domestically. Now he has to
That
really
wasn't a
step
play,
up,
man.
prove himself against Faker to make it to finals.
Chovy has to step up. Gen.G
Lens literally
as a
went
whole has to step up,
0-6.
and we've seen it from Gen.G before. Spring this year, Game 4, it was the Kazakhs pick from Canyon that completely changed everything in that series. Gen.G are never counted out until that bell rings.
Here we go,
This is
chat.
where they have to find that magic once more.
Kellis they ban again? Are they gonna ban Xayah? Are they gonna ban Xayah? Probably. They just want to remove Xayah from Guma every time, man. I feel like they're gonna ban Xayah. Xayah ban probably. Probably.
And we're already straight into draft as the
There it is. Who would have guessed? Dude, they target ban him, man.
going to be banned away, and I saw that little look on your face there, Chronicler. I'm also not that psyched about it. I want to see a little bit more adaptation.
Okay.
I don't know whether the Xayah is
I was expecting that ban as well. From Smolder.
Performance and how comfortable
Skarner's probably not gonna get banned again. They always like pick
I'm a big
him
believer in
mostly.
when you see a champion just consistently be an issue, and in this case, it's the Ashe. Even in the games where
Even though I personally would ban
Ashe wasn't able
Skarner,
to
but
actually get over
they,
the
it
line,
never
I feel
gets
like
done.
Faker's just felt so strong and gives so much utility while also being a lane bully.
Well, now they can first pick it. Now T1 is
Silas.
saying, hey, by the way, Do you want to ban Aurora?
You know who would make a good caster Fury?
Gen.G is
Last Shadow.
the Aurora comes through. You imagine the Ashe is
Last Shadow, if he casts esports, man, it's fucking peak.
It's proven to be very
He's really smart.
Also, what is the answer into it? Because the truth is,
Ashe. They actually stole Ashe from him.
Right? This is not
Oh my god.
which we've seen as a typical answer at Worlds. Jhin would be his likely response.
Yeah, Smolder Ban is good though. Smolder Ban is actually good.
Could come through, but given the current meta, with all the presence of the lane swaps, I'm not sure how
He scales like crazy.
And I was going to say that this is
There
something that we've seen come out sparingly this Worlds.
You remember Monte Cristo?
Best champion for a long
Monte Cristo,
time.
Last Shadow.
Steals Barons,
My
steals
favorite
Hubs,
casters.
incredible. As Ona just
Ooh,
played
do we
without
get
just a little bit there with
Skarner?
cover of the Kindred. We'll see whether he does go back to that one. As he's hovering over quite a few options, the Skarner could be a great giveaway, and he is going to lock that
Yeah,
one in.
Monte Cristo, man, who's awesome.
In case of emergency, pick Canyon
Quick shot.
Italy situation again. We saw it come up against FlyQuest. I'm seeing
There's a EU caster as well. I forgot his name, but he was the GOAT.
that brought Gen.G to Silver Scrapes. He's single-handedly, and they're just running it
Ooh.
back. They were here last week.
Fuck, they got their Nidalee. That's his champion. That's his champion.
Let's see what the answer is going to be from T1 though, because of course they know exactly
Tristana
what to
mid,
expect.
ZZZ.
I mean,
Deficio, yeah,
What
Deficio.
else is there really to say? I mean, you're 100% right. Jax would be a great pick.
We got Jax.
Looks like that's going to be the lock-in for T1.
We got
Double
Jax.
Carry comps. Jax loves those. His E gets so much value out of it. He offers so much
Nice.
zone control. But, I mean, game 4, backs against the wall. The Nidalee comes
Wicked.
through.
Wicked.
The ban of the Cassante is so crucial for Keen. I think that it's such a safe top lane pick, just in general, but in Keen's hands, it's also a devastating carry.
See who their mid
that
laner
you
is.
don't want to run the risk of him getting.
I want to see who
Now, on the
Faker
side of
picks. I want to
Gen.G,
see.
they can look
Cassante
at
ban
the lane
W.
pool a little bit
W,
more.
W,
They
W,
remove
W.
the Ahri for themselves.
Cassante ban. Bard! They banned Carry as Bard.
Yeah, playmaking for Carrier, I think, is a great thing to target, especially
Dude, they have so much
when Carrier's
CC.
coming off a win. Because when he has that mojo, when he's feeling it, it can be very scary to go up against this guy when he has confidence, as Braum is going to be taken away from
Really
my
good.
hands.
And also from Carrier. I actually really like that ban there from T1. What feels most likely here is the
Ori,
R4
okay.
on
They banned Ori
Renata,
from Faker.
trying to get a strong 2v2 and play through that, but it does open up a lot.
I want him to pull out the pike. I want him to pull out the pike. Yes! Ari, do it. Yes! Nice, nice.
About the Ari,
Good. Faker's Ari is insane.
pretty hit or miss, but it's Faker, so I'll give him the benefit
It's
of the
Faker's
doubt.
Ahri. Like, his Ahri has been very good at this World Championship.
Yep.
And I think that it makes it, like, this is a very Gen.G-esque comp in the side of T1.
It is.
Meanwhile, Gen.G, the Poppy, I think, offers a decent amount
Poppy.
of value here, both into the Ahri and into the Jax.
Okay.
Towards Keen's team fighting as well, I think is a really good idea in this game, because I think that when Keen is under pressure, that's what he plays towards, not necessarily smashing lane.
They need a Leona or a Rao right now. They need some engage to come through from Gen.G. I think T1 might be thinking about a
Game 5, you think so?
which is
Maybe.
why they saved the pick for later as well, because crucially, the Maokai is often used as a response, but
Oh, is he cooking?
he's going to lock in the Maokai anyway.
Oh, keeping it a flex?
This wire keeps going under my
They don't know
chair.
what's going to go where, and it
So
also
annoying.
locks out the Rakan pick. The main reason why we see this Maokai is because it is so
Maokai.
strong into the Rakan.
Yeah,
And now
Poppy
there's
as well.
Poppy as well.
Yeah. So actually creates a bit of an awkward scenario. Normally this is where we would go Bard, particularly into the immobile AD carry of the Ashe.
Yeah.
Well, it's not available.
Is it a pike angle?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Do
I
it.
don't know whether it is.
Pike.
That would certainly be. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's a pike angle.
It's always a pike angle.
Let's go! He's doing it. He's doing it again. Oh, he's gonna smash him. Carrier's gonna smash them with Pike.
Looks like the Maokai is going to be going into the support position. And Keen
Doesn't matter. Carry is the GOAT.
Jax on the top side. In the LCK, this is seen
Carry is the
as
GOAT,
a really
guys.
good matchup for the Poppy.
Pike is really
And
good against
something
Ashe.
that Keen has played around before.
Yeah, really nice.
I mean,
Ashe has no mobility.
Internationally, we've seen it do wonders into the Jax matchup as well.
And also,
Especially if you're confident
just
on
know,
Poppy.
Pike
Crucial
can
for me
hold
is
Q
when
and
playing Ashe,
remove
you need a
Tristana
lane.
from her W.
Ashe,
If he
when
times it
you
right
need
and she
that
W's,
We've
he
seen
can literally
Gen.G
catch Tristana
so
before
well
she
at playing around the
launches
strength of push of his lane.
That would be huge.
Pressure on the enemy jungle.
But he can do that. He could do that.
Old school Dom one
Like literally during the windup of flying with the rocket jump.
Back in the day, used to have a thing called Ring the Barrel, where Barrel would cover for lanes and push out waves.
This pike angle wasn't it, by the way.
This is a champion synonymous with this
I don't know, it's like, you know, I was totally right. I said it last week. I'm probably right again. It's the pike angle, guys. Terrible pike angle. Alright, Carrier, let's go. This is your game, Carrier. This is your game. This is your game. This is your game.
For Gen.G, then I don't know what would have, right? I know that Tristana.
Come on, Carrier, you gotta pop off.
Before, but you somehow get both Tristana and Maokai, which was a combo.
I hate Tristana mid. I hate it. I hate it. But it's okay.
While also getting Canyon Italy.
And it's definitely an incredible thing.
I'm worried. I'm worried about Van Italy. He's actually good with her.
And T1 with match point. Moving into this game number 4, a date with BLG next week in London is what's on the line, and there is only one step left to take.
And they are double
Electro, double Halo Blade.
From Spring 2023, when you see those keystones, the enemy bot lane is about to have a bad time.
Something's going down.
Oh my god. The double Halo Blades bot lane.
It's unbelievable that T1's even in this position. I feel like there's so many fans that only watch internationally think this is just another year for T1.
It's gonna be like heavy auto attacks there.
Semi-finals at match point, of course. Why wouldn't
what is Varus gonna build?
Also, top 3 at MSI.
Well, the thing that's ridiculous as well is that last year, if you look at summer, it ain't a great time for T1 either. So maybe fans are just like, oh yeah, we're used to this. Yeah. You just have a little bit of a lull before you come back up again. It's like the swell of the ocean.
Spot him with the sweeper.
Oh my god, he's there. They know.
Now going over
Oh my god, Carrier's already! Carrier is already making plays! He forced flash! I'm telling you, this guy's a monster on Pike, bro. I just love watching him, okay? If he landed a Q, I just love watching him. No flash. Come on, Carrier. Do Carrier things. I got about this Pike pick, bro.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Chovy leveraging his pro. We talked about how important that is for the Nidalee.
Carrier, man.
As the blue is taken away, Canyon returns to his side.
No flash Ash. We should just shit on Ash if we can early.
Chovying performance, much like we saw in Game 5 against
Lethality Varus. Oh yeah, true.
Need to see absolute domination, stay ahead of the curve, make sure that these items come in at exactly the right times. All right, Carrier finding the bone skewer on the land.
Another forced flash! Another dude! I love this guy. I love this guy. I love him. I love Carrier. I told you. I told you, brother. We forced some flashes everywhere. He's about to go mid lane and shit on Tristana right now.
Still alive and relatively healthy. We also have Owner on the opposite side of the map.
Carrier, man. Carrier on Pike, man.
Or should be able to build a lead.
We forcing flashes. We getting those flashes.
That early buff on Owner's or in Owner's jungle.
Ona, I think, actually expected his Grom to also be taken. He took
nice Faker. Nice. Huge damage. Huge damage, brother. He's got electric key, by the way.
Ona dived.
What's his second run?
Please dive, but because
he went inspiration.
It's hard for him to actually be in a position to really set that up.
I go sorcery, but inspiration makes sense maybe against Tristana.
Yeah, Ona now driving in, looking for
no flash. 3 flashes burned.
And Owner is just going to take that explosive
well played by Owner.
Who
forced another flash.
Another max range bone skewer going to connect.
Now there's Nidalee close.
This guy, it's targeted, right?
That's now 3 flashes down, and for a pick as volatile as Pike, that is a playground. You have so many
I
lanes
love
to play
Carrier's
for
Pike
Owner.
so much.
Canyon hold off? They are going to know with the saplings. Canyon, I think, is going to try and play through the fog, not try and show himself.
Yeah, Carrier moving on over.
Good. He realized there's Nidalee, we don't fuck around.
As to his whereabouts, and they will just back away.
If that back completes, that bot lane is not surviving.
So, momentum-wise, you feel like everything's going the way of T1. The bot lane 2 versus 2 is
I love this.
out on the skirmishes. They got both the flashes.
Bot lane is looking so dominant because of Carrier, literally.
CS lead, but still going well overall. What's crucial to remember is that Canyon is continuing to farm. Canyon's Nidalee is not terrifying within the first 4 minutes of the game, but for every minute that goes by, this champion will
my eyes are locked in on Carrier right now.
In the top lane matchup continues to do well. It's a tough matchup for the Jacks as well. And so Gen.G
Bro's a
definitely don't have to
king.
be too terrified, even though the bot isn't going the way that they would like.
I'm also wondering if Canyon thought that Owner took his blue, because his blue has actually been up since the start of the game, because they they read the early play from, because Carrier caught pace, right? So I assume Canyon made the read. I figured when he went to his Gromp, he would have seen it, but
Pike.
Oh yeah, there's another bone skewer being shot. He's going to miss outright. And Keen will survive.
It's okay, brother. It happens. It happens.
Yeah,
I still love you.
Continuing to walk. It's the continue to walk strategy, one that we haven't seen for quite a while. No jukes abound.
And Chronicle has been talking about this, the impact of the supports. Right?
Nidalee taking blue now. Nidalee taking blue.
Game 2, we saw Lehens very
Okay,
active
we know
on
where
the map.
Nidalee is.
Game 3, I think both supports were trying to make plays around the map, but with Carrier kind of just finding those advantages because T1
We
was
know
finding
where
advantages.
Nidalee is.
But now Carrier's
Which
on a
means
champion that
Zeus
has so much
knows
agency, but his AD carry is
Nidalee's
a
top.
lot.
Oh yeah, Gumayushi in a lot of
Needs to
trouble.
be careful.
Does have to use that cleanse. Okay, he's going to take some damage back though. Yeah, that's a decent trade.
That's a good trade.
Summon a spell advantage.
He did do that thing
Half
last
HP.
year.
Yeah, I
where
remember
he
that thing.
outplayed.
I was about to say they did buff the lethality virus a little bit more, and as you rightly said, this man has a bit of a history on this champion.
I'm actually surprised it hasn't come out more this Worlds, to be perfectly honest. I think it's in a decent position, especially in the hands of players like Gumayushi, who are so incredibly good at it.
We talked about it on the way here, didn't we, Atlas? Where like the mobility and how like in the meta it feels it can be difficult to play, but in a position like this.
Yeah,
Faker?
Looking for Canyon, trying to find that opportunity.
He still has charm, right? Yes. Yo, charm. Faker, 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 faker. The Ari God.
Faker's Ari. That's the biggest thing here, because Ari has been such a curse for so many teams. We actually have the stats here for both Faker
You
and
notice,
Chovy, and it
you
is a
notice he
different
didn't just
story.
spam charm. He held it for the right moment. Another charm.
They do try and even out the fight as Faker is evicted, but
That's my
T1 is
boy.
still standing their ground. A great start for the defending world champions.
Exactly, Fury.
Gen.G do
Like,
manage to get
just
back
having
some control
charm and not
of this
using
group,
it immediately
for the very first time.
makes the Nidalee want to shit the bed, because it's like, oh, when is he gonna throw it out? When is he gonna throw it out? Literally making Canyon shit the bed, and then he lands it when it's like guaranteed.
The biggest thing here.
Absolute legend.
Getting taken out.
Good job, Faker. Faker really.
further accelerated than Chovy on the
Faker,
nerf.
man.
Tristana not able to find the impact. As
Sorry, Chovy. I think it's over for you, man.
No, exactly right. Here with match point in hand, Faker on a champion that he's been synonymous with for a very long time. There's quite a few of those.
Dominating.
Ariana, Azir, Rise, like
But
there's
this one has
plenty.
a special
Zed is a pretty
skin.
good one. This one does have a special skin. LeBlanc also has a special skin, and the win rates for both his LeBlanc and his Ari are about
They're doing
equally
great.
ridiculous.
So World Skin aren't special anymore?
Yeah, I mean, they're all special. I was just saying that there's a lot of special.
Extra special, okay?
When everything's special, you have to sort of
Pressure the
redefine where
Nidalee.
it lies, you know?
Now Gen.G have a stacked wave on the top side. T1 have read the play effectively. Faker's on the rotation. Carrier.
Yeah, can he charge it? He does.
He got the hook on Ash.
There's a crash into the wall as well.
Oh, so good. So good. That was so good. So good. Well played. Well freaking played, guys. T1's cooking.
But it feels like that this train just continues to
Carry
ride in
man.
the way of T1's victory.
T1. 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 T1.
But we have seen this, I think, with a lot of the jungle Maokais. You learn the lesson pretty
Damn.
quickly. If the enemy
Crowd
champion
gap.
has a dash, do
Holy.
not just W in. Did it there, gets very, very heavily punished, and now we already have a 1.5K gold lead here.
Got the
for
electrocute.
T1, only
Nice.
8.5 minutes in.
You wouldn't think, watching this series, that Gen.G have
Nice
been the
Q.
father of T1 for so long in their domestic history. Because
Nice
whereas
arm.
T1
Oh
is
my
a
God.
different beast,
Ah.
they are the only team in the world where the plot line truly seems to be unbreakable.
Yeah, the script really
managed to
just
fly
seems
away.
like, as much as you talk about it, it still seems infallible. As, all right, looking for a bit of an opportunity towards Gumayushi, but he does the walk strat, moves away. Carrier will be able to move back up again, trying to dodge vision as he does get back up there, but is going to be spotted on the edge of that ward, so full information does go on over. So moving into a state of slightly less action, as we look towards maybe a dragon take. Of course, that hasn't been looked at just yet. Still 10 minutes.
We're looking good.
Would be a relatively late one.
We're looking good.
One thing to do, keep in mind, is that this game still feels less explosive than the previous Pyke game we saw. And T1 did have some issues closing that one out.
They did.
As good as Pyke is, and as for as
Dude,
long as
it's literally been 10 minutes.
This is the game state that you want, and I think we need to
Like,
see more objectives, right? Like, I think the gold alone is nice.
It's literally been 10 minutes. There's so much more. Dude, why are we commenting on carry as Pyke? It's been 10 minutes.
Feels unpunishable.
And I also think that this whole series has been about who can play the game plan that they wanted to play coming out of the draft.
I don't get it.
The team has been denied.
He's fine.
In the shellackings that we had games 2 and 3, it's because
he's not as good as his Pyke from last week. It's been 10 minutes, brother.
Happened just yet. Still an
You haven't seen the whole what he can cook yet, and he's already forcing flashes.
These turrets and creating leads that way.
I mean, fucking hell.
Is not in a great position for Grubs. They have just secured the dragon, which is a nice pickup.
And he was fine last week too. Like, he's playing good now. He's playing last week good too.
Does have the TP available. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has it available at the very least in a few seconds. So this is going to be a difficult objective to contest, meaning the 4 Grubs will
Fuck me, bro.
Don't let it go. No possible contest, and an Italy composition.
Why are they so like focused on like his Pyke? It's so annoying.
And he grubs. Yep, quite rough, and there is vision. Gen.G obviously knew that this was happening.
Oh, carrier.
Nice attempt. What's he gonna say now? Ah, man, I don't think Carry is the. I don't think Carry is Pyke pick right there is good because you know he just missed the hook right there, and you know.
He's working with Chovy to clear out some vision. Nice spear connects.
I don't think it's you know this Pyke angle ain't it, Chief.
All those spears end up being though is now these neutral objectives fall away from the rift. We turn back to a neutral game state, and these teams turn their attention towards the remaining.
We need Last Shadow, bro.
2.5 minutes remaining until
we need Last Shadow. We need Monte Cristo.
Look to try and secure as many of
we need Doa. Doa's good too.
Early gold injection to get ready for those first items. As you can see, Malignance and Heartsteel already completed.
Quick shot.
And it's so interesting thinking about where team fights are going to go later on in the game, because I feel like anytime a Poppy exists.
What's up, Joyless? How you doing, bro?
The Poppy team, if that ultimate is going to be used effectively, especially when it's, you know, say Ona gets an amazing ultimate and then gets just Poppy ulted away, and then, you know, if it's a 3-man ulti, he just dies. That could be kind of funny. Certainly some interactions that could work out there, but it really does change the tide of how this game is going to work.
There's also a lot of champions on T1 that rely on their mobility to make plays in fights, right?
Doing good, man. This is
Ari, it's the case is
game 4.
They don't have any vision, so they don't want to risk it. 2v2 could not go.
And the games have been crazy so far, man.
The Maoka, even with Lahens having a
really exciting.
In team fights, in theory, should be able to do something like
much more exciting than yesterday. Probably because I have T1 bias and I love watching them, to be honest. But I even enjoyed Team Fly playing against Gen.G, so I love rooting for teams. It makes the game more exciting for me. Like yesterday when I was watching LPL, the LPL teams, I didn't really root for anyone. When I'm rooting for a team, it's more exciting for me. Like, I love T1 so much.
That's what you do, right? You lop down trees?
Yeah, it's correct, actually.
There's this, on YouTube, they have this thing called T1 Scored, where they like, you see their team comms, and like, you see how they communicate. I've just been like watching them off stream, their channel. I love them. I really do. I really love this team.
To the top side river, but it means that they haven't had that opportunity to base, spend some gold, and look at those items between the 280 carries. No Blade of the Ruin King completed yet for Pays, or even Static Shiv, rather, I should say. And we'll see what direction he goes.
Yeah, and getting Gumayusi onto that single item before Pays gets there as well. We know what this guy can do with his Varus. He is
that was literally that close.
Strong on this pick as Carrier continuing to be annoying, and like you were saying, this guy is pretty good on Varus, as we can see.
He's somewhat familiar, yes.
Yeah, somewhat.
This feels like a Hail Mary here for Gen.G. If they lose
can't start a Baron, though, because Gumayushi's on Varus, like we were talking about. You can't do that. We're talking about plot armor. I mean, that's a bridge too far. It's now Ona is just trying to bully them out of the area.
Baker's actually gone back to base. He does have the TP available. He's going to commit it now to the top tower.
Might even be able to grab an outer before he makes that flank happen.
This is it.
She'll be able to lock it in as Keen gets in there before the arrow does
so
come
low.
Down. Slightly missed time, but yeah, Keen was already softened up. And you can see Zeus
Are we going in on this? There's Carrier.
Chains of Corruption going to connect onto Lahens.
Nice! They don't have smite. Oh no, wait, they do have smite.
Gets rid of 2, and now Baker, he's able to dance his way out. Carrier, he's
they got
burning, but he should be absolutely fine. Regens that health because he's
Is he gonna try to set up? Too far.
Still in a little bit of trouble. Zay's gonna take a mid lane out of turret at the
That's
same
fine.
time.
It happens.
A Rift Herald, but at
We get turret. It's not too bad.
They give up 2 turrets. A kill goes over again. And the Herald alone is never going to be able to recuperate all
I've been in the meta server since it came out, Joyless.
Devastating position for Gen.G.
I've been playing there the whole time.
The lane economy snapshot represents the
It's good. I have 30 ping.
I would say there's an
It's literally all I wanted, but the Q times suck. The Q times are so bad. And I never get my main role, ever. It's kind of annoying. But the ping is really good, so I mean, fuck, I don't know.
Honestly, T1 was
I just never get my mid lane.
trying to contest that because they committed both top and mid
Nah,
to securing those outer towers. They got level 11 and then
He does only have 1 item. No boots. Okay, he just got boots now.
After securing those objectives. Second dragon of the game will go towards T1, equalizing that up.
None of it is like his champion,
is the
but
most crucial thing.
Oh god, another one. We got the big souls.
Yes,
I do think the Skarner is safer.
We've got Hex Gates, so teams can fight a whole lot more than they otherwise would. Also gives you a little bit of leeway in your movement around the map as well. Can certainly feel good to try and snowball things further forward.
I also have to apologize, my AD carry animation, Kraken Slayer, secured for Paze. Gonna be the first item, a valuable first item, of course, the additional attack speed, but it still doesn't solve the problem of Into This Jax. We've already seen how AD carries fare when playing Into This in Game 2, when T1 tried to hand the double AD carry into the Jax. But the presence that Zeus is
I don't know the reasoning behind Inspiration.
Is going to make it very difficult for Chovy and Paze to play optimally.
Oh man, T1.
I think he just won it against Tristana. Like normally there, I always go secondary sorcery. I'm just trying to like understand Inspiration. I think it makes sense against Triss though, with the cookies. And then free boots. Lichbane, nice pick.
It used to be in vogue a lot, but I think a lot of players have moved away from it towards the Leandries instead.
Is it a high level? Okay, I see.
For a little bit of extra side lane power.
I always default sorcery.
I know we've mentioned it a lot.
Like either go Mana Flow Scourge or Mana Flow Transcendence. Nice, nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Varus R into the Guaranteed Charm. Beautiful. Excellent play. Excellent, excellent.
Just not able
Dude,
to be
T1's cooking.
to be, but I want to hone in on T1's performance. Because this
Guess who got caught again? It's Mikey. I mean, sorry, Lehans. He's just cosplaying Mikey, guys, okay? He's just cosplaying Mikey from G2.
It is such a transformation because it wasn't just the meta.
Bro is getting caught this game and last game the entire time.
I mean, remember that
it is
a world where there is
insane.
No 4th seed, T1 isn't here. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's just
Getting dominated.
Spot, or D+K, my apologies. Yep. But the addition of that 4th seed, allowing T1 to be here, for them to be in this position. In the past, they were denied that.
If he base checks that,
they didn't make it to the World Championship, but they are an organization.
Carry is hiding though.
And that man in the mid lane is a player that has never missed a semi-final.
And also, if they manage to win here
Helgren.
this year,
yeah.
it's 2 4th seeds from the LCK winning in the last 3 years.
T1.
That's kind of insane.
T1.
That's even a thing we can talk about.
You guys need to stop.
We are getting a bit ahead of ourselves. We are definitely getting ahead of ourselves. T1 fans are definitely getting nervous. I apologize. I know I'm like not even allowed to tweet about this team anymore, if you know that.
But the
as
point
soon as I say anything positive, they lose.
The reality is that the position that they're
What
even
are
in
they?
is
What are the
already
casters even saying? I don't.
considering
Anyway.
the move they took to get here. which is why their performance right now should be reveled, given how well they've been able to level up. Now, as you rightly said, 5-0 is the score, the lead that they have. 5k is the gold lead. Baron spawns in 50 seconds. Dragon in 1:50. Gen.G still have elements. They still
Like
have
so much
tools to turn the
yapping
game
that
around.
doesn't really
It all
make any
comes down
sense to
whether
me.
or
I
not
don't
they
know.
can punish T1 for their mistakes, and if they can find a good angle to turn these fights in their favor.
And Gen.G have been pushed many times this year. TES brought them to 5 games at MSI after a 2-0 lead. They were able to persevere.
Faker looking for the charm, doesn't get it. On to Canyon there, but gets the true damage on that Orb of Deception.
Was a nice attempt. It's fine. His R cooldown is very short. Nice, nice. He tried to charm. Okay, Makai R.
He's going to connect onto the backline, onto Carrier to deny him bone skewering.
We're good, we're good. It's okay.
I mean, it was dangerous, but
It's
they
okay.
get out of there after the charge, just not earning that much.
A very tense back and forth as T1
No
is
one
able
died.
to protect their mid
Oh my god,
tier
he's
one.
recalling right there.
Gen.G, the idea was pretty promising there. The Ash Arrow didn't actually connect onto the Skarner. If it had slightly further away from the tower, that could have been an opportunity for Gen.G at the very least to get a pick. But
See what Carrier was doing there? He was body blocking.
They really couldn't follow up on.
I respect
Ultimately,
that.
No one ends up dropping. Gen.G have good setup.
In case Ash uses W.
Can they dive?
We'll see, it's going to be a fair bit of damage onto this one.
Ow.
Spirit's going to be coming out perfectly. There's a twisted
Fuck.
advance. The charm goes wide. Faker's dead. That is going to be Canyon taking him
Oh
down.
god, that sucks. He didn't have ult. He just went up.
Stun, and he's under the wrong turret.
We kill him. It's fine. It's fine. Good job, Zeus. Good job, brother.
But this is what he does. He
That's
baits
okay.
them into death, and it's Baron started for T1.
That's okay. That's okay. Was a bit scary. It was a bit scary watching Faker die there.
They're just TPing to mid to try and get
But it's all right.
something in return.
Gen.G just wanted the tower. Faker TP's in. They sit there and say to themselves, this should be an easy pick. His ulti wasn't off cooldown.
Yeah, he didn't have
but
ult.
The collapse was crucial.
He had to use
Gen.G,
flash.
I don't think you can do this, Dragon.
It's okay though. We get Baron.
But the collapse is coming
Does Faker
through.
get Baron?
Faker's back out
Did
onto the
they?
map. Zeus as well.
Did they wait till Faker was up to get Baron?
As Keen also trying to get back, but man, this is only the start of the devastation. We've got 2.5
Don't know.
minutes of T1 with Baron. They're going to start by trying to take down this Dragon with the resets coming through from
On
Gen.G.
Raz
There's
Smite.
not going to be an opportunity.
I always check if he has Smite now because of game 2, what he did with Kindred. I'm always double checking.
T1 really just have Gen.G exactly where they want them. This is such a change from
Smite
what
that
we
shit.
saw in this exact matchup in spring of this year. But that
Okay,
was a
Faker
very
doesn't have
different
Baron.
Gen.G. That was a Gen.G that looked impossible.
They just wanted to
take
secure
down.
it,
They took
make
2
sure,
games then.
instead of waiting for
They're
Faker
looking
to be up.
only miss 1 in this series if things continue going the way they're going. Gen.G with opportunities to try and create miracles, but it's looking like they're going to need exactly that. They want to make their way back into this one. Only a 4,000 gold lead.
Still good.
Still looking pretty rough.
I mean, worlds aside, the fact that T1 is even getting revenge for a rivalry that has been so Gen.G favored domestically in and of itself is impressive. As we look back at the dive, the idea...
Yeah, that was
I mean, it makes so
monk
much
ass.
sense from Gen.G. Dive onto Faker. He's an easy pick. Even if the TP comes through, we can turn it.
Zeus played that so well. And he flash stunned Nidalee. Even after he got Tristana ulted. That was nice. Well played, Zeus. Actually, really, really well played. Good reaction. He reacted so quickly after he saw Faker in trouble. Well played.
Was a wave, not a big one, but
Well
enough,
played,
but
brother.
As a result, takes so much damage. Baron still here for another
Faker's
minute.
going
Gen.G
Rabadon.
just desperately clinging on to their world's dreams.
Steadfast presence now on cooldown for a little while as T1 look to set up a 5-man siege on this inner turret. A 23
Nice charm. Oh,
the arrow is denied by
damn, that Poppy R.
but now with only 2 stragglers here,
Nice REQ.
will explode. It's Canyon that locks up the kill as Keen dives in once again. Pei is able to take down Carrier,
Fuck.
but it's Gumayushi standing tall and taking down Keen. Still a positive trade for
Damn, that
Gen.G.
Poppy
Still
ult
huge
was
news.
crazy.
Keen actually diving in there, denied the ultimate from Carrier. Otherwise, Carrier maybe could have gotten the resets, but because
That was
Keen
actually a good
shot
ult by
to his
Poppy, not gonna lie.
no resets for Carrier. He ends up getting focus going down, and it's not enough. But think back to that previous game
Damn.
where Gen.G held on tenuous for so long.
Pike couldn't go Assassino mode.
Have shown tendencies at this World
Yeah, look at this,
Championship
look at
to
this.
overforce. They throw the ultimate out. A beautiful response from Keen to create a numbers
and then they
advantage.
just
They have
kill both of them
confidence then to turn it
while the
back
team's
as
away.
They get a kill onto Zeus, and you'll see here this play. Nicely done from Keen to avoid the resets from Carrier. He knows how dangerous that could have been.
We're still in a good spot. We're still in a good spot.
Gen.G stay fighting here in game 4.
And Helper's not even there. I think that
It's okay.
is just completely
no panic.
overly stressed at this point
No
in
panic.
time.
We're still
Sure,
good.
he'll be
Faker
back as this
has
game does
Rabbit
go
on.
but there was a
We
little bit
have
of a grin
damages.
on Marta's
Lots of
face.
damages.
Kim as well, not looking all doom and gloom. They are still in this.
Big deeps.
We'll see. T1. Baron has worn off 2.5 minutes until that one's back up once again. Still a 4,000 gold lead, 5,000, something like that. Not end of the world, but 2 items now onto Chovy. 2.5 on Pays. 1-0-1 now, actually picking up a lot of that money in the last fight. Could be huge.
Lots of damage.
Gen.G.
Death kept done here for Faker.
He's pretty strong.
He is very strong.
Yeah.
I would argue also just now the transformation for Guma. So T1 do have an opportunity.
Faker's been playing very good. Like, he's got a lot of insane charms, lots of good DPS early on. Like, he's been really setting up a lot.
Items on their double-80 carries.
And now he's even stronger.
Because Zeus on this Jax in a wonderful position is building towards that stopwatch as well, allowing him to play very far into the back line.
The problem I see for Gen.G is this poke is a problem.
Nice shot.
Oh, Keen. I think it's going to be fine.
Extremely tanky.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen.
Is it a problem? Like,
I just get too hyped when Carrier lands a fucking hook.
Engage tools. T1 have a lot of ways to just run away from a fight. Oh, Ola. Now,
Nice cleanse.
I don't think T1 need to be forcing this hard. Like, Dragon spawns in a minute's time, so does Baron. Ola committing his flash there, I think is a bit of a fumble, because now he doesn't have the potential play set up with his ulti later. And like, this is a tendency we see with T1 sometimes when they have a big lead.
It's not a fumble. We're fine.
They did the same thing against top esports. They ended up
Like, Dragon is not up, Baron's not up. What do you mean? Man, I'm getting annoyed. Like, there's no objectives right now.
I want to go back to the last
They're so dumb! Oh, God! Oh, man, they're fumbling! They're supposed to take objectives! There is no objectives! The fuck?
That one chunks Keen. That's those 3 items that you guys were talking about. Faker also starting to get some...
There's no objectives! Dragon's about to spawn!
One of the few tools that
Jeez, brother, it's so annoying.
Every single heal has a base heal of 240 going up to about 500. If you are chunked, that alone is not going to be enough, but it might be the mitigation that...
See, they're here. It's fine. We're fighting for the fucking objectives, bro.
They are not giving over Soul Point for free.
Well, Carrier is going to walk into Lehens here. Hike so incredibly squishy. There's
nice hook. Oh, he missed the Varus ult. Oh. It's fine, Ari. Come on, Faker. Faker can play around the walls with his R dash. Poppy got ulted. Faker got ulted. Faker's. Come on, Zeus. Faker, come on, Faker. No, no, brother. Oh my fucking.
Unbelievably, Gen.G turned the fight in their favor. They punished the execution. Baron is alive, and Gen.G say we will not
we lost
go
Baron.
Down without a fight. You might kill the head.
You're kidding me.
He's got you right where he wants you. As the Baron
oh my God,
through.
We're fucked.
Oh man, and look, he may not have got the dragon or anything like that, but Canyon on this Nidalee, it always just seems
man, he missed the Varus R. That was so crucial. Like, we need to get a
thing, but man, Kane
and he pushed Faker so far away with the Poppy R. Look, Faker got rooted here, and then he ults Faker away. Look, like, Guma can't walk up to hit right now. He can't. He just can't. You see how split they are? Guma can't just walk in and just like pew pew pew. He's gonna get walked.
It was simply a matter of Gen.G targeting the person in front of them.
That's bad.
The double 80 carries Genji's in a front-to-back composition.
Oh my god, they're
Well, Arrow gonna go wide as
They missed the Ash arrow. Thank god they missed it. Thank god. Thank god.
They're just like, no.
Please. Please, please, please.
Yeah, how? Like, what? It's the most damage in the fight. It is absolutely nutty. Maybe when he puts on Primal Surge, he gets credit for all of the extra attack speed that he gives his
I mean, I wish that we could watch that fight again, because I feel like there were so many things that we missed. But all that matters right now is the Canyon's level 16.
This Nidalee, man.
That's a 3-item Nidalee, ladies and gentlemen.
And now it's Gen.G.
This Nidalee is kind of cooking now.
The poke from them. We talked about Gumayushi's poke. Well, now it's Canyon's
I'm kind of worried about this now.
And Vedi, in the previous game, you told about the waters, you know, the feeling of, oh.
Are we still ahead in gold? No, not anymore. By a little bit.
You were right.
We need the next dragon. We need the next dragon for Soul. We need the next dragon for Soul.
Equalize the game, right? But look at that jump upwards and the double AD carry now.
That was so good for Gen.G.
All right, Bone Skewer going to connect.
Makai ulted. Nice ult, Skarner. Come on, owner.
There is Lahen's able to eat some turret shots, and he'll be okay. Man, that Primal Surge almost
Poppy's mid with
And the
Zeus.
siege will continue here. As Chovy getting more and more
Man,
stats
they have fucking Baron.
level 16, and the spears are hitting one after the other. Faker, he wants out.
We're getting
He's
pulked
going to
down,
kill
man.
that siege minion.
We need to
They
heal.
will back away. Carrier, yeah, not wanting to stick around when he is seen on vision.
The charm from Faker didn't actually connect, even though Ono was able to land the ultimate. The top tower is now exposed as they turn their attention to mid to try and
they're gonna lose
defend.
that.
T1's base is
Oh,
beginning
man.
to fall apart. They still have some towers remaining. But as you rightly said, Chronicle, return to an even state. And
That's
the
bad.
Dragon Soul is on the horizon.
Big thing here.
Fuck, man. We literally had this game, bro. We literally had it.
So this brought Gen.G back in the game.
It's fine. We're still in. We're still in. We just need the dragon.
Get a straight up fight.
Get the dragon. We get a really good fight. Faker doesn't get pushed away by Poppy R.
I don't think they will,
Okay.
given how this series is
It's really important that doesn't happen.
Until it's available.
Man, this Poppy ult is just
Thank
Monka.
you for pointing it out, Vedi.
This Poppy R is just Monka.
Look at how tanky he is, though. Like, it's crazy. The Sundered Sky, this front line is exactly what they need. I was worried about Gen.G's ability to engage, but around these neutral objectives, they're still able to find the fight. And what looked like a devastating collapse from T1, Gen.G handled it so beautifully. Summoners are coming
Getting
up.
kind of nervous.
Maybe T1 can find
Not
an
gonna
angle
lie.
before that
Getting
flash
kind of
is back up
nervous.
for Chovy in pace, but I don't expect it.
Getting kind of
Gen.G
nervous,
with control
boys.
around the dragon.
The amount of homework that they're doing as well, you can see this vision shut out. Yep, lights go off. And there is an Umbral Glaive here for Carrier. They have ways to cheat vision.
It's okay. We're not going to pull a Mikey. We're not going to get caught randomly and just like lose, right?
Yeah, particularly into both Maokai and Poppy. Another thing is that T1 doesn't actually have great hard engage. They have really good pick, which is why the game felt so one-sided. But outside of Owner going in, or like Guma, you know, going in with an ultimate, Faker hitting a charm, that is a lot more telegraphed, or it puts you in a position of danger. And engaging onto Gen.G is also
It doesn't put you in a position of danger.
Tristana is notoriously hard
Like
to
Ari
collapse
can
on.
just dash
There's a
out.
Poppy and Maokai combo in the game.
And also he would charm when he's looking for a really good pick, like
Shifted, right?
literally punish mispositioning.
It's ridiculous.
But they don't need to go for this, is what I'm saying. T1
Like-
can bide their time. I just don't think they will.
Yeah, Nature's Grasp going to cut out the arrow.
Fuck.
Connecting onto Owner. Chains of Corruption just try and buy some space. But the flash onto Faker, the knock-up. And he's dead. Pace's arrows follow him into the death chamber as the Impale is decent. Owner's still alive. He's so tanky. And it's Gumayushi taking matters into his own hands. The spears go wide and the Poppy goes.
We killed him. We killed him. We killed him.
Double kill for the Skarner, and Chovy's still alive.
Win them all.
Damage, but he
Hook him. Nice. Yes. Yes. Big.
They want to go to London. Gen.G.
Big.
But the death timers are too long.
Faker can die. I was really worried that he died because he's like so strong. But it's fine. Guma is strong too. And we have Owner just doing Owner things. Okay, we kill Nidalee. Nice.
Another one is conga lining in. Lahen's.
Dude.
He knows he just has to move it away from these Nexus turrets.
We kill him. He's trying to push the wave away. We win. GG, guys. Woo! We made it, boys! Yeah! We're in finals! Let's go! GG! We have made it to finals! Holy shit! That was such a relief to see, man. I was really worried. I was really worried about that, bro. Boys, good job, guys. Good job. That was scary. That looked scary. Keria is game. I gotta give it to Gen.G. I gotta give it to them. They played good in that game. But what can I say? T1, baby.
But it did not happen. T1 just said no. You will not do it again. It is our date with destiny. You guys, what did you think?
Oh, the sub gap was through the roof. It's not even close.
This team is absolutely unbelievable.
Keria did so much more than Liam's.
Well, they're making me believe, Jesus, that they're making it back to the final after coming into this World Championship as not the team we were looking at, just like last year. It is an absolute enigma.
I love you guys.
And even then, when Faker was getting
I'm so happy now, man. I can relax now. I can relax. We made it to finals, boys. We made it to finals. But the pike angle, though, guys. But the pike angle, though. It must be the pike, guys.
A chance to talk about, unfortunately, Gen.G's
brother.
Later, but I do
there it is, guys.
Take a look at something that was crucial. He's on screen right now. Keria on the pike in our HyperX Reflex replay.
Yeah, they're not NA, actually. I think the NA caster is actually good.
How many times has Keria been that?
And that's the thing. You thought it might have been
Like,
on the Nidalee, but it was this.
like Captain Flowers.
Constantly catching out Gen.G.
Kobe. Kobe's good too.
Roaming around every year. And I'm shocked he had this performance because I looked at that man as he stood up from his seat, shaking.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh.
2022 with the way he was shaking. Like, that man put on a hell of a performance.
Nice.
Yeah, as we see a nice little highlight reel.
Amazing, amazing.
In this game, he now is second in international performance assists. He just surpassed Xiaohu. And the amount of
Because EU greater than NA. Fury's triggered now.
it's such an emotional moment for these guys. They've been through so
I actually love the NA casters. I think they're good. I like casters that just know what they're talking about.
Bring it on! Yeah. Ben, I see you.
Captain Flowers is my favorite caster right now.
The entire coaching staff coming out, all of the emotion.
Like Monte Cristo, Last Shadow.
So much
They're great.
to overcome the adversity they faced.
My favorite EU caster is probably Quick Shot.
Like, to have them
But he had to
be one of the
he had to leave.
teams go back to back.
We made a
It's
chat.
them. It's only them that have been able to do this. T1
We made it.
back to back to defend a world
Love you
championship
guys.
title.
But think about
Reckless world champ. You think they're gonna make Reckless play in finals? Probably not.
Think about you come into summer.
He's still a substitute. They just need to like put him in, I guess, if they feel like it's needed.
In playoffs, you don't even make it to finals. Everyone is thinking
Yeah, thank you for watching, DJ. Thank you all for tuning in for this epic semifinals. That was a lot of fun to watch. The hype, the energy was real as fuck.
Once you get to internationals, it is T1 who will always represent the LCK and always be the team you have to take down.
That's why we predicted T1. And
exactly.
They just need to be BLG now.
Just don't see it. What can I say?
Magic. And the world's magic is so real. I feel like we've had so many stories like this. I mean,
We
like
did
you
it,
say,
chat.
T1 were one game away from not even being at this tournament at all, and now they're back into finals. We also get BLG actually getting what they asked for.
Yep.
Been wanted.
Yeah, they wanted that. Yeah.
As he was watching this game, we saw him with
BLG wanted to go against Faker.
5 games versus Zeus.
Like
what you were
BLG's
saying
mid
about
laner.
that Magic, it's true, and it convinced me, and that's why I predicted T1 also today. Also, you know, kind of you can
They
never
wanted
count them
this.
out at Worlds, but
And now they got
last week
it.
Being here, seeing the way they handled TES, right?
I don't
seeing
mind
how
Rizzy.
Everything here was so
I played both
electric,
champions.
Right? Those enigmatic players stepping on stage and kind of willing everything
I
around
will
them.
get it no matter what
It's crazy,
because
and
it's Faker,
gonna be such a
and I
sick
love him.
final.
I also
I would love to see
really
Akali.
like the way they did it, right? Like their draft adaptations have been
I would love to see an
really,
Akali
really good.
skin.
I think they found stuff that's super comfortable for them, and maybe
I have a
not
question.
stuff that we would
Do they need to play a champion in the finals? Or can it be a champion they played in all knockout stages? Like, can he actually pick a Faker Akali skin, even though he played in semifinals, or does he have to play it in finals? Oh, just during Worlds. Okay, so Akali is definitely an option. Sick, sick. I actually, that's really cool. I didn't know this. I thought it was only finals, but that's good. So we might actually get an Akali skin then. That'd be sick. I hope Faker picks that. I hope Faker picks Akali. I'm definitely getting it, by the way. 100%. Even if it's Ahri, I'll get it. Because I play Ahri too. God, his Akali was so good. Yeah, I hope we get it, Vin. I hope so. Because Faker gets to choose. T1. Oh, they're shouting out Guma. I thought it was T1.
Going. I think they're ready. The arena sounds ready for it.
Guma. Guma.
The crowd wants it.
Guma played so good. Hey. He was excellent, by the way. He was excellent.
Paris, un tonnerre d'acclamations pour vos deuxièmes finalistes, troisième fois d'affilée, T1 et Gumayushi.
Guma. Surely it won't be 500 euros. Forehead.
Gen.G les a battus 10 fois d'affilée. 10 fois d'affilée avant qu'ils arrivent finalement à les battre aujourd'hui et se hisser une fois de plus en finale. Quel a été le facteur déterminant aujourd'hui? Gen.G beat you guys 10 times before you finally defeated them today.
W.
Tell me about it. What made it special? What made today different?
젠지가 사실은 오늘 경기 전까지 T1 상대로 10연승을 달리고 있었습니다. 오늘 어떤 점이 달라서 이런 결과가 나왔을까요?
이곳이 월즈이기 때문입니다.
Because this is Worlds.
C'est les Worlds et on sait que pendant les Worlds, T1, c'est une bête absolument différente. Mais qu'est-ce qui les rend différents? Est-ce qu'ils sentent, eux, justement, quand ils jouent ces matchs, qu'il y a quelque chose de différent? I have to follow up on this because we keep on hearing that T1 at Worlds is a different beast. Do you feel anything different when you play on the world stage that makes you pop off the way you guys did so far?
They always pop off.
말씀하신 것처럼 T1은 정말
T1 baby.
놓으면 더 특별한, 더 강력해진 모습이 나오는데요.
Fuck yeah, man.
선수분도 스스로
Guma played excellent. Excellent. I love his gameplay.
개인적으로는 좀 그런 느낌이 생기는 것 같고 좀 더 게임에 집중하고 몰입할 수 있게 되는 것 같습니다.
Personally, yes. Somehow I get to focus up even more, and also I kind of get into the flow state.
The flow state, The flow.
La force d'arriver toujours
à
avoir les bons résultats, les résultats attendus pendant les Worlds. Et je me rappelle que quelque chose qu'il a dit l'an dernier en interview, c'était justement avant d'arriver en finale que c'était T1 qui dictait la méta aux Worlds l'an dernier. Et je me demande, dans une méta aussi ouverte que celle qu'on a cette année, est-ce qu'il a un sentiment similaire? I remember that on stage last year, when you did the interview, when you reached finals, you were saying that T1 is so strong right now because you are dictating the meta. Do you have a similar feeling this year, especially given how open the meta has been at Worlds?
작년 월즈에서도
There's a lot of variety in picks.
무대 인터뷰에서
Somewhat.
선수가 T1은 월즈에서
Not bad.
강력한 모습이 나오는 가장 큰 이유가 우리가 메타를 지배하기 때문입니다라고 하셨는데요. 지금도 비슷한 느낌을 갖고 계신가요?
저희가 지금 메타 이해도가 가장 뛰어나다고 생각하고 지도하고 있다고 생각합니다.
I can say for sure that we have the best meta read so far, and we are dictating still.
Ils ont la meilleure vision de la méta et évidemment, dès qu'il s'agit de dominer, c'est le cas de T1 et c'est encore le cas cette année pour les championnats du monde. Et je le disais au début de cette interview, c'est la troisième fois consécutive que T1
Well, no, DJ, this is in France. There's literally a French audience.
Quelque chose qu'on n'avait jamais
on the stage.
Dans l'histoire de League of Legends. Il y a forcément quelque chose à dire sur cet achievement qu'ils ont réussi.
It's in Paris.
This is the third time in a row that you guys make Worlds Finals. Third time in a row that you make Worlds Finals with the same roster. How do you reflect on this achievement and what it means to you?
3번 연속 월즈 결승 무대에 진출하셨고요. 같은 로스터로 3번 연속입니다. 이런 성과에 대해서는 어떻게 생각하시나요?
월즈 결승이라는 게 참 프로게이머들에게 꿈의 무대인데 이
Still?
로스터로 세 번이나
I mean, she's talking English too.
감사하고요.
So she says it to the audience and then she says it for the stream. Yeah, she says both. So
World Finals is
for
the
us.
dream stage for every professional player. I am very grateful that we pulled it off together on the same roster for 3 years in a row, and I hope we can have a good outcome this time as well.
Yeah.
Arriver en finale de championnat du monde, c'est le rêve ultime de tout joueur de League of Legends et il est vraiment heureux, honoré d'avoir réussi à faire ça justement avec les mêmes joueurs, avec le même roster et il espère justement que la semaine prochaine, il arrivera à honorer justement cet achievement, peut-être avec une victoire à nouveau. Et je me souviens quand...
W.
En interviewant Bin hier, il les attendait. Il attendait de pouvoir affronter T1 en finale des Worlds et c'est chose faite. C'est le match que nous aurons la semaine prochaine. BLG contre T1 et on sait ce que T1 arrive à faire contre la LPL.
T1 wins that shit, bro. Hell no, no, no.
Interview yesterday, he said that he wants to face off against you guys. He wants to defeat the world champion and bring pride
He
to
did say that
the
yesterday.
LPL. Again, do you have any message for Bean and for BLG, your opponents, for next week?
Oh, what's he gonna say? Yesterday they were talking, China was talking about facing T1 and they wanted to.
엄청난 그런 위상을 높여주고 싶다라고
Just tell him
말씀하셨는데요. 혹시 빈 선수
GG easy.
BLG에게 전하고 싶은 말씀이
Say it.
있으실까요?
Say it.
제가 작년에 했던 말을 잊지 말아야 될 겁니다.
What did he say?
You better not forget what I told you last year.
N'oublie surtout pas ce que je t'ai dit l'an dernier. Voilà le message.
Damn. Guma, brother.
Du coup, Paris, pour conclure,
Guma. 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 Excellent. Look at the crowd, man. They love him. We love him.
Paris, je vais avoir besoin de vous pour cette dernière question.
Guma.
On a passé 2 semaines absolument incroyables tous ensemble. C'est notamment grâce à vous. J'ai vu tout le soutien que vous aviez apporté à T1, tout le soutien que vous avez apporté à toutes les équipes. Donc j'ai préparé un cadeau qui n'est pas que de ma part, qui est de notre part, à tous. Vous allez voir. I want to say thank you to all the fans, thank you to all the teams, but also the fans wanted to say thank you for everything you brought them. They were so hopeful and really, really looking forward to seeing you. So we have a gift.
Yep.
France has a gift for you.
A gift? Whoa! They got him a gift!
I present you a normal size croissant.
평범한 사이즈의
They give him a croissant! He gonna eat that croissant! He's like, yeah. It's good! I love Guma, man. I love him. He's good! Dude, I love Guma, man. He's so chill. He's so cool. He looks like a good guy to hang out with. Alright, he took that croissant. He ate that croissant. And he popping off. He's chill. He's like, yo, wait for me next week, bro. I'm gonna lay it out. 3-0.
She said, what if I get this huge croissant to
Croissant diff, not gonna lie. Croissant diff. It's actually a buff, chat. The croissant has a buff that's gonna make him outperform BLG next week. It's actually rigged.
Such showman, the way he was hyping up the crowd too is amazing.
Isn't it crazy? Like when you kind of think about Guma, right? You had
He's so cool.
Sometimes he wasn't always the absolute pop-off star. Then he turned into this super reliable player that
I love him,
a lot
man.
of their victories, including a big part from
I love T1.
last year. Then, you know, I know we laugh at the stat, but kind of the unkillable demon god over there, like the prince.
He only died one time. He only died one time in Worlds.
Faker and the broccoli.
He is deathless.
Guma and the croissant. You are my new best friend.
Sure, the broccoli. I remember the broccoli.
I love the way everybody's signing croissants now.
They gave him a croissant.
But genuinely, like, Gumayusi has been the backbone for me of T1. The fact that he can so consistently just be by himself, enable Carey to open up on the map, and still get all the resources that he needs to be a mega star when it gets to these team fights is incredible. And that's why I thought he was impeccable today. He was incredible.
Admit it. You can admit it. We were gonna give it to Carrier, but you saw his smile on stage and you changed it
that
to Gumayusi or Upo. Oh my God. Oppo player of the series is Gumayusi. No, just kidding. We decided it beforehand. But
It is good.
Right? All these players stepped up today.
I thought
I love
the
him.
replay was going to start with a big fight.
Guma POV. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this Guma
These
POV.
kind of fights where Gumayusi was just absolutely insane.
Attack move. Attack move. Attack move. Q. Bam. 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 Bam.
But Gumayusi, his positioning was
Boom.
incredible.
Boom.
Getting
Look at him. Look at
behind
him.
his front line. And again, it's the fact that he can be so reliable.
Amazing,
with so little
brother.
investment. That's what makes him so special. There
He
are
ate that
very
croissant.
few people that can be low resource and still have the impact. There's your
I'll take that croissant and I'll eat it. It's good. That's gonna be the highlight, man. That's gonna be a meme. That's gonna be the meme, man. He's good.
Because of what they're able to do
I
with it
love Guma, man.
out of team fights in
I
terms
just
of
fucking
crucial,
love him.
Like, a lot of people over-focus, I think, on Ash arrows, but both of these guys know where and when to hit based on setup from their team.
He's such a good Ash. He's such a good carry.
He's had such stellar performances. I cannot wait to see these two bot lanes go up against each other.
Exactly.
It's gonna be hype tomorrow, next week.
And you mentioned also the Varus, very big for Guma, very big for Elk
Yeah,
as well.
his
So
Qs.
it's going to be a very fun clash.
It's going to be amazing in the O2 in London next week. I do want to, because I forgot to do it yesterday, because you do get swept up in the excitement of the winners, and rightfully so. But for Gen.G, I mean, it is
Respectable,
it's
yeah.
unbelievably heartbreaking, and you had that, I think, feeling in the back of your head. Right?
I respect
Going into
Gen.G.
this best of 5, knowing that
I respect
actually
them.
the odds are stacked in your favor, knowing that actually this should
They
be
played good
yours.
regardless.
Oh my God, it's just horrible, but they just weren't good enough again at Worlds.
But I think that's it. It's when it's almost destined to be yours, that's when the pressure is on the most. And I think that's really
Dude, Chovy has been trying to get to finals for so long now. I mean,
they wanted one more trophy, but unfortunately, when push came to shove, it was that pressure that broke them.
sorry,
It started
bro.
with FlyQuest.
He's been trying.
It's now
He's been really trying.
T1, but genuinely it did. You could see those struggles already starting.
Year
and it was
after
just
year
blown up
after
today
year.
by T1.
And it even started earlier with HLE in finals, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone's talking about the golden road all year long for Gen.G because of how good
They're still a
this
good team.
looks and because of winning MSI.
Mm.
And then you see the first pebble drop in finals versus HLE, and people are like, I still think Gen.G's, you know, better stuff. But then also here you just feel so bad.
And they struggled against Fly.
Getting so close
They really did struggle against Fly.
Golden Road, maybe there was no road at all.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, the road goes through T1.
Yeah, it sucks, right? And it's the typical one where it's like you get judged on your last performance when they were awesome for a lot of this year, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. I mean, and can we just, as we're about to sign off, Faker could win his 5th.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
What
that's
the
insane.
hell?
Or Bin and Knight could win their
first. Yeah. I mean, it's both are great. You know, both good.
I mean, he's literally the GOAT, so he has to win. Like, T1 is just so good, bro. I mean, BLG is great, too. BLG is great. I saw them yesterday. They're good.
But BLG is absolutely no pushover, and honestly, this is
But we're talking about T1, okay? BLG's top laner is so aggro. He's so aggro.
And I think that's the big
It's gonna be
thing over there.
interesting.
BLG initially struggled at
He's
this
so
tournament.
aggressive.
T1 had a lot of struggles throughout the summer. These are two teams.
Oh, she's here too.
That now we're seeing ramp up in time to this other finals.
She's here with a croissant.
Yeah, you had to see it actually. That's
Wait, if we have a piece of it, will we also be eligible to win the World Championship?
That's the best I can wish you,
so.
but yeah.
Or can you give us the lore of why you did this? Or
so basically, I saw T1 during the Swiss stage and everything, and they were telling me about French pastries, and I spent a lot of time in Korea, and I was telling them, you haven't tried real pastries until you tried French pastries. So I was like, why not bring them a normal sized croissant?
And can we say they have some combinations of croissants over in Korea?
Oh, yes, and everything. So it was about time we discovered the real thing.
Amazing. I'm glad you joined us. Is there anything you want to say about how your home city has treated League of Legends and the players?
It's every time we have international events here, honestly, we are blessed, and I rediscover how passionate French audience can be around League of Legends.
Yeah, they're such a great audience.
Teams, but they support League of Legends, and they wanna celebrate League of Legends together, and I hope that's what you guys felt for the past 2 weeks, because God, it's been good.
So good.
EU audience W.
I think what's on the horizon, and hopefully a full 5 games of BLG versus T1. That's it. Anyone has some kind last words?
Oh no, Paris has been amazing. I'd love to hear. Thank you so much for everything. You've been amazing, Laura, in terms of welcoming us to your home city.
Yeah. Shall we do a synergized Guma reaction to the croissant? It's good, okay? In 3, 2, 1. It's good!
It's good!
We are so cheesy. Oh my gosh. We're terrible. Yeah, we are, but I hope you enjoyed the show here from Paris. Thanks to everyone. Thank you to Richard. Thank you to the wonderful crowd
it's
here in Paris
good.
for everything, and the players. We'll see you next week, Saturday, the 2nd of November.
That was
in London
nice.
for BLG versus T1.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Got a little bit?
It's good.
That's a solo player. It's going to connect.
It's good.
Was there for a second, but now he's just gone, Faker.
That was nice, guys. She carried the show. Yeah, she got that. She made that croissant and fed it to Guma, and now Guma has a Giga buff, and it's gonna make him win the finals. Think about it. Think about it. Wow, chat. I enjoyed. This was fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was a lot of fun to watch. La, my boy Faker. Look at that. E2. Auto. Bam. Q. Whoosh. Kunai. Got that kunai down. That was beautiful. Beautiful R. Look at that E2 Akali. That Akali E2 there. That was really nice. Followed the frickin' knock R. Incredible.
Looks like it's gonna be okay.
Beautiful. Look at that. Ari Charm into the Varus R. Well played. Here, it was looking really sketchy. Damn, bro. Look at him. Look at him, man. Damn, man. I feel bad for them, bro. They were playing good, though. They were actually good. You know, T1 didn't play perfect, by the way. Gen.G was good, but still. Da 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 da. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crown. GG. What a show, guys. What a freaking show. Ugh, man. I love the song. That was good. That was some good games, chat. Ooh, boys. I'm gonna play Akali. Don't mind me, chat. Don't mind me, chat. I'm gonna play some Akali. I'm gonna be Faker for a second. I love Faker, man. I love him. He's so good. And my boy Guma. Faker is good. Goma King. Goma King. What a show. GG's, Gen.G.